Welcome to the Blue Reads Podcast, episode number 138. I'm Adrian. Think Dave's over here with his weird purple-green thing he's trying to do, which I think is dumb. Gore's down there doing his thing. This is a video game podcast. We go live on twitch.tv/debunked every Thursday. We talk about video games, do some news, do some trivia. Usually this posts this on YouTube. Been very slacking on that. My bad. Haven't had no time. So my colors.
Oh yeah, should have panned in the chat. They get what's up.
That sucks. As soon as my colors went back down there, everything's falling apart. Literally. Well, whatever. It'll be fine. Chopin in the chat. Unit 1 grape colors. Sure.
Hell yeah. Green is literally a complementary color to purple.
Shut up.
Yeah. He took art theory.
Yeah, art theory.
No, my fiance went to art school, so.
Oh wow, your fiance does all the best things. It seems like every time we say anything, you're like, "Oh, my fiance did this."
I mean, she does. That's how half the house has been.
Sounds like she should marry somebody else.
True.
Yeah, Gore's single.
She can do better.
I went to art school too, technically.
Speaking of art, back in the chat says,
and art.
What would Meat Canyon's version of this podcast look like?
David would look like David would look about the same.
No,
You'd go extreme with the thick Dave part. It'd just be like a fucking house-sized Dave.
You look like the Nick Avocado fucking thing, except with David's face. That's what you look like.
He would start crying with all the anime titties around him.
Yeah. Oh no, the breast milk get on me! Scream.
Speaking of breast milk, games gone by. We have gone through a whole season.
World's worst segues.
Yeah, we have gone through a season of games gone by, so we're gonna go back and re-talk about all those games. More or less the first half of them, just because those are the ones we haven't talked about in a while. Obviously, we talked about the last ones recently, so go through, talk about all those, do the Metacritic scores. We didn't rank them. I just realized that now. So if anyone has some free time in this podcast while someone's not talking,
I have a feeling. No, we can rank them at the end. What the fuck?
Okay.
Or while we're going through them.
While
we're going through them, we can just rank them.
Yeah, okay.
Put them on a list. How many games are there? Do you know by chance?
18
around there.
All right. Well, I need to know exactly.
Yeah, I'll find out the list. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm very unorganized currently. Master's program and
your
teaching.
life is hard.
It's not something I'm ready for currently, but I'm doing it. So everything's getting delayed. It's happening. Everything's getting delayed anyway. So you'll find out about that later. Me and Valve are just on the same level currently. Also, audio podcasts are on Spotify and everywhere. We know all that stuff. Movie podcasts is also a victim of that. That's coming up soon. And then what else? Actually, are you in college? You guys record that?
No.
Okay, so he'll come back.
He put in the thing. We're not doing it. So.
Okay, and then yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, boy.
David, what'd you get?
Yeah, boy.
Hell yeah.
I know what'd you get. What'd you play?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't play anything.
Oh
good.
Shit.
Yeah, it might be quick actually.
Gore, what'd you play?
All right, I'm gonna go through it quick so we can get through this shit. I played Guardians of the Galaxy. I finished it. Great game. One of my favorites of the year. Glad it ended up being good. Great stuff. That's all I gotta say. I played a little bit of Forza Horizon 5. Looks great. Plays great. It was like the biggest thing ever for like a week. I'm sure we'll stop.
It was Xbox Game Studios' biggest launch.
Yeah, I know. That's one of our news stories that I added. Thank you. So,
you're welcome. Little preview.
I guess we don't need to talk about that.
We can talk about it. Is that what we're gonna say?
No, I don't have any. Well, I'm not Xbox. I don't give
exactly.
a fuck.
I'm not Xbox.
I don't know. Why would I give a shit? I don't give a fuck about any of these successes.
What they paid you?
No, fucking. Then I'd care, but they didn't. So the fuck, I don't care. Oh wow, Forza game did well. Who fucking was thought? Everybody's big surprised that Forza is the highest rated game of this year. Oh yeah, every fucking Forza that comes out gets 9s and 10s.
Forza Horizon.
No, every Forza game gets a 9 and 10. Yeah, last one had like a 91 also.
Hell yeah, let's go Forza.
All right. Like even if it had 88, 89 or whatever.
Yeah, it's still really high. I was gonna say in the middle of that, Gore's just pissed off like, fuck, this is dumb. You see like a hand with a check come out the side of it and Gore looks at it. Yeah, but I'm very proud of that studio. They're just doing some fantastic work.
Tiny. Can't wait for that Fable game. It's gonna be great.
In about 5 years.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. They crank out games pretty fucking quick.
Forza
considering-
Motorsport 7 got 86.
That's bullshit. I disagree.
All right, Gordon disagrees.
Sorry.
You play GTA. How is that?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't getting to it yet. I wasn't done with Forza, so you're gonna have to fucking
Continue
wait.
with Forza.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
calm
it
your
was.
tits, Adrian.
Yeah, calm down. It was pretty good. Anyway, GTA San Andreas. I only played San Andreas because I'm gonna wait until the physical comes out, and San Andreas is free on Game Pass, so I'd say fuck it. I just started that. I only played about an hour of it. Plays well. It's been a long time since I played San Andreas, so to be able to remember everything that happened in that fucking game and exactly where everything is and how it looked 15 years ago last time I played it is going to be near impossible for me. But I will say it does look good. It runs pretty well. It's a little weird that it has a fucking a fidelity and performance mode, considering it's a fucking 17-year-old game. And it's especially weird that it can't do 30 frames on Switch. But I mean, I get it. They have more like reflections now, I guess. But I don't understand why. Like, it's not the same game. I get it, but I don't know why I can't run at least 30 frames on Switch. But it's San Andreas. There's some weird audio issues though. Like cutscenes will cut right at the last half of a word, or no, like the first half of a word. So someone will say, "All right, motherfuckers, you not go," and then just cut, and I'll go to the next cutscene. And it's weird, and also the audio sounds like shit. But that's like it's PS2 compression, like back then. Like it's the same audio. They didn't update that, obviously. They didn't get new voice actors or the same voice actors to re-record every line. Ray Liotta's not coming back to voice Tommy again. So
I'm hearing this game is in desperate need of some patches.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll get patches. I mean, it's a big surprise. A Rockstar game comes out and it's not like perfect day one.
I feel like Red Dead 2 was pretty solid though, wasn't it? Or no? Okay.
Yeah, it was better than I don't know, a Bethesda game, I guess, but
sure, okay.
It still had problems.
You got a couple questions in the chat, Gore. Gore, will you be posting more of the GTA playthrough vids?
Once the physical comes out, I want to do one for 3 in Vice City. I don't know if I'm going to do more San Andreas.
And then
maybe
Geopan just mentioned that Gore, GTA looked very dark on your video.
Yeah, I know. I put in the description, the comments that I had the dynamic like color range thing on, which I don't know why fucking XSplit immediately has that on when you turn on your Elgato capture or whatever, but that fucked the coloring up completely. Like at first it was fine, so I was like, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna switch to the game now and just hope the recording is okay because I don't have a second monitor at this point. So it's either play the game and hope the recording's fine, or don't play the game, I guess. I could move everything over to my TV, but I'm not fucking doing that. So that'd take me like a little while to move my camera and move my microphone, take this off the fucking thing. I'm just not doing it. Nah. Sorry. But I will get a second monitor soon. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't know that, but it ran pretty well though. I was happy with the performance of the because I have a lot of problems with like Elgato with my XSplit and stuff connecting them. There's always like a little bit of lag, but it was fine.
Okay.
All right.
Abby says, who'd win, Big Smoke or Big Dave?
Big Smoke. I mean,
fuck's a Big Smoke.
Yeah, you don't play Grand Theft Auto, so you wouldn't know. He's the guy from the meme. I want a number 9, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese.
Idea.
Wow, you don't know memes too. All right. Fuck. All right, so yeah, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is good. Call of Duty Vanguard, I also got. I ended up getting that for the buy 2 get 1 free. I completely forgot I had like a $50-something not coupon, like Amazon gift card balance for returning some stuff like a month ago. Completely forgot about it. I thought it just went straight to my bank account, but I guess I selected
the fast, like, wait, we'll give this to you now if you fucking use it.
Yeah, I didn't notice I selected that because I didn't give a shit if it took like a couple days or not. But I had that, and I was like, I was gonna buy it for $130.
You got lucky on
Amazon. That's how much it would have been. I was gonna buy it for like 130. I was like, all right, I guess I'll get this because I do want to get the other two games along with Call of Duty. And then I saw it immediately took like $50-something off. I was like, oh, I'm definitely getting it now because I had the gift card stuff. So
You should have made that video.
yeah, I played
Got
that.
lucky at Amazon.
Sure. I looked into my digital wallet and
I got a refund, so I just found some money there. I'm like, hell yeah.
No, got a free blowjob at GameStop. You can't watch that video anymore, by the way, because
Oh no! I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I just.
Well, now Gore's.
You still watch my video, my parody of that one.
Wow.
Go watch. I got lucky at GameStop. Go. I got lucky at GameStop. You'll find only my video now.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the video. I don't know. Where am I laughing? Actually, that's weird.
I put 2 in the title. I guess I could switch it.
Yeah, just take it to 1. I hope someone watched that has the Mandela effect. I swear to God, this guy looked fucking different.
Oh, someone reposted it.
What?
Yeah, 9 years ago, someone reposted this video.
It lives.
Fuck. Yeah, Jack Brown. Shout outs to Jack Brown.
Oh, we talked about that. Remember we made fun of that? I think I remember.
Yeah.
What's the description on that video say?
Complete this offer and you will get a GameStop gift card. The sponsors pay to be part of the program, which allows them to give. Cuts off.
Oh, God damn it. I love it. I love YouTube sometimes.
Don't click that link because obviously.
Oh, yeah, I know we watched it before because I disliked it. And that was when Guru was in the call.
You can't see the likes and dislikes. So.
Oh, yeah. This is fucking such a travesty right now.
Anyway, shout outs to.
He who cannot be named.
I
said his name already at some point, whatever.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, he had a presence and he tried to take it away. Too late. Anyway, Call of Duty Vanguard's pretty fun. I mean, it's Call of Duty. I just played the multiplayer. I haven't played the campaign yet. But I've been playing competitive. It's fun. I also started up Genosha on my Switch.
Yeah,
I've been really enjoying that.
Okay.
It is a little repetitive though. I mean, the whole point of the game is, of course, like I guess it's like a social deduction game. Find out who's the alien. It's like as people call it, it's Among Us with anime. But I think the gameplay itself is a little weird because it's not really about that. It doesn't matter if you get caught or if you get suspected as alien, the Genosha. Because the whole point of the game and the way the beat is kind of just like unlock cutscenes pretty much.
Okay.
So you can get more of the story because there is an actual story. I was expecting there to be a story, but kind of a light one. But there's an actual like deeper story in there. Okay. And the way to unlock it is by like partnering because there's like 15 characters. So to really like partner with certain characters to get more cutscenes to understand more about them, and you doing that unlocks more of the story. I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It does get a little repetitive because it's a lot of the same dialogue. So if you're like questioning somebody, they'll say the same thing over and over again, like what, me, what, and then you do that, and like it's cool. It has a leveling up system too, so you can get better at like persuading people that you're not Genosha, and there's a bunch of different roles, which I find weird because Among Us just announced recently. I don't play social deduction games, so I don't know if this is a thing in a lot of social deduction games, but there's a lot of different roles. So you could be an engineer, you could be a guardian angel, which is someone that could save someone from being killed by. I'm assuming that's in Werewolf.
Yeah,
it sounds like something that's in Werewolf.
Yeah, everyone has their own little thing, and then they can like like the cops can look around in the morning or something like that or whatever.
Okay. And there's another one like you don't get killed if you're picked as a Genosha, as an alien.
Yeah.
Instead, you get thrown into cryosleep. But there's one character that's the doctor that can look and see if the person you put in cryosleep the day before is the alien or not. And people could come out and say, "Hey, I'm an engineer," but they're not actually an engineer. There's also one role that is not Genosha, but you're like you're a sider with the Genosha, the alien, so you're pretending to be a Genosha, so you're acting like, oh yeah, I mean, not that you're saying like I'm Genosha, but you're lying about like I'm the engineer, but you're not. An engineer can like pick one person at the end of the day and like see if they're Genosha or whatever. So there's a lot of strategy to it. The only problem is that it just doesn't feel like there's a point to it at the end. Like, oh, I got picked to cryosleep. You just immediately go back to the beginning. And the loops, they call them loops, are really quick. Like you can do a successful one in less than 10 minutes. It is fun though, and I like the characters. The art is great. It's interesting, so I'm liking it. So yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Nice.
That's it. So I play a lot.
Yeah, I have all that on my Switch every once. I'm like, I really want to play that.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it.
Yep.
I've been playing a little bit of Rogue Legacy for some reason.
Okay. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's fun to kind of get into. I just need kind of just one of those really quick. I just need a game that I can kind of pop in every now and then and play. I'm wondering what the next game I do for that is. I really want to make like my lunch periods at work just a quick maybe half an hour grind into some sort of like bigger game. So I didn't even play it yet. But I popped in a Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Maybe I can just like pop that in and maybe get like an hour or so in at work if I can squeeze in if there's nothing going on.
Okay. You'll be done with that game in about 10 years.
Yeah, apparently. But at least like, I can knock it out, and then if I get past like enough of the stuff, I can bring it back home and kind of be into it.
Right.
Just get past the initial tutorial stuff, which is about.
I want to go back to that game.
Yeah, I was eyeballing that. I went back to Cold War because me and the coworkers, like the coworkers at my work, are all like, they're not into Call of Duty, but that's the mutual game that everyone just kind of gets. So everyone just buys Call of Duty and jumps in on that. And there's one guy that has not yet. So I told everyone I had Cold War, so we hopped in, played some gun game, some of the hardcore modes. It's pretty fun. Been dipping back a little bit into Overwatch 2, which is fun. Not Overwatch, no, sorry, Overwatch 1. Overwatch 2 is a Fable. It's never happening.
I mean, it's gonna be the same game anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it sucks playing that game just because like it just feels like I mean, obviously it's gonna die with Overwatch 2. It's not gonna be the same game, but like it's just a slow descent into less and less people play because they're not fucking touching the goddamn game because we're waiting for this dumb 5v5 mode at this point. And no, it's always a fun game. Like, I always enjoy playing Overwatch. It's fun.
Yeah,
I get into a few games. I'm like, all right, let's do another one more. I want to play it. And I know if I just get back into it, I'll be right back into it. But
trying not to split the fan base by making Overwatch 2 basically an Overwatch expansion, they've effectively killed the fan base by making it so that way they killed what makes Overwatch 1 Overwatch 1.
Yes, they're taking away Overwatch 1 completely, which is unfortunate.
Well, I mean, it's going to be the same game, just one less person.
Which changes a lot of dynamic, though. Like, even like in the grand scheme of things, like, there's teams out there that
now you won't have two shields. What a whoa.
Oh, well, when you dig into it, it does a lot. But I mean, even the grand scheme, like if you're looking at like,
if you go deep into it, but
if you're like more comfortable is like whatever. But like when you look at it, like there's like teams of 6 people that have been playing for a long time. I'm sure that they scrimmage together doing whatever like sports at college level.
Vote a motherfucker out and get him out here.
Survivor mode.
Sorry.
But it's just like and then it's a sacrifice. Assuming everyone wants to play it, which even some pros have played, they're like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not my game anymore. Like they don't really dig it anymore. So like a lot of pros have like retired off that now.
You know what they're gonna do? They're just gonna have a mode where you can play 6v6.
That's the hard. They're not balancing
with like no limits. And
sure,
stuff.
but they're just not balancing anything, which is gonna be dumb because it's gonna make the mode not.
It's gonna be in their little experimental thing.
Probably.
The 5v5. They're gonna have experimental.
It's just working out. It's just making me more bummed out every time I play that game. Also, just thought I'd give a quick news shout out. One of the pro players actually died very early on. Like his name's Alarm. Yeah, 20 years old. That's very unfortunate. That guy was fucking nuts at the game. He was the Rookie of the Year 2020. So shout out to him. He was a great player. I love watching him play. That's unfortunate. With else that nope, that's about it. All right, David, what'd you get? While you do this, that light behind me is bugging me, so I'm gonna fix that, but go ahead and tell me what you got.
All right, so not a whole lot for me this week either. I've been slowing down on a lot of acquisitions. Digitally, I picked up SteamWorld Dig 2 because that was free for the past couple days. And I took advantage a little bit of the sales that are going on right now. So I got a nice little combo pack. Shout outs to Gore, the movie god, for alerting me that some of these games are going on. So I managed to grab Chris Tales, Observer Hard Redux, and Hades, all PS5.
This more than doubled your fucking PS5 collection right there. You only have like 2?
No, I've had a few for a little bit now. They definitely bumped me up because let's see. Prior to that, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
What?
12. Yeah, I had 12 PS5 games.
Yeah, no 12 PS5 games. Get the hell out of here. I didn't see that. When'd you show 12 PS5 games in the course of last year? You're a liar.
Throughout every
Are you talking about digital shit too?
3 of those are digital.
Oh, okay. And 3 of those are the ones you just showed.
No, these are physical.
No, and 3 of the games you said of the 12 are those 3 right there. You're counting those 3 in the 12, yeah.
These, I am now up to 16.
I don't think you did the math right there. You have 3 there. How the fuck does 12 and plus 3 turn into 16?
Because there's another one that came in.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was a fantastic line. You know what? That is the most Blue Rupees thing to ever come back to is sit down and Gore's explaining a basic math problem to David, saying, how does that work?
All right, what is it? What's the other game?
One of my pre-orders came in. I've had this on PC for a while now, but I was excited to also have a physical version of this game. One of my favorite fucking franchises, MechWarrior 5.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get that.
Played a bit of it on PC, and it's phenomenal. It's a very... It feels more heavy on the simulator side, so it's a very rough game to get into if you haven't played a MechWarrior game before. But so much fucking fun. I thoroughly enjoy the MechWarrior series. And that's all I got.
That's
Hype.
it.
Hell yeah.
All right, Gore.
All right, quick, because I don't got much. Picked up Sonic Mania on PS4. It was only $8 on Best Buy. Didn't have it. I did do a buy 2 get 1 free also on Amazon, like I mentioned before. Like I said, I got Call of Duty,
Hell yeah.
Vanguard. I got Riders Republic. I'm hearing good things about this. I actually really want to play it.
Yeah, I forgot that came out. I thought that was shit because I didn't hear anything about. But hey, if it's,
No, it has really good reviews. I'm surprised too, because I thought it was gonna be shit. And I picked up Far Cry 6. I figured I might as well. So, turn my brain off, play this. I don't really give a fuck about the story.
I hear it's better, but I mean,
yeah, we'll see. The only other thing I got, they had buy 2 get 1 free for books too. But
wait. Pictures or no pictures? Because you can't read. So why would you get one?
I think pictures. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Yeah, I think pictures. I'm going to assume, considering it's called The Art of, so I'm going to assume pictures. And I was going to get other ones, but I just decided to get one.
Ooh, good shit.
So I got the Doom Eternal one. I probably will in the future get. I just don't have enough space for like 3 more fucking art books. I was like, fuck it, I'll just get that.
They're big.
I know they're big. I have a bunch of them.
It's
too much. And I was gonna get the Ghost of Tsushima one, but I don't like the way it's like fucking. It's like a sideways book.
Sure.
So I hate that. I really do. I hate those type of books. But
yeah, I agree.
Because they look stupid as shit.
And they don't ever like. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like opening like it's
They look horrible on a shelf. They're terrible to hold in the hand.
Yeah, and their mothers don't love them. So that's about it. That's it. I mean, I got some digital shit, but I don't fucking talk about that.
This is the fastest we've ever gone through these segments.
God damn, I wish.
All right, let me talk about everything I got.
All right.
I got season 4 of Tekken 7 DLC. It's on sale right now. Hell yeah.
Wow. Wow. Tekken 4 DLC. That's come back.
Season 4 of Tekken 7. My bad. Let's talk about that then.
Season Tekken. No, I think that's what you said, but
maybe it probably
I heard
Tekken.
I heard Tekken 4.
See digitally, no, nothing on there. All right, making sure.
I did get a KOTOR. It just came out on Switch, so I bought that.
You got Vanguard.
Yeah.
I also did the buy 2 get 1, but I did the one at Target where you just cancel 2 of the other games.
Yeah.
So, I've been telling everyone to do that.
That's racist.
Hey, you know you could do that, right? I feel like of all people would take advantage of that.
No one told me, so how would I know?
Target. It's always been that way with Target. If Target ever does a buy 2 get 1, you can always cancel both the other games and get the cheaper price on that last one anyway.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah, so Vanguard came out to like $55.
Well, Amazon, like I said, I had a $50.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gift card,
I saw you do the video and you were talking about Amazon buy 2 get 1. I was like,
I thought you were saying you could just cancel the 2 that you bought. And
get the free one. No. I'd be like, yeah, no, I would tell
you
that.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Target and Amazon don't do it like that.
No, I would have told you that immediately. You would have had so many games.
Because they reduced the price of all the games. They don't really give you a game for free.
So this came out for like $55. Not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see. I wasn't gonna do this first. This was and this is part of the two that I originally did it, and I just been kind of. I was like, I should just fucking do it, and then I've been thinking about it all day, and then like, you know what, I'll do that. So I ordered another buy two get one and canceled the other ones, and I ended up getting Tales of Arise. Wasn't getting on PS5. I heard the Xbox One ran better though, so.
I was gonna get that, but I got a GameFly rental. I was like, I'll just keep it for now and wait until see if it's like. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like $30 during Black Friday or something.
That's
Like,
what, I'm like, yeah.
I'm at a Major. Is that what it's called?
Meyer.
There's a store, Meyer. There you go. Whatever. Fuck. Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna be $30, so I'm assuming it's gonna.
Yeah, I'm like pretty confident it's gonna be 30, but it's like 35 otherwise. I'm like, whatever. I'll save myself the time. And then yeah, dude, GameFly is the worst deal for me. I've wasted so much money on that service, having the two, and I've just not touched either of the games because I just had no time.
Right.
I'm the one they're making money off of right now. I still have Deathloop. I just not had time for. I have Tormented Souls. I was gonna play, just have not had time for. I was like, can I rent Guardians of Time? Fuck it, I'll just buy it during Black Friday. So, we'll see. Does GameFly do Black Friday stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably just buy it.
They have a sale right now, actually. So
I'll probably just buy it. I know Deathloop's like $40. I might just grab it and just cut my losses, like whatever.
I think there was something else that's like, if you're a member, is like super cheap. I want to say it was like the Death Stranding one that came out was like $30 right now, the PS5 version. What else? There was something that was like, whoa, that's really cheap. Let me see. Hold on. Deathloop is 36 if you're a member.
36. No, at your level though, because I know you have to be
Well, no, if you're a member, you get the same.
I don't think so anymore.
I don't know. I've been a member too long for it.
Yeah, because I looked at that. I thought they gave me like a $5 coupon every time.
Oh yeah, Mario Golf is $30. Zelda's 30.
I might just buy Deathloop. I don't see it going lower than at that point.
Yeah,
cut my losses
on GameFly.
Yeah.
If you're a member, it's cheaper.
See, I am a member. It's still $40. So what it says is like if you remember after like a year, it gives you a 10% discount permanently on the store.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been a member for way more than 1 year.
Yeah, if I had time, I would love this more, but I just don't have time, and it sucks. So I'll probably just buy the games and just cut my losses. Anyway, got a couple more games. We talked about this last week. I found a cheap eBay on that, so I got the Neo collection.
Yep.
That. Talked about this last week. I want to did it. Got the BioShock collection on the better platform. Shout out to Switch.
Yeah, better
platform. I got this. I forgot I even fucking ordered this, but hell yeah. I got the Cuphead fast rolling dice game.
Yeah.
I heard all right things about it, but I always like collecting for Cuphead stuff. It's gotten to a point though. Cuphead has so much merch that I had to stop buying just literally everything. So actually, they have some really cool figures.
I'm waiting for that show. Where the fuck that is?
I'm waiting for that DLC. Where the fuck that is too.
Well, I mean, Cuphead took fucking 30 years for it to come out, so I wouldn't be surprised if that shit becomes Cuphead too at this point.
Yeah, no, I totally be down with that too. I think that'd be awesome.
Hey, maybe at the Game Awards.
Yeah. The Gamer Awards.
The Gamer Awards.
I didn't mention this at the top of the show. We mentioned it on the episode that's coming up, so my bad, y'all. We'll say it again right now, just for anyone who's watching that has not seen the last episode. Extra Life will be happening in December for us. We'll be doing 2 weeks.
What day exactly?
2 weekends. Let's figure that out. Let's see.
I'm assuming I'm going to guess the 9th? No. Is it going to be the first Saturday?
I would say the first two, because there's
I want to say that's the first.
No, it's 4th.
Yeah, it'd be the 4th, the weekend right after Thanksgiving.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're doing a 24-hour one, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't matter for you. You pick everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the 4th and the 11th because there's a possibility I am out of town the weekend of the 18th because that'll be my birthday. So I might leave for a little bit. But
yeah, and the 25th is Christmas.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go see Big Dave. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
The 25th is Christmas?
Well, meaning the 25th
Saturday,
is Saturday, which is...
Oh, let's do a Christmas Extra Life. Give us all the money.
Yeah. Cocksuckers. Yeah, I'm sure they'll show up for Christmas. They got nothing else to do.
All right. So we'll put that on the date there. So December 4th, December 11th. Shout outs to y'all. We're doing some Extra Life stuff. 12 hours, me and Gord. Big Dave over there's going to do December 11th, 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Trivia time. This is by far the fastest I think we've ever done.
Good. All right, let's go.
Okay. First question. Let's see. Come on. There we go. In Grim Fandango, for which organization does Manny Calavera work for as a travel agency?
I don't remember the name of it.
Deep cut into games gone by.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Remember what it's called either.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right.
Shit, I don't remember either.
The answer was the Department of Death.
Oh, all right, sure. Should have figured it was something simple.
I got a double games gone by thing on here. This one's easier.
Oh,
though.
cool.
In The Last of Us, to which organization is Joel attempting to smuggle Ellie? In The Last of Us, to which organization is Joel attempting to smuggle Ellie?
Not really an official.
Yeah, it's probably a group.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Really?
No.
Oh, Gore's gonna steal this
It's
away.
it's like one of the first fucking things they say in the game too.
I don't fucking remember.
All right.
In the low credits.
Gore, the
All right.
movie god. The Fireflies is indeed correct.
Yeah. Initially, in my brain, I was thinking of the CDC, so clearly not.
Yeah, the CDC. Yep. Yeah, really big. They take her to the CDC.
All right, we're gonna save those. I'm gonna speed run this episode.
Oh, all right, well that's it.
We're gonna speed run this episode.
Put your fucking board. Yeah, I don't think you wrote a single thing on that board. There's no point. You haven't. I still don't know why you had a fucking big ass board, but it's been like 4 or 5 months now, so I'm not even gonna.
Because I already had it. I'm not gonna spend money on a small
I never
one.
told you to spend money on it. I said I'll fucking buy you a goddamn $5 board.
Yeah, but that's dumb when I already have one.
Yeah, might as well make use of it. I don't know why he has it to begin with.
Because of D&D.
D&D.
Isn't that who made
fuck do you write?
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Dick off and fucking.
Yeah, D&D
Benny
Martin.
Yeah, D&D
Yeah,
Martin.
yeah, D&D Martin. All right, there you go.
All right. The creator of Elden Ring.
News. Actually, no,
News.
David.
Hell yeah.
Ad read.
Ad read. All right. Thank you for that wonderful segue.
Yeah, perfect. He's
Right.
taking a sip of drink.
Speaking of wonderful segues, don't you wish there was a pulp culture review site that appealed to your cinephiles, both professional and casual? Well, look no further than crprights.com. New content such as movie and TV reviews, film essays, and more released every week by writers who crave for movies like every moviegoer craves for popcorn. Much like Gore the Movie God, he craves for movies and popcorn. CRP Rights is dedicated to making sure no one is wasting time or money where they shouldn't be. Like me, don't waste money like I do. After all, you have to be able to buy your popcorn and eat it too. CRPRights.com, casual reviews with purpose since 2018. Much like Adrian, very casual. On with the show.
On with the show.
He's a casual.
All right, hardware delays. Let's talk about
Great
these.
ad read.
Great ad read. Shout out
You both need a
crprights.com.
better way of- You both need a better way to segue to something.
All right, you do it then.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Speaking of segues, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, great film. Speaking of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, that's a movie. CRPRights.com. They review movies. Sometimes they get it wrong. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna say which one they got wrong with, but let's just say most of them. So go check it out. Link in the description. Go find true love. Fuck yourself. There you go. That's better. See, I do a better ad read. And make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe notification bar.
Be sure to hit that
be
copyright
sure
strike.
Go tell your mother how you really feel about her new boyfriend, and who is me, by the way. So
what's that meme that Gore always laughs at? I saw it a couple of his reactions. It was get you a cock that can get you a cock that can get you a cook that can cock.
Cock. Get you a guy that can cook cock. Fuck. That's a good one.
No, you know what the
Just
one
thinking about cock all the time.
You know what the one I rewound at every time because I think it was the funniest fucking one I think I've seen out of all of them was
Put the money in my ass.
no, that was fucking. That was like top
that one
five.
reminds me of
That was
one.
top five. It was the one where it's the guy's. He's singing about shitting in his pants as the grandpa's doing the waddle, but I can't sing the whole song.
Yeah.
You can tell by the way I walk, I shit my pants. Dude,
My pants are muddy.
he just there. The grandpa looks back like last second.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's talk about hardware delays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shit got delayed. Oops. Anyway,
Whoops. That's who would have thought that?
would have
Yeah,
thought right before Christmas they'd have a hard time shipping things out.
Yeah, plus we're still having a lot of part shortages. A lot of companies trying to find different ways to use more readily available components. And in the case of Playdate, especially, I find it's really cool because the main reason for their delays is they got an initial run in, and as they were testing all the batteries, they realized some of the batteries were just dead on arrival, like they wouldn't even charge at all and turn on. So they did the right thing. They sent them back and they worked out a whole new deal with an entirely different battery manufacturer and paid for all of that out of pocket. Like that's a company genuinely trying to do good by the customers, and I'm always down for that. Valve, I don't know. They're just part shortage. They don't do right by the customers, except for saying fuck you to NFTs and blockchain. Shout out to Valve for doing good there at least. But yeah, so unfortunately, Steam Deck and Playdate will be early 2022 before we see those bad boys. But I'm still excited for both.
Yep.
Yeah, so everything got pushed back, and yeah, especially the Steam Deck I feel all right about. I got pushed back more. That's a big old purchase. I'm okay with holding off on that a little bit. Playdate, that sucks, but I mean, I didn't really expect it was gonna hit this year. The way they have not really. I was hoping, but I didn't see a chance it would have shipped. Same thing with Steam Deck. I thought that did though, because they always show hands on more and more people are getting hands on with it. But it sucks. What can you do about it?
It'll be curious to see what happens. The one thing I'm still kind of confused on how the longevity of the system is going to be, because they haven't really revealed like the size of the games necessarily. And I can't imagine that they're that large of games, but the system only has 4 gigs of internal storage space, and I don't think there's any expansion room for it. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen when, after a few seasons hit, how much storage you're actually going to have for games, what that's going to look like from a preservation standpoint.
I mean, from what I've seen, I don't think you need to worry. I think you won't even fill half that shit up with all the seasons. Those games look simple.
Yeah, they look pretty small.
Yeah, they look like some shit you play on Mr. Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, that's what's called Mr. Game & Watch. That's his name.
I forgot that I had a thing pre-ordered. I thought I
canceled it. How come they didn't have Mrs. Game & Watch?
Wow.
True.
Wow, fucking sexist. How come his name isn't Mr. Pac-Man?
Mr. Pac-Man.
What the fuck? Oh, Miss Pac-Man and just Pac-Man. Like he's the original. I guess he is, but still.
I was gonna say he is.
How about Mr. Donkey Kong and Miss Donkey Kong?
Well, it's because Mr. Donkey Kong.
How about Mr. Mario?
Miss Peach?
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Peach.
Yeah, Mr. Peach.
Yeah. The
All right.
fuck?
Next story.
Mr. Master Chief. Mr. Chief.
David.
Mr. Anderson.
I hear you hacked the PS5. How do you feel about that?
I feel wonderful. So yes, 2 different
organized PS5 and didn't have to pay for it until 2 months later after getting it.
Hell yeah. No. So 2 different groups independently have successfully hacked the PlayStation 5, getting root key access, basically paving the way for a proof of concept that we could have custom firmware in the near future for PlayStation 5. One of the groups, Fail Overflow, did a lot of the hacks for the PlayStation 3 back in the day, and one of the other individuals is responsible for the Henkaku hack for the PlayStation Vita. So 2 very seasoned individuals and groups, and it's interesting to see. Neither one of them have announced how they did it, but they've both shown various screenshots and some documentation on just kind of different things they found from doing it. Based on what we're seeing, it could be possible. Sony could fix these exploits via firmware patches down the road, but it's too early to tell, especially where they haven't given huge amounts of details on it. But it's interesting that's happened this quickly. We genuinely could start seeing PlayStation 5 custom firmware and homebrew potentially within a year or so. So I'm curious to see what people do with that, because there's a lot of power under the hood, and we've seen a little bit of that on the Xbox side. Granted, we haven't had to have custom firmware or anything, because once you have developer mode, you can just open it up to basically putting homebrew on right from the get-go. And that scene's been growing, especially with the emulations that have been coming out. But yeah, it'll be curious to see what comes of this. I'm excited for it. Anytime you can crack open a console is a good time.
So is there any need for them to crack the Xbox?
In the short term, no. There's no need for them to do it. Long term, there will be, because Xbox consoles are still dead on arrival long term if any patching servers go down, or if there's anything inaccessible to Microsoft servers. So long term, people are going to eventually want to crack it and get like a permanent fix out for that down the road, kind of like what we saw with battery backup issues on the PS4, PS5. But it's going to be something that it hasn't been needed as much, because once you pay for developer mode, you can pretty much just go ahead and do whatever you want on the console. The only trade-off is that you don't get access to playing commercial games on your Xbox after that.
Okay. Fair.
There you go.
Yeah, is that it with that? All right, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is he done? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about a couple
All right, so
updates
watch
now.
out. Your PS5 can get hacked, and they'll put.
And then it's gonna be
weird
gone.
shit
It's gonna be down for a month again.
Yeah, they'll hack it away, so it just disappears. Go
Uh,
see the movie Hackers if you want an accurate portrayal of hacking lifestyle. Also,
yeah.
Angelina Jolie's in it. Just watch that. I just watch it because of that.
so last thing
Don't
we
watch
got.
Eternals because Angelina Jolie's in it. Watch Hackers.
That's true.
And Gone in
Or
60
Gone in
Seconds.
60 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I already said that. She's.
I already said that. You beat him by like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I already said that.
I said it in 60 nanoseconds.
Oh.
Paul Blart too.
Check it out.
He rides a Segway. That was the reason why I said, speaking of Segways.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
eats a Segway.
Yeah, no, that's a Subway. Come on.
He eats a Subway?
Yeah. The
one whole
sandwich,
Subway.
idiot.
Whoa.
The fucking sandwich. God
He
damn.
fucks a sandwich.
He fucks the sandwich. The mayo makes his pee-pee feel good. And the meat makes it feel like,
Meat.
yeah,
Meat makes it feel like meat.
I don't want to talk dirty. It feels like something, though. Like the insides. Anyway, what's the
Of
next
a
story?
hot crust bun.
All right. Next up on there, we're talking about a couple updates that happened with
great.
Among Us.
Among Us, just one update.
Well, I guess the other
It
update.
has a few things in it, but it's just one update.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the updates again on there?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, good talk. Next news story.
I'm not the host, so I don't know why.
It had some roles in it. Let me pull it up here.
I know the roles, yeah. I don't know all of them, but I know.
We talked about the roles
some.
already kind of earlier in the podcast, but they're doing that. They have a new map in it, don't they?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. They didn't say anything about a new map. They have an item shop now. So to support Among Us more, because nobody's playing it anymore. They have
Cubes.
They have Cosmo Cubes, which is just a store. They have a store where you can buy cosmetics and little guys that follow you around and shit like that. You use real money or you use money you get from playing the game. I'm assuming you get more money if you succeed and stuff like that. I don't know. You do more mini games. I think it actually says in the trailer, which the trailer was actually fun. I really liked the trailer. But the whole goal obviously is to fund Among Us. It even says at the end, yes, you're paying with real money so we can make more and more updates. I mean, I get it, the game's only $5, but I mean, a lot of people bought that game, I assume, and I don't know if the studio is that huge at this point. Like, I'm a little.
It's still a pretty small studio.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure they made a lot of money at this point, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
sure.
know why are they spending it all on something? Are they? It seems like a thing like, oh, we need more money so we can make more updates. But I'm like,
Their
don't you have-
condo.
I mean, maybe
dues are
servers.
due.
I guess. I'm sure servers. Yeah, the bills are due. Yeah, the condo bills coming. So yeah. I wonder if they're playing GTA now in desperate need for money.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, everybody liked my GTA playthrough before. People watching give me money. Not knowing that people only like my GTA playthroughs because I sucked at the game so fucking hard that I rage and call Rockstar a bunch of cocksuckers. Sorry, well, I'm not talking about Among Us, guys. I'm talking about somebody else. So anyway,
Hell yeah.
someone that is sus.
David.
Pretty fucking sus.
Yeah, it's David. So it starts with
Then
D,
shoutouts
David.
to Forza Horizon 5. We mentioned that largest game studio with 4.5 million players. Forza Horizon 5. I mean, Forza Horizon series.
I wasn't done with Among Us.
Oh,
'cause there's
Among
more
Us.
to
Go ahead.
it. Yeah. All right. Well, I can't remember the roles exactly, but you had Guardian Angel. Yeah, they added new roles in it.
Did we
That
talk about
makes
it
it
already?
more like a. Huh?
We talked about it in Genosha.
Yeah. But that wasn't the news section.
Oh, that's fair.
That's why you should have shut the fuck up when you brought up all these news stories, because then we have to talk about them again.
I think you brought up that it had roles.
I have roles.
No, you brought up something though.
I brought up Forza,
No.
but you
Yeah,
brought
that's
you
right,
brought up Genosha, like kind of like how.
All right. Well, then we're tied.
Yeah, David wins.
And to be fair, I brought it up only because of Genosha. Fuck David. He doesn't win shit. Really trivia. He didn't even know the Fireflies. What the fuck is this? Yeah, the only way he'll get a point. The only fucking way he'll get a point is if I was like, oh, name a thing about a fucking mech warrior game or fucking, I don't know, like Earth Defense. What's the 98th level of the Earth Defense Force game? So I don't know. We shoot the fucking bug. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah. Shoot the fucking bug number 98.
Anyway, yeah. So if you want to talk about the rules again, go for it.
No, I don't care. Forza.
I'm hearing. Well, I mean, I always hear things, but with Forza Horizon, how it's always good. But I'm glad another one's get out there.
Who would have thought another Forza game would do well?
Forza Horizon just killing it, man.
What a surprise!
What a surprise!
What a surprise! Forza did well. Wow. Whoopie doo! It's almost like there's 4 million of these games because they do well or something. Jesus, why don't you just fucking chill out, Microsoft? Okay. Oh, we did well. No shit. You do well once and you fucking brag about it. Sony does well all the time and they don't brag about it ever. Never.
Never. And no one backs it up either. Like no one's like
no. And you know what? There's not enough fans of Sony too. I don't see anybody like going to Xbox videos and say these guys suck. Sony's the best. I never see that ever. You know, all you fuckers.
terrible
no wonder
fans.
they hack your system. Your system's you don't have any fans, but they're probably hacking fans inside your system. That's why you got hackers. Sony.
They should. Yeah, you know what? The PS4 was so loud because it didn't have a fan.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Got his
Now
ass.
that's not a segue, but that's like the same idea you would have for a segue.
It's like a unicycle.
You connect two and two together, so he's learning.
Yeah, David.
I mean, to be fair though, they had a fan. It was just really shitty.
More like in a wheel axle.
Like real, that's what the noise was. Is the shitty, terrible fucking fan. The horrible fan base. I mean, the fan.
The fan base.
Excuse me. No, I wasn't gonna say that. The shitty, annoying, fucking childish, sad fucking fan in the system. Sad fuck fans.
The sad fuck face.
I mean, fan. Excuse me. I'm not trying to say so. I'm just talking about the fan. Anyway, Forza Horizon 3 had a 91. Forza Motorsport 7, that was years ago, and that doesn't count. Forza Horizon 4 had a 92 also. Forza Motorsport 5 only had a 79. Embarrassing.
Unfortunate.
Forza Horizon 1 had an 85. Here we go. Forza Motorsport 3 and 4 had 92 and 91. So there you go. Okay.
Is it? Yeah, it's Playground Green is still the highest
Forza
rated
1
studio.
had 92. Forza 1 had 92. Forza 2 had a 90. Forza Horizon 2 presents Fast and Furious only a 61. Sad day.
Vin Diesel, man.
Yeah, it's because they put Fast and Furious in. That's why. What else? Hot Wheels 1 doesn't have any reviews. And that's it, I guess. I guess we went through all Forza games. We're 6. Did I skip 6? I think I skipped 6. I didn't see it. Wait, what does 6 have? Forza Motorsport 6. What the fuck? Where is it? 7 has 86, but what does 6 have? Is 6 not here? Hold on.
Core review it quick.
Oh,
It'll be the first
87.
one.
87. Okay, I'll be the first review. I don't know. You drive. Vroom, vroom. I don't fucking know.
You bring down that entire studio. Oh, no longer the highest rate. Or give him
Oh,
the 2.
Playground sucks. Even though it's not Playground, it's Turn 10 that makes those ones. These games suck. Gran Turismo better. Written by Sony Fanboy 64. Whatever. I could have said 69, but I went to Nintendo.
But
right?
he's mature.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck Forza.
True.
I mean, I love Forza. It's actually fun from what I played, and I didn't really even mention that. I kind of went, eh. But I don't really like the Forza games. Not because they're bad or anything. It's just I don't like those style of games. And even Forza Horizon, while definitely more arcadey, I guess,
I
compared
mean, it
to
is
Forza.
arcadey. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It still has realistic car physics. I wouldn't say that because like Burnout is arcadey. Like,
Sure, but I mean, they did. Like,
yeah, no, that's arcadey, dude.
Motorsport
Arcadey is like outrun
Sure,
and,
sure, sure,
and,
but
and cruising and shit like that.
almost like a new age arcade though, because they're Motorsport and Horizon are like not.
It's
don't
definitely
share.
more arcadey,
Sure.
but that's only because Forza is literally 0% arcadey. So
Unless you play at
I mean,
bumper cars.
that's Gran Turismo except fun. I never thought Gran Turismo was fun. Personally, like 3 A spec was all right. 3 A spec was all right for the time because I just wanted something to play, and there was not much at the time, so I rented it. It was all right, but that was about it when it comes to. I don't even think I played Gran Turismo 4. I definitely didn't play any of the other ones. So, and there's a new one coming out. I'm sure that's gonna be great.
Maybe.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, no, I'm happy for Xbox Game Studios. They finally have a success. Who would have thought it would have been Forza? The only
Well, I mean, no, they
but,
Forza and they dude cars and planes. Microsoft just has that shit down.
And also, that's true. So hey, you want to get a system that has the vehicles, whether it be in the sky or on the ground.
Don't get PlayStation. Hey, PS5,
I'm still waiting for that
Destruction All Stars.
Game,
Who cares about Destruction All Stars?
I'm waiting for that boat game from them. So,
because PlayStation comes out with Destruction All Stars. Who cares?
Xbox Battleship game. Do it. There you go. Solved it.
The old man. They're gonna have the old man cameo in there.
You're not sinking this battleship. I'm old. You know what? I just thought about it. That movie came out almost 10 years ago. That guy's probably dead.
Christ. Yeah, he
came out 2012.
You think
so that guy's probably dead. Rest in peace, old guy. I think those were actually the old guys in that were actual World War II veterans. I almost want to say that's the case.
Good for them.
Well, I don't know about that. They're probably dead at this point. Also, they must have been really old in that movie.
Dudes,
that was in 90.
Shoutouts to that old dude in that IHOP commercial or that we used in that one Games Gone By segment.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh yeah, it was in front of the Doki Doki one. Where I remember it was it tastes like America.
Tastes like freedom.
Oh yeah,
like
America.
freedom.
That's Denny's. Yeah. Did you say
Denny's? Same thing.
Yeah.
I said IHOP.
Is there a reason why you're shouting
it might have
him
been
out?
IHOP. I don't fucking know. I think it was Denny's.
Because we're talking about old people that are probably dead.
Yeah, well, he's probably not that. He didn't look like he was that old. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Anyway, that's the podcast.
Maybe they weren't World War II veterans. Thinking about it, I don't think that makes sense because they would have been like 90. I don't think they were 90 in that movie. To be fair, though, I don't remember much about Battleship, the movie from 10 years ago. So
that's like probably the only thing I remember from it.
That movie sucked. The aliens, I remember, they look like hedgehog things. It was more accurate than of a hedgehog than the Sonic Hedgehog before they redesigned them.
When are we finally getting the Monopoly movie?
Shut the fuck up. I don't know. Ridley
Shut the
Scott
fuck
was
up.
gonna direct it. Ridley Scott was gonna do it. I don't know what happened. Now he's making some Gucci shit with fucking Lady Gugu or so.
Sad day.
You know that movie looks good, House of Gucci, but I don't fucking give a shit. I don't want to watch it because it's just filled with people I hate. Not the actors, the fucking Gucci. I hate. First of all, Gucci sounds stupid. And second of all, it's fashion, so it could go fuck itself. And third of all, they're all horrible people. So why would I want to watch it? Like, oh, let's do this true story about a bunch of pieces of shit. Oh, cool. It's like Uncut Gems if Adam Sandler wasn't so likable. That's it. All these horrible people.
You like horrible people, though.
No,
You
I don't like horrible people that are like charming. I can tell you the people at Gucci aren't charming. They're very fucking. I tell you right now, they called their company Gucci. There's a rapper named Gucci. What the fuck? Gucci sounds like a. It sounds like a shitty Pokemon.
Because Coochie was already taken.
Gooch. That's what he'll say as a short version of his name. You know, like some Pokemon just say part of their name.
Pika.
Yeah, Pika. There you go. See, he says Gooch.
That's definitely a Pokemon Gore created at that point.
Gooch. Gucci. He looks like a fucking table. I don't know. We're running out of ideas here.
Yeah, I know. What? All right.
He's a table and he's got like fucking legs, but the legs are tables. I don't know. Gucci. Fucking. I don't know.
All right. That's
his
the
name will be
podcast.
like Table Ronnie or something.
Table Ronnie.
Table Ronnie.
Go Table Ronnie.
It's not the podcast really, because the podcast is going to continue in a minute.
This part, if you guys don't give a fuck about anything else we talk about.
14 hours. How long have we been recording? Only an hour?
No, just under an hour.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's the shortest Blue Rupees we have ever had.
No, because we have about 3 hours of fucking retrospective.
Yeah,
stuff.
but like Blue Rupees proper. That
If
is the
somebody
shortest
doesn't give a
Blue
fuck,
Rupees.
they're out.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you don't give a fuck, I don't know why you're here to begin with.
They don't give a fuck about us talking about like some old games.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which, everyone in the chat, feel free to join in. But as a reminder, you can hit us up at brp@bluerupees.com to talk about any games we talk about on Games Gone By, past, present, future. Hit us up. Let us know. We'll always read your emails on air when we have them.
Unless they say like condemning shit to David, so
Yeah.
can't do that.
Big dicks.
Also, to our fans in India, let us know how the price of the rupee is doing. How's it going for you guys? Why are you still here?
How happy are you with the new Bollywood movie? Whatever it is, I'm sure it's gonna be huge. Jai-ho.
Hell yeah.
That's the only Bollywood song I know. And it's not even really Bollywood.
We're gonna do this now. So thanks for listening to this. Stay tuned for a really long season 2 retrospective. But before we go on that, I didn't mention at the top of the show because it's gonna take forever. So I'll say at the very end because it's gonna take another hour. Let's go through all the announced games for season 3 of Games Gone By because we announced almost all of them.
Hell yeah.
This upcoming at the end of the month is gonna be Kentucky Route Zero.
Yep.
December's pick is gonna be Portal 1 and Portal 2.
Yeah, Portal 1 will be halfway through the month, I assume. And then Portal 2 will be at the end.
Okay.
Or we could just do them both at the same time if you want.
Sure, when you want. I don't mind.
I don't fucking care.
They're both like 2 hours, so they don't really matter.
No.
The first one's super
You're
short. The last one's like a full-length game.
The second game is like 10 hours long.
Yeah.
I don't know what you expecting, boy.
I mean, it's been like 8 years since I fucking played through either game, so.
Well, me too, but I still know it ain't fucking 2 hours long.
Fine.
She just gives up.
January is Yume Nikki.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I have heard of that game. I've been hearing
about
all
the games you two fucking said last week because they were all fucking games that don't exist. They're not real games.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I brought in games that people have heard of at least. You brought in Yumaniki, you brought in Sucka Dicky or something.
Yeah, so January, February is just a bunch of games that Gores doesn't even believe are real words.
They're not real.
No,
like,
okay. So you got Yume Nikki.
They're like the games you find on like one of those like Game Jam websites.
So I did hear about that game before, so I know that the game's relatively prominent. So I have heard about
Yume Nikki. Sounds like a shitty like weird shoot 'em up game or something.
We also got at the end of the month Kindergarten.
Oh, great! Going back.
Chris, you should do that as a Let's Play for your channel. At least for initial impressions, you should record that and do a reaction.
All right, maybe.
In February, you have Gore's Game of the Years, Hylix 1 and Hylix 2.
What month is this?
February.
Okay.
March, you have this weird game called Beyond Good and Evil. Don't believe it's a real game.
Yeah. HD.
April, Hotline Miami.
Okay.
May, you got The Beginner's Guide and Hyper Light Drifter. June is Earthbound. July is Reciteer and Item Shop's Tale. August is A Dusk. September is still an unknown pick for Gore. It's the only one that we don't have.
Well, We'll see.
October is Dread Out, and then November will
yeah.
be our final game, which will be a fan voted game. So y'all get to pick our Thanksgiving game next year.
Yeah.
Of course, there'll also be other games in here that will spread out with fan votes. So don't feel like that's the only one. So there's more in there, but that's our schedule. Potentially some might change. Who knows? You never know. But that, for the most part, is set.
There you go. So it was under an hour, but I'm glad we went through that again.
Hell yeah.
So we can make it as long as possible.
Hell yeah.
Anybody want to talk about their lives so we can get to 2 hours?
Yeah. The only thing weird about AEW is, I mean, I get it. He's kind of owns it, but I feel like Chris Jericho's kind of gotten past his prime for a lot of this, and it's
Sure.
weird seeing him go over on a lot of things. Same thing with Sting. They brought back Sting, and I'm like, I don't. Oh
6
man,
months.
you should be done now, buddy. Just stop.
Get the singer instead.
It's true.
Yeah.
Bring the Undertaker out of retirement and bring him into AEW. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Get Ric
You'll be
Flair.
Yeah, bring back Ric
Yeah,
Flair.
fuck
Dude's like fucking 90 at this point. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
get
He's
his
playing
ass
the game.
canceled day one.
Speaking of canceled, we're gonna cancel Games Gone By soon. That'd be
Oh,
nice.
good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds great to me.
That's nice. Season the opposite of cancel. We're going forward. Welcome to Games Gone By. It's our
Okay.
season 2 retrospective. We did it. Another
We
season
got
down
picked
the
up by
books.
Netflix. We got canceled by I don't know, Fox, and now we got picked up on Netflix.
Hell yeah.
We trended at number 8 for the first day, and then Squid Game knocked us out.
Yeah.
Even though it was number 1. So I don't even know how that works.
Even though it came out a while back.
Yeah. Squid Game 2 came out.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
This is our episode that we go back and look at every single game we did in season 2.
All of them.
No, yeah, it's a long season.
No, we're gonna skip a couple actually.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna force it. We're
So
not talking about that.
I have here. We're going to go in and go through each of them. We're gonna have the boys rank them. We're gonna see who averaged out the best on those. We didn't do that ahead of time, but I'll just do the math while we're talking about some of these.
Hell yeah.
We'll and then we'll also go through the hours that everyone kind of averaged out on, and the Metacritic as well. So
Cool.
let's just go straight up at the top. I don't have dates on these episodes, unfortunately, but I have the months, which is fine. Yeah, we're not going to run dates. So October started off. I was right out the gate. I used my my short game in the middle of the month right away with PT. PT.
All right.
So if you guys can,
Paraterrestrial.
It's been a whole year and
Actually,
no
wait.
Silent Hill game.
You guys want to do the trivia first and see if you guys can remember every single game that we had?
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
I think I can do it.
Let's do that.
All right, PT.
Just message you.
Yeah,
yeah.
give you guys.
Right.
Yeah, give me I'll give you guys about a
in
solid.
the order. It has to be in the order that we did it.
Yeah, you want to do that? So in the order is an extra point. If it's extra point.
God.
So
Extra
1
point
point
for the order.
Yeah, extra point for the order.
All
So
right.
while we do that, I'll give these boys about 2 minutes. I'll talk about this a little bit more. While I do that, let me talk about the schedule for season 3 while they're talking. We had talked about on the BioShock episode, we had our entire season 3 mapped out for the most part. We're missing just one of Gore's final games and the fan vote at the end, obviously. So this is going to be listed as follows. The first game of season 3 is going to be Kentucky Route Zero. That's at the end of November. December's pick is Gore's with Portal 1 and Portal 2. David hit us up with Yumi Nikki and Kindergarten in January. February, I picked Hylix 1 and Hylix 2. March is Beyond Good and Evil. That's Gore's. April is David's Hotline Miami. May, I'm coming back again with Beginner's Guide and Hyperlight Drifter. David picked June, or has June's pick, and that's Earthbound. No. Was that right?
Mine's Earthbound.
Yeah, Gore's Earthbound.
This
Sorry.
is Earthbound.
Yeah. David's pick, sorry, I mixed that up right there, was Reciteer and Item Shop Tale.
For me, yeah.
August is Dusk. That was my last pick, and then Gore has the final pick, has the final unknown pick. David has October's pick with Dread Out, and then y'all pick November 24th for our final fan vote of season 3. The only new thing we have coming up with this new season is that we catered at least one of our months towards someone else saying that we hope they like this game. Like we'll give them kind of just like, hey, I think you'll like this game. It's kind of what one of the catered rules we have just to spice it up this year. So David spent his January for me. He's trying to say I would enjoy Yume Nikki and Kindergarten. He also picked Reciteer for Gore. My pick for David was Hylix 1 and Hylix 2, a very surreal looking RPG. And then also I picked Dusk for Gore because that's just old school fun there. And then Gore's pick was Earthbound for David, I believe. That was it. Earthbound was for David.
They played it. I mean, I don't understand.
It's like a suggestion.
It's like how am I gonna know?
Yeah, that's fair.
If they played it or not?
Sure, that was kind of my thing.
Unless you pick
so much as just I think you'll enjoy this.
Yeah, that was kind of why I picked something up more on the obscure end, just assuming you wouldn't have played
I never finished Earthbound, so I want to.
Sure.
That's really for me. Honestly.
That's why I picked up Hylix. I was like, I don't know anything about this, but it looks obscure, and I'm assuming David didn't pick it.
I cannot remember what we did in fucking September.
All right, time's up.
All right.
Well, that's everything I could think of. Nowhere near all the games we played.
Send them over to me, boys.
I think I got most of them. I cannot remember September. It just fucking happened too, obviously.
Send it to me. Let me see what we got.
What the fuck did we talk about in September?
I'll tell you in a second.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna think about it for another minute.
Is it the only one you don't have?
That's the only one I don't have. Unless there might be like a mid game, like mid-month game we did. I forgot about or something. But September was something.
I should have just wrote down all the ones I remembered from the more recent months. Spent too much time trying to remember.
David didn't get September's. If that makes you feel better.
Okay.
I mean, I technically didn't put a lot of them in there.
Yeah, I know. David Gore's definitely won this round.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I think I got it in order too.
We just talked about these, but
I mean, we don't need a. This isn't going to be for a point, so.
This is for funsies.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, September. I just put September ? And then everything else is in order from the month. But I might have forgot.
I'll read these out.
What the fuck was in September?
David
I do not remember.
PT, Grim Fandango, Metal Gear Revengeance, Little Nightmares, Parasite Eve.
I forgot. I forgot that game.
Parasite Eve, Middle of Chaos XD, and Bloodstain, and he added Bioshock and Night Trap afterwards.
I put Metal Wolf Chaos. I know I put a game. Yeah, I did. I just didn't put XD.
Gore put PT, Silent Hill 2, Enslaved, Grim Fandango, No Man's Sky, Little Nightmares, Earth Defense Force 5, Hellblade, 999, Parasite Eve, Metal Wolf Chaos, Stardew Valley, September ? And Bioshock.
Yeah.
Let me list off all the games that we have played in season 2. That'd probably be a good start for us.
Fuck! I missed. I know I missed one game. Not for September. I remember one game. Here, I'm gonna write it down so you know. Here you go. That's thrown in there. You don't even count that. Though.
Gore, you already had September because September was a game you already listed on there. So PT, Silent Hill 2, October. November was Enslaved.
Oh, was that okay? So August.
December was Grim Fandango. January this one's a weird one because January we had to flip with Metal Gear Revengeance and No Man's Sky. Originally No Man's Sky was January. We flopped the weeks around there, so it was Metal Gear Revengeance and then No Man's Sky. Little Nightmares, Earth Defense Force 5, Hellblade, 999, Parasite Eve, Metal Wolf Chaos XD, To the Moon, Stardew Valley, Night Trap, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and Bioshock.
Yeah. I forgot about Night Trap. Night Trap was a mid game, yeah.
It was.
So what was the September? What was that Stardew?
Stardew was September.
Okay. All right. And then August was what?
Was that August I missed?
Yeah, I thought that was August.
Let me double check again.
I could have sworn that was August.
I might have had a.
Then is there some in September we forgot about?
Mandela Effect?
I was about to say, because mine was in August, and that's what I picked. Because mine was May, was 999, so I had to have been 3 months later, which would have been August. Unless, did we delay it?
We might have delayed a game, I imagine. That might have...
We delayed a few games along the way.
Yeah, so I imagine that could have been one of the things that's...
Let me look at the September podcast we did.
Yeah, I'm going back to it right now.
All right.
This is the reason why we do retrospective, too, because sometimes we forget some stuff.
Yeah, because that'll really bode well. I'm assuming it's gonna be like the first week. No, never mind. Oh, Bloodstained. The fuck? God damn it. That was Bloodstained.
Oh, sorry.
It was Bloodstained.
Yeah, okay, sorry, I mixed that up. So I thought I put Bloodstained at the very end.
So this motherfucker's stupid as hell too. He got the list in front of him. Hey, did some shit. That was the September one. Was Bloodstained.
Yeah.
And that was David's game. He didn't even fucking say anything.
I did. I was on my list.
Did you write that? Did you write that down, Dave?
Yeah.
What's your name again? Adrian. Okay.
Let's see, David.
I forgot his name.
Put down. Yeah, David put down of his own games. He put Grim Fandango, Parasite Eve, and Bloodstained.
Okay. I'm glad he remembers his own games. I remember most of them. I just forgot about. Well, I guess I forgot Metal Gear Rising, but that was a mid game though. So I was thinking like the big ones. Yeah. Well, no, that was a great game. That was a mid of the month game.
Yeah, it was a mid game.
And when it was mine, so it was To the Moon, but that was also just a fan voted thing, so technically not mine. So
yeah, you rocked out the fan votes this season.
Yeah. I know. I got 3 of them.
So let's start with PT.
BioShock also. PST.
All right. And I'm gonna.
Speaking of Silent Hill, because we'll be talking about it in a second. Still no new Silent Hill game. I'm sure if you go back to that PT thing we did, I'm sure we would have brought up Silent Hill at one point during that, or the Silent Hill 2 one, and we talked about how we would probably get an announcement in the next year for a new Silent Hill. It didn't really work out, considering
we have pretty good luck on this podcast on like nailing some stuff that just needs to has not been announced for a while.
But, hey, we have a new Resident Evil movie coming out. That's close.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, that's horror, I guess.
PT obviously without a Metacritic score, so this is one of the weird outlier ones that kind of throws off the whole Metacritic average of stuff, but can't count it because it doesn't have that. Clocking it at about 1.5 hours. Obviously, can be faster, can be shorter. The weird thing, we talked about this on a couple episodes ago, is I made my students play this for Halloween, like a cool little Halloween horror game. There's still no solid idea of how the fuck to get the phone to ring. I looked up there's like 2 or 3 different ways, and they involve. Some people say like, oh, you got to get the microphone to work. I know. I think I've had that ending without the microphone. So
you have
it was
to say Jareth into the mic. Jareth.
Yeah, and then there's
that's what everybody thought in the first week of release. You have to say.
I love the guy that started that rumor. He's just like, some guy with the friend Jareth. Hey, you'll be funny. It's just fucking. This guy's name is dumb as hell.
You say because I watched one of my favorite playthroughs of it is Mega 64 did one, and which is a great one if you want to watch a really fun PT playthrough. But yeah, it's just like they're like half the time they're like Jareth, nothing's happening. It's like, and you have to hear the baby cry in the fucking phone.
Yeah, I saw one was
you have to hear the 3 baby cries or laughs.
Yeah, some of them were like take 12 steps when you hear the bell. I'm like, this does not sound right because I feel like I've gotten this. I'm like 99% sure I had the ending, but I didn't do any of that.
Right.
So I don't know.
I don't remember what I did. I remember playing it though, and I'm sure I told this story last year. Playing it, did a live stream. You can actually watch the live stream still because it cuts off halfway through. Not because I was shitting my pants. I was technically.
Even worse.
That's not why I put the fucking the electric went out, which was the first time in like months at that point that the electric went out. While I was playing PT, and it was fucking scary. So that was great. So, so yeah, go watch my PT playthrough. I think it's on my regular channel. It could be on a different one because I have another one.
Do you ever watch Nexpo?
No, I don't know what that is.
He does like kind of the deep dives, does weird things around the internet.
Sure.
He does this series called like Disturbing Things on the Internet Volumes, whatever. He has like 13 volumes, and there's about like they go about like 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
I feel like you'd probably enjoy this for reactions. Like some of them are genuinely really creepy. I mean, they're longer forms, so I don't know if that's something you'd enjoy, but I think you'd like watching them. They're very, a lot of them are pretty disturbing.
Sounds good to me. Nexpo,
yeah. I've been on a binge of watching all that stuff. David, Nexpo is literally everything we would have been if we had continued our entire thing.
Yeah,
unfortunate, really.
Nexpo's channel.
It's a really good channel. PT, super awesome. Still love it. I love watching people play through that game, and funny because I had some of my students go like, "How are you playing this game?" I'm like, "Yeah, but the fun part I think now is watching others play it." And as I mentioned on that episode, was a bunch of the boys, "Yeah, this is not scary. Oh, same hallway. Yeah, it's all right. Fucking boring." And then sure enough, I'm just looking. I'm like, "All right, you know what's gonna happen." I said, "Turn around," and then just you hear the screeching of like 3 or 4 18-year-old boys just scream. Got him.
Okay.
Lisa got him. I love seeing people break that game down too. At least I'm always following you and stuff like that. Super, super fun.
Yep. You have a limp because she's possessed you and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
So
it's weird.
Love
you
it.
got a limp because you got a third leg.
Hell
she made your dick bigger. It's like Viagra. That's what
think
PT is.
One of my favorite moments is literally just going around that corner. You see her just sitting in the hallway over there. And you're like,
yeah.
Well,
like, get the fuck out of my house.
Excuse me.
What the fuck? Someone needs to mod in a fucking machine gun in that game. Go end this quick. Fuck, hey, come on, Lisa or
David.
Jareth,
You were all right on this. You also played the
yeah. You
demo.
played a fucking Epic Game Store mod or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I played a version that was made in Unreal Engine.
You're all right.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you played Vestige.
Yeah,
pretty much what that is, right?
Yeah.
I played like an hour of Vestige. I'm not playing that ever. Fuck that game.
No, I thought it was all right. I watched some videos of people playing the regular version, and I mean, I'll dig the atmosphere. It's just there's not a whole lot to go on. It's just like, all right, let me just keep going through this weird, creepy loop over and over and over again until I can finally leave, I guess.
It's got a cool backstory when she's like really, really deep into it, but yeah. Oh, Gore, I this is totally off topic too, but I guess because we mentioned Resident Evil and scary stuff. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 VR.
You broke up what?
I've been playing Resident Evil 4 VR.
Oh yeah?
It's so badass, dude.
Is it good?
Talk about a game that's not really that scary anymore because you're just doing some fucking wicked shit.
I never thought it was scary, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I think the only scary parts are like literally those fucking things you find in the island where they have like those spikes.
The regenerators?
Like, yeah. I mean, like that's like as far as they go. They think it's scary mode.
Yeah, they're only scary because they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, but man,
the only times it's scary is it's not actually scary. It's just tense.
Dude, well, Chainsaw Guy. I'm like, oh fuck.
That's not scary, you know. Like Resident Evil, the original games were scary. Like,
sure.
Fucking, I don't know where a dog fucking jumps into a window. You're shitting your pants. I mean, stuff like that in Resident Evil. The reason why Resident Evil 4 just isn't scary as much as the first three, and even like Code Veronica and even Outbreak at the time, was just the amount of control he had is my problem with it. And now you have way more control, and it's just like,
dude,
oh,
it's
shit.
so fucking
it's like
badass.
If you swap Leon with John Wick.
And by the way, buy a Oculus at least 100. Well, they only come 128 gigs now, which is good because Medal of Honor got confirmed, and it's gonna be like 60 some gigs. I think 40 gigs.
I'm not hyped to play it anyway because I heard it's not very good.
Oh, okay, but dude,
yeah.
So fucking badass.
Like
second you're just like straight up just Second you're just like straight up just like you're just holding other ones. You're just grab that, slap them, put it back.
I just wish there was a mercenaries mode because I don't really want to play the whole game. I just want to play.
Everyone's going into the whole game right now and they're loving it though. Like it's a way that
I know. Resident Evil 4 is not my favorite Resident Evil. I think it goes on way too fucking long.
We're being at like 10 hours now.
And also like I just don't like the story. Like I really don't. It's so. I like it being goofy as shit. I just don't like.
It's overall not really an. It feels like it's just.
I also don't like the setting. Like when you get in the castle, I don't like the castle.
Okay, fair.
Drab as fuck, and I think it's kind of boring. I think the enemies are great during it though.
Yeah,
the
it's badass. So dude, you're gonna have so much fun when you play that game. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, that game is still great. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like nobody ever makes any negatives about that game, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll be the guy. I think the castle's boring. I think, well, first of all, the controls nowadays are not up to
now.
Snuff.
Now you're just
back then. I don't know. Resident Evil 4 is great on VR, I'm sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
But like playing it, like I played it when it came out on Xbox One. I'm just like, I don't know.
This is the opposite.
That was even before the remake came out. I'm like,
this is the opposite of segue because we got that, but there's like slight rumblings. They're not gonna happen. Slight rumblings of what they could probably do as the next game. And
what, Resident Evil?
Obviously besides San Andreas, but people are trying to wonder like, what's the next kind of big game?
Oh, you're talking about Oculus.
Yeah, what's the next kind of big game that
Halo
that could run on Oculus that people might do? And what's one that you think that's during this season of games gone by that'd be really well received?
Oh, this
Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
999.
People were rumbling about BioShock, and it was like slight rumblings. I'm like, that'd be kind of badass, actually.
Maybe it won't race your
slicers right there.
Anyway, PT is great. Go fucking shit your pants. If you
Yeah,
can.
go get it. By the way, go download it right now.
Yeah, just download it, fucker. Konami, if all they want to do is make it some extra money, all they have to do is put it on a disc and people will buy it. Literally, they could charge $30 for that on disc and people will buy it.
You think Limited Run's trying to bug them about like getting? I'm sure Limited Run's measures them.
I don't think Konami would want to do that because they would want to sell as many copies as possible. So
If they would, then just do it.
People will buy the shit out of that.
They could
Like,
just put it back. I don't like they took it down. Like you could put it back on the store right now, $5. People would piss off, but they'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Yeah, dude, put it physical for.
Put it on Oculus, guys. Fuck it.
$200 physical. Fuck it. People buy it. It comes with a statue of Lisa, or whatever her fucking name is, the murdered girl. That's great. That's what I want.
Next game.
I'll put that right next to my Dead Island Riptide tit bust.
Hey, well, let me get these lists back to you guys. That way, you guys can put these games in order of what you guys thought.
Sure, I'm
doing
writing it
this.
down. I already have it written down because I was doing the fucking.
All right, so I'll send them to David here.
Yeah, send it to me.
While we're doing that, our next game is Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2.
Absolute fucking masterpiece of a game.
You know, so far,
There you
even
go.
though David
All right,
didn't really,
that's great.
David didn't really dig PT. So far, games gone by, season 2 going pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved Silent Hill 2. He loved PT. Played Epic Game Store version of PT. Probably played the 360 version of Silent Hill 2. So he's playing all these games the right way.
I played the Xbox version, original Xbox version of Silent
I
Hill
did as
2.
well.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I played the original Xbox. Fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Silent Hill 2.
You didn't play the Troy Baker version of Silent Hill 2?
No, fuck off with that.
Fuck you. I love Troy Baker.
Silent Hill 2
I do too, and not in Silent Hill.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was this fucking close, and it's still there. Hold on. Is that shadow box is still up? That one really expensive shadow box that Konami was selling of that Misty Day, is it called?
I don't know. What you're
The
talking
one with
about.
the painting with pyramid head on it. Misty Day shadow box, yeah.
Yeah, I know what painting you're talking about. I didn't know they made a shadow box.
Yeah, let me link it to you guys right now. They have this, and I am so fucking tempted still. Like I really want this thing.
Is it called Misty Day though? You're talking about where it's just the three.
Yeah, it's called
pyramid
Misty
head,
Day. Yeah.
right?
Where's the Discord at? There it is. Doing this. Oop. Way too expensive. That's the issue right
Okay.
now. But
Yeah.
I want that, dude.
It's big. Just get it from one of the third-party people that does.
And it comes
shadow
with an
boxes.
official right hang certificate of authenticity.
Wow, piece of paper. You can print that out. Save yourself $80 and print that.
I'm actually, I'd rather, like, as much as I want that, I'd rather have like an actual like full-size poster and put it in like a really nice frame to look like the actual one that you see in the game.
Right. You can make your walls dirty too. Make it look like the actual
Hell
hospital
yeah.
or hospital. No, it's the oh shit. What area is that? Is that the
51.
I don't even know why I looked at him while I was asking that question. No, what was it's the fucked up. It's the scariest area in the entire game. I cannot
Hospital.
remember what it's called now. No, not the hospital. Maybe
Underground?
It's in the
Going to the
hospital.
school
What I'm thinking
or
of-
the...
Keep going.
Well, there's the school area. There's the hotel area.
No. It's a community center. Community center.
Yes, community center.
That's the scariest
yes.
area of the game.
Yes.
That's the whole game is nope, but that game is
Super
that section is 5,000% nope. I will never play Silent Hill 2 again. Never. As proved last year when I didn't play it. I just watched a play. I watched a silent playthrough of it, meaning no commentary, and just had headphones on and watched it. I'm like, this is great because there's no way in
It's
hell
great.
you couldn't pay me to play that game.
It's so
Hell
good,
no.
dude. It's,
I know. I played it. When I was
I
younger.
know. I'm not saying that in a bad
Terrifying.
way.
I hate it. I
I-
hate that stuff. I hate it in a good way.
The sound design, there's
Terrifying.
always something just fucking weird noise going on.
I know. Fuck that. Dude, that's real horror. That whole like when it gets dark in Silent Hill and you can't see shit. It's like I think right after the fucking community center or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it's right before. It gets all dark. I'm like, no, fuck that. Hell no. It's like
No, and there's such a fantastic progression to everything throughout because Silent Hill 2 did a beautiful balance of the real city and the hellscape world of Silent Hill. And it gets to an interesting point where even kind of wandering through the atmospheres, it can be hard to tell when you're in the hellscape in the real city itself. And
Right.
the characters are fantastic, the music phenomenal, and there's just so much to explore and unpack with this game. There's a reason why to this day it's still regarded as one of the best horror games of all time. It's just such a phenomenal experience, and it was really good to revisit it for the games gone by.
Yeah, I'm just so glad that I played that game. Um, it really resonated with me. I loved everything about it, like totally. I want to just know every single like I want to know every single inspiration from it. I
Yeah.
know I've been diving into
Jacob's Ladder.
doing like all that kind of stuff. But man, like it's just so good. I'm so glad that it's yeah, send that
good.
back to me by the way, David.
I'm so glad it's dead. 10
I'm
years.
so glad that maybe one day we'll
I'm
never
so
get a
glad the
Silent
last
Hill
video game in this series was a Vita fucking dungeon crawler game.
The game was fun though.
Fuck
Like,
you.
it wasn't
Don't
it
you
wasn't a
fucking
good
suck.
Silent Hill game, but it was still an interesting
Well,
game.
the lights are going nuts behind. Yeah.
Who?
For a second, they just went nuts. That was weird.
Behind me?
The lights behind you. For you, yeah. Not him. He doesn't have any
We're
lights.
talking
Your
about
lights
Silent
were
Hill.
going
Yeah,
crazy.
it's I gotta retape the backlights there.
Oh, they just fall. They just fall down. Is that what?
Yeah,
happened?
the tape got loose on
like
there.
went.
Yeah.
It went nuts for a second. It was weird. Anyway,
Um,
Silent Hill 2, great game. Not as good as Silent Hill 4, The Room, where you get to peek on a girl. Voyeur. I'm a voyeur. They should call it that, honestly. We should play Silent Hill 4. It's better. Actually, we should play Silent Hill Homecoming.
I mean, I'm sure there may be more
I like
Silent
Silent
Hill
Hill.
in our future.
well, it's gonna be a while then because
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a while because you already picked all your fucking games.
We got
You picked
fan
Dread out,
votes. Fan
you
votes
picked Dread
happen.
out. Yeah, well, I'll make sure to pick something way fucking more popular so we don't do that because I'm not playing that shit. Silent Hill 3 though is amazing too. That's
Yes.
when it comes to like spook factor, that one might be better than Silent Hill 2. I don't know.
I feel that collectively as an experience it's better than Silent Hill 2, but the weakness of 3 is that it has most impactful after having played 1.
Yeah, you have to play 1.
Whereas 2 is completely standalone.
Yeah.
yeah, I've been wanting to play 3, but I heard about that with 1, so I'm gonna go back to 1.
Yeah, at least watch a recap of 1 if you're not.
I want to
play
play it. I definitely want to try it.
One has the least when it comes to story. I mean, there's still plenty of story.
There's still a good amount of story to it.
Well, compared to 2 and 3, like 2 and 3 have like a lot more cutscenes and stuff. I mean, 1 is a PS1 game, so you still get that. It's just like it's not as I don't know.
It looks and plays a little bit more jank, but it's still about the same.
Well, I would say a lot more. Like Silent Hill 2 still looks great. I'm surprised how good that game looks still.
Yeah,
Silent Hill 1 looks as what you expect a 3D survival horror game on
Gore
PS1
mentions
would
it all
look
the time, and it's true. Is that the aesthetic of bad graphics? I guess we can call it. Like I know, but I mean that's it's how some would say it. But
no, I'm saying I hate it because it's terrifying.
Yeah.
It is bad.
There is what's the game I just put on my Switch wish list?
Dusk has that. So.
Dusk has that, but they have some fucking weird looking motherfuckers in there too.
Yeah, it does.
There's a game I put on my wish list because I'm glad PS1 horror is kind of a thing that people are definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of really bad ones coming out there trying to like.
There's one that just came out that I think is good or bad, but let me check.
Like Strife did that. Strife wasn't great, but that was a horror. But
I heard, or I put this on my wish list on Switch. Was Murder House.
Oh yeah, Murder House. I heard that's terrifying.
Yeah, I put that on my Switch wish list.
Bunny guy.
Yeah.
I've seen people play that. It looks terrifying. It looks like a game I'm not playing. Yeah, there's the bunny guy. There he is.
Nope.
You can clearly see him.
Oh, that fucking face! Like that right there. Like.
Yeah, no. See, like it's just like it's not good. You can't see it. It looks like Hitler from here. So
yeah, you can't see it, but look at Murder House. Look at the pictures on the Switch or something. But man, like some of those pictures, are like, nope, that looks even more terrifying.
Yeah. No,
so I'm glad that's getting its own niche because it's true the way
Silent Hill 1 is very much like that because there's a scene right in the beginning of Silent Hill 1 is fucking terrifying, mainly because of what's coming at you.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? What can I do? Nothing. You're dead. Fuck you.
All right, let's see.
Not really. It's a dream.
Next game on the list. Enslaved.
Hell yeah.
That was my pick. One
That
of my
was a
favorite
fun experience.
one of my favorite underrated games of all time. Love it. Looks great. Plays great. I think. Story's phenomenal. Great writing. Great characters. It's a small cast of characters too, so you get personal. Uh, Great time. I have to play this again soon because
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, man. Also, I got that PC, so I have the PC version. So I got a good PC now.
You're
so.
not PC.
I mean, I think my old computer code probably ran it, but
100%.
yeah, probably. But still.
Yeah, it's a great time. It's fun seeing like a deeper kind of story style, that kind of game in 360.
Right.
Because it felt like really The Last of Us and The Walking Dead were kind of the renaissance where those games started like really the story in video games. But I felt like Enslaved was definitely one that could have easily held its candle.
We just talk about Silent Hill 2.
No, but I mean like the renaissance of like make games very narrative and heavy with the story and like that. Whereas those ones are a lot more subtle. Like there's a lot of gameplay constantly going on in those ones, but like there's like cutscenes here and all that whatever.
Sure.
Not much in Enslaved, but you know what I mean. Like it's very heavy. Never like they were going for that story. And yeah, I feel like it missed the boat on being part of that bunch. Where I think if Enslaved out a little bit too ahead of its time. If it had come out,
yeah.
If it like maybe gameplay wise could have been fixed, like sure, but if it could have been like the story wise, if it was like put back a little bit where everyone was paying attention to the story, I think it would have stood out a little bit more.
Yeah. And of course, Ninja Theory's still around because
gotta talk about another one coming up.
And don't get me wrong, I love Hellblade. We'll talk about it later. But I would kill Hellblade 2 in an instant if we could get Enslaved 2. Like if they said, "Hey, Enslaved 2 or Hellblade 2," I mean, nobody would vote for Enslaved 2, but I'd be the one to do it. I'll be the one.
I'd put you up there. That was a fantastic fucking experience.
Yeah, I love Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. It mixes the Journey to the West story, which I know little to nothing about the story. There's a Monkey King guy. There's a pig guy. There's a journey. There's a cloud. There's some panties, I guess. There's a cloud. There's a staff. That's about it. I guess I don't know if there's an apocalypse. I'm assuming not. But yeah. So they take like the little descriptions. Like there's a monkey guy, or we'll call him Monkey. He's a monkey guy, I guess, kind of. Not really. He has a staff. Yeah. All right. We'll give him a staff. He has a cloud. Sure, he has a little floating disc. We'll call it a cloud. Whatever. There's a pig guy. Well, this is just fat dude. His name is Pigsy. Fuck it. Yeah, I like when they take stories like this and try to make them serious, like realistic, not too realistic, obviously, because it's still silly shit. Like this guy's built like I don't even know. You know that new Guardians of the Galaxy game, Drax is built very similarly. I was thinking about Monkey the entire time. So
I just really want to play.
Yeah, it's really want to play it. But yeah, it's I don't know what else to say. I love pretty much all of it. Like I know some gameplay elements have not aged the best, but I always like the gameplay because it just felt good fighting the robots. Like you get a nice little slow-mo kill at the end too, where you like smash through them with your bow staff or whatever. And it's good stuff. I enjoyed that game, that whole journey. And it was the first game in a long time to give me like a Beyond Good and Evil vibe, which is funny because I also has a pig. So
that's why.
I guess I just like pigs, I guess. Hey, my favorite movie this year is Pig, too, so there you go.
Funny robots or pigs? That's how you wouldn't go to the movie guide.
Yeah. No funny robots on my top 10 this year.
Wow.
The fuck? There is a robot in Enslaved, but he's not really funny. He's just like a little floaty guy. So and the other robots are evil, so what the fuck? Anyway. So yeah. I have nothing else to say.
I love how surreal it gets to the end. Just so weird.
Oh yeah. And Andy Serkis is great. He shows up at the end, and he also voices Monkey. Obviously, he does the mocap too. Obviously, Andy Serkis doing mocap. Yeah. And now he's the Venom 2 director. So there you go.
That's what he's known as.
Really moved up in the fucking world. I wish he put like one Enslaved reference in Venom 2. That would have been 10 out of 10 then.
Perfect game.
Yeah. But no, I love the combat. You know, it got jank at certain moments, but I feel like the game did enough to shake up the gameplay variety throughout between the kind of stealth and kind of
Yeah,
letting you
running
go
away from the
about how
robots.
you wanted to play with it. That it was a lot of fun.
It was the
And
Horizon Zero Dawn of its day.
yes,
Yeah, you have a
Sure, there you go.
redheaded girl. She's not the main character, but she's like redhead. She got a similar look. Also, giant robots everywhere. I mean, again, Horizon, you do way more to fight those guys. Because see, that's why I said this is more realistic. Because in Horizon, you have this girl with a bow, and she takes care of like hundreds of giant robots single-handedly with bow and arrow. This game, you're lucky to kill one giant robot every like hour or two. You know, so hey, you know
true.
what? And it also has a very similar setting, you know, overgrown cities, like cities that are like demolished with overgrown vegetation everywhere.
Sure.
So anyway, better version of Horizon, which I did play a little bit of Horizon, so now I could say that. So that's the one difference between this year and last year. It's been a year since we talked about this game.
Yeah,
Crazy.
It's true.
Yeah, it's
and we're
crazy because
still
it
the
feels
same
like
spot in the world. Nothing's changed.
Yep. It's gonna look like enslaved.
Yeah, that is right.
The world's gonna end and vegetation, the nature takes over.
Copies
Good.
of enslaved will just start growing into
Yeah.
nice little plants.
Oh, nice. That would
All right.
be a fitting end. Anyway,
Let's see. All right, next up,
Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango.
Hell yeah.
Grim Shandango.
Fantastic fucking game. I was happy to go back, revisit that game. Very loosely starting off my year of horror.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just such a fun, fantastic romp. To this day, there's still not many games like it with the same kind of setting and humor and atmosphere to it. I miss those kinds of adventure games. They get kind of bullshitty every so often, but there's a certain charm that's still missed in a lot of newer adventure games, honestly. But all in all, I fucking love Grip Fandango 100%. Still one of the best games ever made, in my opinion.
All right, I sent you guys the chat, by the way. Grim Fandango is fucking awesome. I was very, very pleasantly surprised at how much I liked that game. Like, I had no idea what I was getting into. Never, I haven't not played an adventure game in a long time. Not, I think the only Double Fine game I played in that nature was what was that one? What's that game that they have? The one they came back with on Kickstarter.
So, Broken Age?
Yeah, Broken Age Part 1. Still not played Part 2, but that's the only time I ever delved into a Double Fine game. So, I didn't know I was getting into and
God.
fucking loved it. Everything about it. Loved the writing. Loved the charm. Loved the places that you were at. Everything about it. Just such an awesome world to delve into and the story to go through and everything about it. Super, super good. It was hilarious as well.
It was pretty funny.
The cast is
Funny
all
game.
awesome. Loved all the cast.
The cast is great.
It's hard to really. I mean, aside from like some really obscure puzzles, which I mean that's kind of just par for the course at that time.
Yeah, that's par for the course for that time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I don't know. Just come up with anything. Fuck
yeah.
it.
I don't know. Just think ask about a whole school of people that have played this game, and maybe one of you guys guessed, and it worked out. But otherwise, love the game. It was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it too. I played it when I was younger, so I didn't remember a lot about it honestly. But yeah, it was great. The writing was all sharp. The remaster was pretty good too. So shout out there. We played the remaster, I assume all of us, unless you load up your original. Yeah. And remaster was good. Some of the puzzles were a little annoying, admittedly. So you have to really have walkthrough ready.
Yeah.
Don't use it if you don't need to.
Give the game a try while you're playing it. If it's something that you just like cannot figure out for life, you just pop a walkthrough up and just get it.
Just
don't
pop
let
a walkthrough.
Yeah, don't let the puzzles.
Don't let the game win.
Yeah, there you go.
You beat the game, fuckers. But yeah, just have a good time. Go have fun. Go to hell. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
go to hell, literally,
hell.
because you're dead.
There you go.
'Cause you're dead. There you go. Go to hell. That should have been the
that would be the
log line for
sequel.
the game. Grim the Fandango. Go to hell. But even though he's in heaven at this point, right? Isn't that the whole thing? They go to
Yeah.
heaven or something? I don't remember. They go somewhere. They want to go somewhere. I don't know.
All right.
I think I don't know. Like the story itself is pretty simple, and there's not much in the way of character development for certain characters. But it's a fun ride, really good time, very well written. What you expect from Double Fine. That's why it's one of their best games. Even though I remember still liking Full Throttle a lot too.
Full Throttle was good.
Yeah. I only played like half of the first Monkey Island game, or I might have finished it actually. I don't remember. I don't think I did.
I like Secret of Monkey Island. That one's good too.
No, that's what I meant. Secret Monkey Island. The whatever the popular one is. I remember getting it at a library. This is where I got all these games from. It was just like my library would rent out PC games back in like the mid 2000s. That's where I got Grim Fandango. Full Throttle was there. Siberia. A lot of point and click games. Some of the Myst games. Myst games are fucking boring though. They're really boring. I played a couple of them, but they were really boring. Yeah, it's a fun game. I really have nothing new to say about it besides like, go play.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Next up,
yeah.
Metal
fuck?
Gear Revengeance.
Yeah, rules of nature.
Shitty music. I don't get genuinely over fucking hyped.
You're dumb as shit.
Fucking.
You're actually
garbage
fucking
soundtrack.
stupid. You're actually dumb. You ever think of this?
Genuinely one of the most overhyped fucking soundtracks I have ever heard people talk about.
Dumbass.
The actual instrumentals, good. Good instrumentals.
Good.
The singing, fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage.
No, garbage is a band though, isn't it? So
Yeah, so good band.
maybe that's what he means when he keeps saying garbage.
No,
it wasn't garbage. It was I don't know the band.
Motley Crue.
It was Motley Crue.
But otherwise than that, the gameplay is mostly fine. I enjoyed most of the gameplay. I hate the weird freeform slicing bullshit. Mostly just because I got through most of the game without it. But the only instance where it fucked me over was in the final boss fight against the Senator, when you have to do that for certain segments. I spent so much time retrying that fucking fight just because of the goddamn freeform slash.
Sure.
It felt garbage and terrible, and I fucking hated that. It genuinely ruined a lot of my enjoyment of that game. But I'm glad I finally experienced it, but no, I would never revisit that game, honestly.
Yeah, whatever. That game's fun. That game's super fun. Still is fun. I will say after a little while though, after it, 7, 8 years since it came out, some of the gameplay mechanics aren't as amazing as they were originally. I think the camera has some issues for the most part. The lock on is a little weird, but still had a great time playing it again. It was probably like my 4th or 5th time. It's all leading up to that amazing final hour of the game with the Senator, which is probably one of the best video game characters of all time. And he's amazing. He's what America should be now. I was hoping in the last year we would have had somebody to really just do what Senator Armstrong wanted America to be, but no one stepped up.
That game is 2 hours worth of fantastic memes with terrible garbage tacked onto it.
I don't know where the terrible stuff is. I guess the game's only 2 hours long. I guess that's weird because it's all great. Hey, if you don't like Metal Gear, then I don't know why you play a Metal Gear game. Just saying.
I don't like Metal Gear at all.
It's still written by Hideo Kojima, so it wasn't made by him, but he wrote the stuff. So the story.
And that's I even said it during the Gamescom by the stuff that you could tell was clearly fucking just hammering into Metal Gear proper was disgusting, and I hated it because it was boring. Did you know that child soldiers are bad? No shit. We don't have to have this conversation 17 fucking times.
Yeah, but like,
it didn't take a fucking rocket scientist to say that child soldiers are bad.
David likes child soldiers. Confirms. He loves child soldiers. He thinks they should be worked harder. You're gonna hate Metal Gear Solid 5. Did you ever play it?
No.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. Half of the game is about child soldiers, so to the point where you actually recruit them at one point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you're the bad guy in that game, so it's like Yeah, I don't remember if you use them though. Actually, you might. I think you save them. Actually, to be fair, there's a one mission in that that's really annoying. You can't kill any of the child soldiers, and there's like a dozen of them, and they're all shooting at you. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't
What?
kill them, boss. Like the fuck.
What?
Sneak and kill them, or not kill them, knock them out. Fuck. God damn it. Anyway, Metal Gear Rising's fun. I mean, there's not much else to say besides it's a game. If you're good at it, you can probably beat it in like 4 or 5 hours. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a quick run through. It's a quick platinum game. It's nothing too crazy. It's got some funny cutscenes. I love the Western Showdown. The Western Showdown they have. I forget what's his name in there already.
Raiden.
Raiden, but what's the guy?
It's Raiden.
Well, what's
Sam? Jetstream Sam.
Yeah, Jetstream Sam. There you go.
Yeah.
I still haven't played the DLC. I would like to play the DLC still.
I can't remember if I think I only played the Blade Wolf one.
How was that?
I think I played that one. I remember it just being more gameplay, so it's just like I think it was the Blade Wolf one because I remember it just being about where he was during some of the games, and it wasn't like substantial at all. I remember it being fine. Like they both play pretty well because I did play a little bit of the Jetstream Sam one before we recorded, but I never finished it. I just remember them playing pretty well. Like it's just like the same gameplay except a different character model, I guess. So
yeah, all right.
So like now you're moving a wolf instead of riding. So
interesting. Okay.
Not really.
Metal Gear is it was fun though. I had fun.
Great series.
I'm
Maybe
opposite.
we'll come back to Metal Gear Solid in the future. You
I'm the
never know.
opposite of David. I use this shit. I thought it was fun doing that vertical slice one. Whenever chance I could do that, I just kept doing it. I thought that was fun.
Oh, you mean the blade mode?
Sorry, blade mode. Yeah. I said vertical slice. Yeah, blade mode. Just chop it
That's
up.
great. Well, you have to do that sometimes to get the juice. So.
Get juiced up.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that was quick. We're going through this quicker than I thought. All right, let's go.
Well, the next one on the list is something we're going to talk about for a long time is No Man's Sky.
No, we're not. No Man's Sky, still getting updates, still expanding. They just introduced Dune Worms. That's great.
Best thing Games Gone By did was that we added so that now Gore can't say I want to play his game one day. Now Gore's I played his game for a little bit. It was really fun.
Yeah, there you go. I played it. Maybe we'll do Apex Legends in one of these fucking games gone by.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna stop fucking saying that too. But yeah, it's great. I guess. I mean, I played I played about like 8 hours.
You know what? It
was cool going back to that game because I played it when it first came out. I played like a good 25, 30 hours of it, and I was pretty much done with it there. And then I came back, obviously, earlier this year for this fucking game's gone by. And it was fun. Building your base on a planet, you just pick a planet, build your base, get a little pet, I guess. I don't think I did that at that time. I don't think that was available, but I think you could do it now. You can have a pet. But it's cool, just like exploring and stuff. It looks better now, especially on next-gen consoles. It's a fun game. I just don't see myself being so enthralled with it that I keep coming back. Like I might come back, but not like, oh man,
like the guys
I can't
that
wait
get really
to play more
invested
tomorrow.
Yeah, you know,
I play it like for a few hours here and there. You know?
It's unfortunately the casualty that just a lot of just living games deal with, which is there's not enough time to invest in every single one.
Yeah, and I get like there's the hardcore No Man's Sky defenders back when it first came out that loved it,
and they're loving it now. They're just like,
and they definitely love it now. Fuck, like if you loved it back then, shit, this is the best game you've ever played then because it's like it's night and day. It's not even night and day.
Right
it's
now,
like,
we talked about this.
It's like fire and ice.
Right
like,
now,
wow.
it's even beyond what the
difference.
initial trailers were, which is cool.
Yeah.
Right. Like we obviously there was like a big whole thing at the beginning where it was nothing is promised. It's not there. Now it's above where it's promised. And it's all been free.
Actually, yeah, it looks better than originally.
And it's all free,
like what it looked like,
which has been good.
Graphically at least. Yeah, it's all free. Well, I mean, if you didn't have an Xbox, it wasn't free because you had to buy it on Xbox.
You had to buy the game to get the free updates. So.
Yeah. Technically, because it was never on Xbox, so you had to buy the game on Xbox, and then it was $60 when it first came out on Xbox. On PS4, it was like $20, so it was like
and it's got
an
VR
extra
on
$40
PlayStation
just because you
too?
didn't have a PS4.
Wow.
Huh?
VR on PlayStation as well.
Yeah, what the fuck? And I had to pay $40 extra for a fucking. Maybe it was $50. Maybe it was $50 on
I think it was $50.
Xbox. I don't remember. Who gives a shit? Yeah, so that sucks. But
No, but
whatever.
it's a casualty of that. We just don't have enough time for all these games, which sucks because I would love to play a lot more of these games.
And David fucking hates this game. He fucking hates it. It sucks the fucking dick. So
True.
I'll just speak for him. No, don't say anything. That's it. I spoke for you. You have spoken.
Next game.
There you go. I'm getting through this quick.
Little
This
Nightmares.
recap sucks. Little Nightmares are my replacement for Beyond Good and Evil, which we might still do. You never know. I might replace it. But
I'm gonna
Little Nightmares, a game I actually didn't play before.
While you're talking, I'm gonna get some more drink. My throat's hurting.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well, you can talk to David. David likes this game.
no, whatever.
Oh,
Just
no.
fucking just leave. Fuck you. Agent's a fucker.
I agree.
Yeah. I just fucking I can't stand his ass. Ooh, I'm busy. Oh, look
What
at
a
my lights in
bitch.
the background. Oh, look at my lights in the background. Just blows out the fucking camera.
Yeah, what kind of asshole goes ahead and invests in getting a proper background? Like,
Yeah.
Who fucking
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah, it's not even purple. The fuck?
Yeah,
And
it's not
green,
even
bro.
half purple.
It's not the Green Goblin colors. What the fuck?
It doesn't look like a weird gangly horde of items.
Yeah.
It's organized. What bullshit is this?
Yeah. Well, at least he doesn't put a shelf in front of a window.
Yeah, that's gonna go away at some point soon.
All right. Anyway, so Little
Oh, yeah.
Nightmares was my replacement game because it was actually the only game I picked this year that I haven't already played. So,
Gotcha.
it was actually but even BioShock, well, To the Moon actually that was my choice for mid-month. So there you go, To the Moon and this, two really long games. But yeah, Little Nightmares was I know you hated it, but I loved it. I thought it was great, and it's a game that I actually thought more and more about since we played it back in February. It is a creepy game. The story itself is good. There's more to it, obviously, if you really dig deep, just like a Limbo or a Inside. And Adrian's such a fucking dick. I swear to God. Right, David?
You went from talking about
Yeah.
a game I heard a
What a
second.
piece
Nothing.
of shit. Anyway, no.
What an absolute inverse, Chad.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's bad. What's the opposite of a Chad? I still don't
Kyle.
know. No one
We can't say it on this
Kyle.
stream.
Oh, Kyle. Yeah, go ahead. He'll bleep it out. He'll bleep it out live. Go ahead.
Little Nightmares. Super cool idea. That was like it was cool to get like another like Limbo style game. I love the art of it. I love the chase sequences. I feel like a lot of horror games.
Yeah, the chase sequences are great.
Horror games. If you have a horror game, you gotta get a good chase sequence. That's gonna. Really?
Unless the entire game is a chase sequence, then fuck off.
Yeah, but like
It's
you
not
gotta have a
shared
good one
movies.
somewhere. Like Condemned 2, obviously we have a good moment in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Condemned 2, shit. Condemned 2 has like the best chase sequence of all time.
I fucking love watching that.
Now that is both. That's what Resident Evil 4 failed at. That's tense and scary.
And
Where
natural.
Resident Evil 4 is just tense.
Is it? It's a giant bear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a giant fucking bear that chases you through like a decrepit building.
One day I'm gonna play Condemned 2. Probably next year, I think.
I'll never play that. Condemned 1's great. I'll never play it. No, fuck that. Hell no. Condemned 2 had some great multiplayer though. I think I talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that recently too.
Yeah,
We always talk about that.
Pretty good. Now that's some scary multiplayer. If you want a multiplayer that's actually scary, then that's one. If you can find anybody, but actually, I'm sure the servers are down at this point. But I loved Little Nightmares. Also, I actually really did. I want to play the second one soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great game in my opinion. I know someone doesn't agree, but no, he hates it. Everything he played this year, he hated. So
Oh, see, yeah.
get used to hearing that shit. But yeah, I just there's not much to say about it. I thought it looked great. I thought the story itself, while vague, obviously, was cool. I liked the whole world, the atmosphere. And the gameplay itself was fun. The puzzles were not too crazy, but fun to do, especially when there's someone chasing you with long ass legs or long ass arms or whatever. Good. It's a great game. Very well paced too. Just 3-4 hours tops, and you're done. It's a good time. I liked it.
Why
a
did you
lot.
like this
I
again,
didn't play the DLC though yet. So what?
I found what?
As did
I
why you
wasn't
didn't
done
like the game.
talking.
Yeah, I thought it was horribly pretentious. I feel that by the time the game actually got interesting, it was too late to care. a lot of the world elements I wanted the game to explore and kind of go into, there's no time spent on. And I get it because that's not necessarily the point of the game per se. But much like in many things I'll be saying again here in the near future, I get that's not what the game wants to focus on to tell its narrative, but that's the part that actually made me give a shit. And when the parts I actually give a shit, there's no time spent on, I don't care at all. And the lady with the mirror, that whole boss fight, I thought was intriguing. I wanted more about that part of the lore and the story. We don't really get much aside from that bit of the segment towards it. There's a lot of. It's a great atmosphere. I will say that Little Nightmares has a phenomenal atmosphere, but I don't like anything else about it. It felt so pretentious to me with just the presentation of its story, with the message it was trying to give, with a lot of the kind of it felt like the kind of a base level like Miyazaki film message where you go ahead and you see the gluttony turn the parents into pigs and spirit away. It's like that. It's that level of complexity where it's like, yeah, I get it. You're not doing anything special.
I don't want to hear no Miyazaki hate in here. I swear to God, I will feed you to a fucking rhino. I don't want to hear it.
Half of Miyazaki's films are good. The other half are not.
What? No, incorrect, wrong, fucking false, denied.
So
absolutely
best Miyazaki film is Porco Rosso, and I will fight anyone on that one.
It reminds you of yourself, you fuck. And it has a pig too. That's a movie with a pig. I love that movie too. So, but I mean, to be fair, throw a rock at any of the movies from Miyazaki, and you'll find one that I love. So because the only one I don't like is Miyazaki, is Goro Miyazaki, which is unfortunate. They shares my name, kind of fucker, but kind of. Just put it.
I mean, Miyazaki feels that way about Goro Miyazaki too. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know, which is really sad. Really sad.
Miyazaki's a real fucking prick.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a genius. So. I mean, to be fair, Japanese are a little different when it comes to parenting. So, I mean, I'm sure that's not too far off from other parents in Japan. Like, oh, my son's a disappointment. And unfortunate, because Goro Miyazaki had like one good movie at least, from Up on Poppy Hill, I think it's called.
Yeah, I thought that one was okay.
That was good. That was good. But when it comes to Miyazaki directed, I don't think there's a single bad, even close to bad. Like, and there's not even bad parts of those movies. They're all great, and I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to fucking hear it. Okay.
All right.
No, you know, actually, fuck this. Name me a couple that you think are bad. I want to hear them.
I honestly don't like Totoro.
All right, fucking just.
Ponyo is garbage. Ponyo is absolute garbage.
Oh, Ponyo is not good.
All right,
yeah, you did take it back.
Ponyo is not for us though. That is for fucking small kids. I understand. Like the Wind Rises is not for kids. The Wind Rises is for adults. The Wind Rises is for adults only. Kids will not like that.
Ayo.
Same thing with Ponyo. Ponyo is for kids, like for fucking 5-year-olds.
Yeah, but
if you are a kid, you will love that movie.
Good.
There's anything I know, but he made that just for kids, though. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Ponyo looks amazing, so I'm not even gonna sit here and say like
I hated that movie.
Shit. That movie looks amazing. I don't give a fuck.
Sure. I hated
all of his movies look amazing. Even the shitty ones like Tales from Earthsea. That's the worst.
Tales of Earthsea was fucking garbage.
That movie was terrible. I hated it. Nothing made sense about it. Nothing was interesting at all. It was ridiculous. But
also, notice this guy, Valley of the Wind was mid.
Can't even say the fucking name.
Shut up. Either way, mid. That was a mid fucking movie.
It's not one of my favorites, but I think it's still great.
Fucking mid.
Castle
anyway,
Sky is
speaking
amazing.
of mid, let's talk about Earth Defense Force 5.
We're not done. Fuck him. That's fine. I'd rather talk about this. Is interesting. We'll just go regurgitate the same shit we said months ago about the same games that we haven't played since. Fuck that. I want to hear more about his Studio Ghibli hate.
Look, the only Studio Ghibli movies I feel are absolutely phenomenal: Porco Rosso.
All right.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle is amazing.
Brave of the Fireflies.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you said that was bad, I would punch you.
Those are the only ones that I feel are truly phenomenal.
Wait, did you say Princess Mononoke?
Oh, and Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So 5. So there are 5 movies I feel are the only ones that are phenomenal. Then most of them are mid, and then the rest of them are garbage.
Okay. Castle in the Sky is great.
All right, moving on.
Anyway.
Are you gonna be the one that
the wind rises? The wind rises is amazing.
Returns? Are you gonna talk about the phenomenalness of that?
Of what? I'm sorry.
The Cat Returns. You guys sit here and
Cat
call that
Returns
one a
is great,
fucking
too. I don't care.
masterpiece?
Cat Returns is great. That's a quick little movie too. It's like 70 minutes long. It's a semi. It's not even a sequel. It's just like part. It's a part of a Whisper of the Heart, which is also a nice little coming of age movie. I don't know. These are hey, you know he's looking at me like an asshole. But look at these reviews for these movies. Even Cat Returns has great reviews. I don't want to hear it.
And like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service is amazing.
Movie, but no, it's mid.
Kiki's Delivery Service is amazing.
It's fine. It is a serviceable film.
No.
It's mid.
Run.
It's fucking mid.
You're fucking mid. You're not even mid. Speaking of not mid, your fucking March game is shit.
To save our Mother Earth from any alien attack, Earth Defense Force 5, the super fucking hit of games gone by, that no one has a fucking appreciation for, because you guys hate fun.
Speaking of hits, Gore, send me your
you want
rank? Yeah, ranking, because I'm gonna average them out.
I gotta think about it then.
All right.
Average it? What the fuck?
I'm gonna see who like if we combine all of our
scores.
scores.
Was season 1, remember? Because I sandbagged you fuckers.
No, he's talking about the question he sent us.
No. I need those. But I need
the ranking. Oh, okay.
Rankings,
I didn't talk about the question. I was about to say average.
No, that's why David already sent me.
I'm not done yet. I'm ranking them as we go.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Well, at least send me
right.
what you can get soon, because I gotta average them all out still. But whenever.
All right. I haven't really. All right. I didn't do it last time.
I imagine you don't have much to say about Earth Defense Force 5 anyway.
Because I'm the only one that has anything to say about EDF.
All right, actually, give me the list then. Give me the list, because I was doing it as we go. I missed a couple things.
All right. Let me.
Actually, no. I think I got it. Actually, never mind. I remember the.
All right. So while you're doing that, let me talk about EDF here. So I was the only brave motherfucker that went ahead and was like,
I love EDP.
Yeah, EDF is a phenomenal fucking franchise.
Oh, we're the Valiant. I don't remember that. That's all I remember.
We're the Valiant.
We're the Valiant Infantry. We're a bunch of fuck. We do the same shit all day.
Camaraderie. Anyways, I picked a multiplayer game. It sadly did not go well on the multiplayer side. But either way, phenomenal fucking game. I absolutely love the EDF franchise. It's got a great B-movie feel to it, both literally and figuratively.
EDF.
Yeah, EDF is phenomenal. Absolutely.
Hey, phenomenal if you have no taste.
I'm going to give a cheers to one of these opinions. Y'all know which one.
Yeah. The smart one.
Look, at the end of the day, I am genuinely sad you guys did not enjoy EDF, because it is honestly 100% one of my absolute favorite franchises of all time. And I feel like it is a fun co-op experience, especially... it's unfortunate you guys didn't get into it.
I hate the menus. I hate the vibe. I hate the enemies. I hate the trial and error. Having to go through. Oh, I guess we just didn't look out and pick the right weapons. Go back. The damage check. Sorry, continue. Go ahead, Gore.
No, I was just gonna say this is my problem with I guess David. Because you sit here and say like No Man's Sky, like it's not your type of game and shit.
But then we don't.
You use the excuse that there's no like end game or whatever. It's just you're doing the same shit over and over again. Where this is literally that.
No, I know.
No, there's a stupid ass story in this.
David's
terrible story.
David's fucking way.
Hey, spoilers. Who gives a shit? The fucking ants win or something, or the ants lose. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter.
David's fucking rationale.
Reboot everything anyway. Oh, there's a big alien bug. They'll make up any. It doesn't matter. There's no rules. Giant alien ants. Whoa! I want to know where the story's going in all 400 fucking levels. That go on way too long. That game must be the longest game ever made. It has to be. I can't.
Here's a dumb
playthrough.
Here's
500 hours.
It took me 200 hours or not 200 hours total, but
Gordon funny get the fucking
he's played 20 hours.
What is this? The Witcher 3 is on? Fuck that! You can beat that game in like 80 hours.
It
has a full story with amazing characters and writing. This is We Are the Valiant, and you just shoot the same bugs for 200 hours.
Frogs.
Terrible voice. All the terrible voice actors like. Oh my god, more bugs. You're 30 fucking missions in and they're still surprised by everything that's happening.
So
oh my god, we need to destroy the mothership. Like, yeah, I know, I did it 45 fucking times already.
David's rationale is that, because the game has an end doesn't mean that it's an endless loop forever.
Yeah.
But I
But
mean,
No Man's
like,
Sky, you can make up your own story. You're like, oh, I built a settlement or whatever.
in No Man's
and
Sky,
I just live my
in
life
No
for
Man's
a
Sky,
couple
you can even like there's an ending to that game you can go fucking do. And fucking in fucking Minecraft, there's an ending you can go like sure you can go fucking find an end. It doesn't have to be an endless loop, but that because this game because it forces you that there's an ending right there you have to go through it.
Okay,
That's
but here's the thing. It has a natural story to it. It has an ending, and it has a fun gameplay loop. Like, I genuinely don't fucking get, considering you guys like Borderlands and other fucking weird looter shooter bullshit, I genuinely don't get how you didn't associate with the fun aspect of that gameplay.
well one.
It is literally the same thing of like fucking Borderlands.
I've never played a Borderlands more than like about 4 hours.
Fair.
Destiny, I stopped playing because again, the gunplay Destiny is good, but we all know the story. I stopped playing after I had the epiphany of why am I shooting no hole forever. I think
we didn't need to do that. To be
we
fair.
didn't have to. I agree, but I mean, I just realized what I was doing, and then I went through played the game by myself. I'm like, yeah, the story's ass. And obviously, the game got better, but what it is, I didn't care about the story. It turned me off. It's because of Grimoire cards. Destiny 2, I'm sure is better, but Destiny 1,
No,
Grimoire cards.
the Grimoire cards were fucking dumb as shit. That was a terrible way to go about it.
Destiny 2 did a lot better, but I mean, it never got
Are you saying Destiny 1 fucked something up? Whoa, what a fuck. That's the epiphany.
The menus are absolute ass.
Wait, now what the fuck happened? It's
What?
like, why is David like tilted?
We're going for the Dutch angle. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Battlefield Earth. What the fuck is this?
Tilted. All right, let's go.
I think the menus are ass. I don't know what the fuck to do with them. I don't care to learn about any of the weapons in it. I don't care to go through this whole fucking you unlock this. Here's a description of this. Here's a video. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I think the going into a level and potentially not like if there's a fun weapon you have and it does not fucking work, going to that level and just not having that work is kind of lame. And you don't get an idea of that. Like sometimes if a game really is like, hey, you're not gonna because like the only fun gun I thought was the one that looked like fucking sparks coming out of it and it just did really cool short range damage.
Yeah, the rapiers.
I'm like, cool, that's fun. It should just take away the option from me in the other levels to be like, all right, I'll try something different. It's telling me I can't like win with this gun.
But that's kind of the whole point of EDF is you're supposed to be always changing out your arsenal.
I didn't have fun with any other guns. All the other guns were just like basic ass guns. I didn't really care.
You also didn't get very far in the game. Like that's literally like saying, I didn't have any fun.
15 hours
I didn't have any fun with the guns, and you're only like an hour to like Half-Life or God of War or something like that.
David, I'm just gonna say this here. If you have to get further than 10 hours into a fucking game to get to the fun, then fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not. It wasn't fun.
10 hours in that game.
Yeah, we did. We totally played that. We played it for like 3 streams, and the streams were at least like 3 hours long. At least it felt like, I don't know. But at least we spent at least 8 hours. I'll give you that.
We did like 8 missions.
If a game like that takes any longer than 5 hours to get to the fun, then fuck that. You know, because I know there ain't going to be a story I give a shit about. Because at least God of War, you could say maybe the first 5 hours isn't fun, but the story's building up to something interesting. Where this is big bug bad. Ooh.
The unfortunate thing is just where I am just in life.
I get why you like that, David. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's funny. I get it. It's stupid. It's silly.
I thought you were saying him liking it was funny. It's funny you like that.
Well, I said that funny already. But I get why you like it because it's B movie. I get it. The whole excuse is just saying it's a B movie, so that's why it's funny. It makes sense. I get it. There's some funny lines in it, and it's kind of funny the hammy acting on purpose. But I don't like the gameplay. So if I'm playing the game, I hate the gameplay, and they say a hammy thing. It's not gonna make me go, oh, now I like the game. Oh, it's fun. Hammy voice acting. Like the only thing I liked about it is when you shoot with a certain weapon. I'm assuming this is the weapon he was talking about. Like shards of the almost armor of the bugs fall off, and that looked cool.
Yeah,
that's like
a lot of more automatic or a lot of high fire rate weapons.
That's the only positive I can remember about it. That there was some satisfying little effects. That's it. Everything else was boring as fuck. Boring as fucking fuck. I just couldn't stand. I couldn't stand when we were playing. I just turned my mic off and I fucking just I put on a video. I put on a video because you guys weren't fucking talking. So I was like, fuck it. I'll put on a video in the background. I'll mute my mic. And if they say anything, I'll just fucking be like, yep, I'm here. Yep. Oh,
and that's honestly, that's part of the unfortunate aspect of going with a multiplayer game on this one is
for this,
we didn't really engage really at all in that, and I
There
feel
was
like that also
nothing to
probably didn't.
engage with.
Well, I mean, like in general, like we didn't really engage a lot because, like,
didn't
part of
wanna.
the fun I have with EDF and also with Dynasty Wars is fucking just shooting the shit with a friend while you're fucking playing them. That's
Sure.
kind of also the other half of the
But
fun.
I mean,
Is like
you
it's
can do
just
that with any game, though. I think that's
I
kind
know,
of the thing.
and
Like I said,
still have
like
fun with it because I'm bored as fuck. So I don't want to talk about anything right now. I just want to put a video on and wake up. So I don't want to. I don't even want. I want to talk to you fuckers while I'm playing this game. Like the first 30 minutes of the first stream, I remember I was like, all right, that's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, and then I'm like, it just hit me. Like it hit you with the Destiny fucking tunnel. It hit me the same way. I'm like, this is fucking boring. And immediately I turned my mic off.
Like I'm assuming, is this couch co-op?
yeah.
So
As
I
couch
assume,
co-op and it has online for 4
sure,
players.
couch co-op, fine. But I mean, like I could say, like again, like we were talking about the podcast, so it's like I could just do Call of Duty with some of my coworkers and we just talk, and that's kind of, we're shooting shit and we're just talking. Like, I get that. So maybe it's just because it's your style. You're not a Call of Duty guy, therefore we can replace it. We can interchange guns, shooting, Twitch shooter with real people versus just more methodical. Like there's other, not methodical. What the fucking, no, never mind. I'm taking back that word.
What?
I take back the word methodical ever. Just more variety with fucking ants and frogs and silliness. You can you can interchange.
That's the frustrating thing is
You didn't get to the big lizards.
But you can interchange that,
No,
and the fun that I can find with a gameplay loop that I find more satisfying because it's competitive, and I'm actually doing stuff that I care about, which is like going around maps, strategizing. Versus there's nothing like it's nothing about that.
Can I just bring up one part of the game that just really solidifies my whole
Sure
feeling of this game is when we're fighting the Godzilla fucking thing, and we're fighting it for 20 fucking minutes, and there's no objective. There's people screaming here, we have to defeat the Godzilla or whatever. I'm like, I'm trying, you fucking bitch, shut up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I want this to end. No, I don't care. They're not real. And it's just the whole fucking thing. 20 minutes of just shooting with the same fucking guns, the same enemies, the same giant monster crashing the same fucking buildings over and over again. And that's one mission, and it doesn't tell you what you're supposed to do. And then it takes about 20 minutes until it fucks off. And then I think we had to restart that mission like twice too. So it was like, and that's the other thing. There's no checkpoints in some of these missions. Some of them are fucking long. I get it. That's the whole point, I guess. But I thought it was all supposed to have fun.
That was a DPS check level.
Hey,
supposed to be
I don't like it.
Supposed to be like, all right, let's see if you're tough enough to get through this level, get through the farther parts.
I'm not.
I think game design wise, whatever they did there,
I'm tired enough.
Yeah, whatever they did there, that was a really bad DPS check.
Hey, I will give this game credit though. It did fix my sleep schedule, so thank you. There you go. I'm sorry, David. I know he's upset right now. Don't worry, you'll shit on 999 in a couple.
Will be, but it just genuinely makes me sad that you guys didn't enjoy it because I honestly thought that was gonna be a fun game that we'd all be able to get into because I just genuinely one of my favorite franchises. So it does make me a little sad we didn't enjoy that as much as I was because we don't really. We didn't really. We still to this day haven't really, and even with next season, we haven't really done a whole lot of multiplayer stuff. And so I was like, all right, let's actually plan on doing a multiplayer experience. And
if we go back,
me sad that
go back. I remember that David said, we couldn't do it with No Man's Sky, so we're gonna do it with Earth Defense Force.
Yeah, we could have done it with No Man's Sky.
No, we couldn't have.
I don't know why we couldn't have.
But again, see, like that's like it. You can replace.
I mean, you'd have to deal with there being fun in the game, but
there's no fun in that.
I don't know. Having a couple of fun times with the boys. Come on.
I think again, it ultimately comes down to the game you're gonna shoot the shit with and with the friends with, and just like hang out and talk and have a good time is all line up the perfect gameplay loop, and that's fine. Social aspect is dead otherwise. We know that with Dynasty Warriors, you like mindless combat going forward. Obviously, there's some strategy in there, but for the most part, it's mindless combat.
Dynasty Warriors has strategy. I've played those. This game, sure, it has strategy, but you have to first of all become alive again after the game bores you to death, and then like figure the strategies out. Where Dynasty Warriors is simple. It's still like I played the Hyrule Warriors game. It's simple. This is just like it's way more complex than it needs to be. It's just shooting the bugs,
So
but there's like menu systems and learning all the weapons
it's
and
gonna take
upgrading the weapons by running over the fucking stupid things that drop.
it's
I don't
gonna
want to talk about this game anymore. Can we talk about the next game?
it's gonna take so much for me to ever be into a mindless combat game because I have not even played Persona 5 Strikers. I fucking love Persona 5. Haven't played the Hyrule Warriors. Haven't played Fire Emblem Warriors. I just haven't. Nothing about that. I know.
Games.
Sucks because Strikers. I know it turns more into RPG later, but I just don't give a fuck about that intro. The intro bores
And
the
honestly,
shit out of me.
Strikers, best fucking Phantom Thief in that game.
Oh, I'm sure.
100%.
I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic. But like, I just get so fucking bored doing just boring, random, nonsensical shit. And like my version of doing boring, nonsensical shit is playing some competitive game. I do some Overwatch, do some Smash, do some even like Call of Duty like that. I could play some shooter. I win or I lose, and I get a little better progressively over time in that game. That's my way of doing that. Yours is just literally interchange that with the people still there chatting, but you're interchanging it because you don't like competitive. You don't like any of those.
I love what the fuck you're talking about. I love competitive.
You don't love Call of Duty. You don't love Call of Duty.
No, Call of Duty's not competitive. It's fucking just straight Twitch garbage.
Yeah, I'll see you're
It can be competitive.
Battlefield is fucking competitive.
No, like
I play Call of Duty just to have fun. Like
you
when
can
I
have
play
Call of Duty
Overwatch,
have fun, but
when I play Overwatch, I don't play it for fun most of the time.
but you can
Like halfway through, I'm like, oh, I hate this goddamn
Call of
team.
Duty is
When I play Call of Duty, and we're losing. I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, but Call of Duty gets
Duty.
yeah, but Call of Duty
No, if you said Battlefield, that's competitive.
Yes, Battlefield is fucking competitive.
See,
No,
yeah,
Call of Duty is competitive. I don't play competitive.
it is very competitive. It's all about knowing
No,
maps.
I know it is. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's-
saying it
it's-
isn't. But I'm saying I don't think of it as a competitive game because you could play that easily because it's so quick.
Well,
that-
it's
this is my thing. Competitive for me has to be a game where if you die, there's a major penalty to dying.
Sure.
Not just you die, you're back. It's like, yeah, see. Except the Earth Defense Force sucks still, so don't fucking think I'm on your side.
Hey, also fuck you. I still love Mag. So
Mag
He said-
sucks.
yeah, no,
Mag was fun. I
know.
really
but
enjoyed
he
Mag.
thinks I'm on his side for a second. I just want to
yeah,
tell him I
no.
still like,
It's twitchy, but it's all about map control. It's about knowing your map. It's about
No, I get it,
knowing
I
your
get
place
it.
on that. Like it's
I
not
know, but that's
shooter mechanics. It's knowing the map. Yeah, I know, and I'm just saying for my own point.
I
know you get it.
Vanguard I was playing Vanguard the other day, and we were taking control of. I don't know map names, but there's one map where it's just like pretty much just like an area here, and there's like 4 different areas to get up there. It's like a destroyed part of a house, and me and like 3 other people were just controlling it the entire time, watching every angle. It's pretty good.
It's some good
But
shit. I hear the
even
map- I hear the
while I
maps
was
in
doing
Vanguard.
that, even while I was doing that, when I died, I was like, oh well, I'm back 45 nanoseconds later. You know, so doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but then in those kind of games, the more upper level you get, the more like even though like it's fast, a
Yeah.
kill will hinder you severely. But you know, that's
And I do get into Call of Duty sometimes, but like the last year or so with Cold War and when I played at Vanguard, both times I played both of those games, or all the times I played both of those games, it's just like woo, shotgun.
No,
hey.
but I mean, not to go into that, but it does show a more casual and hardcore because like with that group that I was playing, the coworkers, like 2 of them are fucking extreme. Like they have crazy kill death ratios. That when they take the game seriously, they take the game seriously. But like the other half of them are just like casual. They're just chilling, hanging out, playing the game, and they don't mind. They're just having fun. But no, like that's how I am. I'm want something competitive and something of a scoreboard. See how progress is, get progressively better and better over time. I want that. I don't really care if there's a story at the end or anything. And it's got to be a really fantastic story. And obviously, even Persona 5, one of my fucking favorite games of all time, the sequel with the Musho game at the beginning couldn't entice me because I just don't care about that gameplay at all. So I'm gonna try again, but it's like really just ripping nails out for me to fucking want to do that.
Don't rip your nails out.
Might as well. Next game, another David banger here is a Hellblade.
To be fair, he didn't like the gameplay, but he loved
I
the
love
story.
the story. The story's fantastic.
Yeah.
I honestly think this would have been better off as a visual novel. Fuck it.
I already got mad at you for saying that you didn't hit the game. You didn't like the gameplay because it wasn't very deep, and then I made fun of you for
visual
Earth Defense
novel?
Force.
Oh, good lord! A visual novel Hellblade would be the worst thing
The
ever.
gameplay is the most boring fucking shit.
Sure, but like a visual novel?
Yeah, fuck it. Just make it a
a movie.
fucking
I thought
walking
maybe a
simulator
movie.
or a visual novel. Fuck it. Get
A
rid of the
movie would be
combat.
cool.
The combat was the most brain dead fucking simple shit. That's what pisses
Walking
me off.
simulator would be cool.
You go ahead and you say, oh, EDF, you would go ahead and say after EDF. EDF has so many fucking layers and mechanics of the fucking combat, especially as you develop so many different of the species that interact, dealing with aphids, dealing with the fucking cosmonauts, dealing with the walkers. There's so much that goes on with EDF versus this. As much as we all say, oh yeah, like a Dynasty Warriors is a simple fucking combat game, this is literally sit, wait, parry, kill the enemy. Sit, wait, parry, kill the enemy. Sit, wait, parry, kill the enemy. All right, next thing. Okay, boss time. Sit, wait, parry, kill the enemy. Oh, he's gonna do a dash attack. Dodge, wait, parry, kill the enemy. There's no fucking depth. It's the grindiest, most boring, just waiting, time fillery bullshit. The game would have been so far better off either as just straight up a walking simulator with more puzzles, or just fuck it, make it a goddamn visual novel. Give me no interaction and just let me fucking experience the story because the story's phenomenal. I love the lore. I love the world building. The story told is fantastic. The combat was just the most boring, repetitive garbage.
But it was done in like 7 hours, which is why I was okay with it at least.
That's true. It was done in 7 hours, and the story was amazing. So right there,
It's fantastic.
I mean, right there, you already have something over fucking EDP or whatever. So
No, I talk about him.
well, who? I don't know who you talk about. I mean, it was all right. Overrated as fuck. But that's how the shit goes.
Hell yeah.
Now people still put them in meme compilations, so
Oh, okay, good.
you can separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Overall, with Hellblade,
Meme is art.
Hellblade, I agree. I didn't the gameplay for a game that I heard very high acclaim on constantly. I didn't really feel like I heard enough people just talk about how shallow the gameplay was, and it really was shallow.
Yeah, it's shallow, but I don't think it's even close to as bad as he says.
It wasn't like
I think also
abysmal.
I also think there's a lot of moments that are really creepy, and because you're actually playing it, it works. Like you're going through these environments.
That fire guy
terrifying.
chasing you again. Just get a good chase scene in.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Like a good chase sequence. Yeah, that's horrifying. Also, just the whole what the fuck did I just delete? Okay. Just the whole like environment towards it. Like the last 2 hours, it gets way more like hellish for obvious reasons. But I mean the first word in the title is it's not they're not fucking around. But it gets crazy insane. Like, all right, if you said a walking simulator, I would agree. But when you said visual novel, I'm like, I don't see
it. Walking simulator in after the fact is like, fuck it, make it a walking simulator, add in more puzzles, then fine.
Yeah,
all right, I'm done for that.
Simple, but I like the idea of the puzzles. Like, I like a good like perspective puzzle where you have to move things around, kind of form.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much all the puzzles are in that game. So if they worked with that, I hope in the next one they hone the combat because Ninja Theory knows how to make a combat system. So it's confusing why this one was so shallow. I still think it was fine. I liked it enough where the story was so in the setting and the writing and the acting was so fucking phenomenal that the gameplay was just a thing that I did while I waited for the next one of those things to happen, and it never bothered me. I actually have the same opinions about the Guardians game, which I know I keep bringing up. But that game, like gameplay wise, I think is really good. But I know a lot of people didn't like it. But yeah, like everything else in that game is phenomenal. Same thing here. Like it really is. Actually, so much so I'm gonna put it right here now. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Right in my list.
Checking it twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Santa doesn't say that. I do though. Yeah, that's right. I'm checking my list.
Yeah.
Overall, I just really liked it.
No,
I love the environments. I love the story, everything about that. But yeah, I agree. Gameplay was very shallow. Not to the point where I hated the game at all, but definitely could have picked up. And then I also am a sucker for fights that you just lose. Like, there's just no way of winning it. That's obviously still to me since Reach. Loved it, and I thought it worked pretty well here.
Yep, it's a good moment.
Love watching the documentary.
I lasted way fucking longer than I think I should have because I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But
There's not really a moment where it feels like oh, this is where I
reached
lose.
it well
no,
because like your armor's breaking. You're like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. That one is a scripted death.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter how good you're doing. Like the cutscene will trigger. Which same thing happens in Hellblade. But I feel like I was doing a little too well at that part because it was fucking tense. I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause I was going for a 10 minutes straight, still fucking going, and I'm like,
yeah,
well,
me too.
I guess this is no end to it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't just decide to lose. I think it just triggered a scene where I lost, but
No, I
or
decided
like
to lose.
or
I'm like,
maybe
this
my
is...
my brain was just like, no, just let it happen. That might have been it
Just
too.
let it go. Let it go.
I just realized we had 2 games this year with metal as the first word. Wow,
Hell yeah.
that's fucking stupid. Anyway,
Also, just love how much information and research they did into mental health.
yeah,
That
great.
was fantastic. Playing with those headphones on was the most
Whole different experience.
Yeah, you should play that game with headphones on. They recommend at the beginning, and I 100% agree. You might find it annoying. That's partially the point. Is you just literally want the fucking voices to shut the fuck up, and that's unfortunately what people have to deal with, and it's really really tough. And love that they was able to really reflect that in a video game form.
It's true. I know how they feel too, because I always have this voice talking about EDF and shit in my fucking head. How it's so great. How Studio Ghibli sucks. So I know how they feel.
How they feel.
I call that the dumb part of my brain. Yeah, that's right. I feel bad. Anyway, Hellblade. Senua's Sacrifice. Good stuff.
Next game up is going to be 999.
999. All right. Go ahead,
Just
David.
like that Valkyrie 9999.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Valkyrie? You mean that's from Inglourious Bastards.
Same thing. Either way.
When it goes 999. Anybody see Inglourious Bastards? Great movie.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Another game where I liked the concept and the writing just...
No, you
didn't
hated
live
the
up
concept.
No, I like the idea of the world itself. Like, I liked a lot of the mythos behind it. That's why I even mentioned during the original thing, like when I read a little bit into the sequel, where it goes more to like the weird cult bullshit that they were kind of alluding to in the first game. Like, that is interesting to me. And I liked the building upon the whole concept of like, oh yeah, the Titanic had other sister ships, and getting into the weird history, and again, the whole idea of the game itself. Fine, sure, all right. I like the idea that, these rich as fuck people are like, yeah, fuck it, what do we do to amuse ourselves? Throw a bunch of people into a fucking survival game. The original
The original Squid Game
idea. Yeah, the original Squid Game.
The original Squid Game. There you go.
I like a lot of elements of the game. I just think that the rest of it is pretty terribly written and fucking dumb as hell. Especially when it came to the arm. The arm bothers me as one of the most fucking things in that whole fucking narrative. Because so much of that fucking narrative predicates itself that no one fucking checks the dude's arm, especially to where the sister doesn't even bother looking.
Well, I mean, it's an exploded corpse.
Yeah, but then eventually they go back and
also,
like, oh,
and also you stop her from seeing it because obviously it's an exploded brother.
Yeah, there's still
look at the corpse. Oh, for just the rare opportunity that somehow he had a false limb. Please tell us if this is him, even though his body's exploded. Please tell us. Tell us, 13-year-old girl, that we're forcing your brother to look at your brother's corpse. Do it. Tell us.
Do it.
This is really important to us. We really need to know if some guy we just met is still alive. That we don't
but that's
really
the
give a
whole
shit about
point.
at this point.
It would have made sense if she would have double checked to make sure for certain. Like, it does. Just even make a comment.
At that
like,
point, logically, you would think it's him because he's missing, and the other guy is already fucking dead. So,
But I'm just saying, from a narrative perspective, it makes sense for you to at least ask someone, double check his arm, or some fucking comment like that, just so that way, for her own peace of mind, she fucking knows. Like, no one else would fucking get what the hell she's talking about. All right, fine, fucking whatever. I'll check your arms, whatever. But for her own narrative and survival, you're still in this fucking death game now. At this point, without your fucking brother, who you at least knew you could fucking depend on. And now you need to make sure that that fucking is the case. I would think it'd be a fucking thing that would go through your mind.
all right, real quick, you're wrong. But real quick, Adrian, how many games? 16, right?
17.
So,
You get Night Trap?
No, I didn't. Thank you. All right, continue.
And also, and we fucking harped on this a lot during the fucking games gone by proper, but I do think that the time loop is fucking dumb the way it's explained, because there's no way to create a stable loop to begin with. The story starts with the loop already happening, but gives us no explanation for how the loop came into being to begin with. There is no fucking way for the loop to actually occur the way it's presented in the fucking story. I like time loop bullshit. I love Doctor Who. I love Blaze Blue. I love a lot of things where fucking time
I
loops
love
and
Doctor
shenanigans.
Who. I love
I
Blaze
love-
Blue.
I love Red Dwarf. Time and
Yeah.
bullshit is a common thing in Red Dwarf. There's a lot of things I enjoy with fucking time shenanigans. It is told very shittily in this fucking game.
Yeah.
And I also hate the fact that I have to play it twice in order to get the good
No,
fucking
you gotta,
ending.
you gotta play. Well, yeah, I guess if you look up a walkthrough, then you have to play it twice.
I mean,
But
I
You
don't.
should
even-
technically play it. Well, no, actually, no. You have to play it way more than twice to get.
Also,
the-
I don't
No.
see an issue with that when you don't have to replay everything. There's actually new puzzles.
I guess I never looked at a walkthrough, so
A
maybe
walkthrough will make you play through it twice, because that's what I did.
we didn't play through it all the way. I thought we had this
Yeah, I
argument
did.
that
No,
he didn't fully
100%
play
went
it.
through it to a true ending. I didn't do all the side bullshit. I didn't go through it for all the bad endings. Because why the fuck would I? Because that's my other argument.
Because you
was
get way
why
more of the
fuck-
characters.
But that's my whole argument is for the true ending, the true story of the game. It shouldn't have to go through bad endings to learn the core
Alright.
premise of my main cast. Because fucking what's her face, 7 she was or whatever she was, fucking her whole story is completely sidestepped in the whole true ending. So the normal run through you got to do in order to be able to get what you need to do the true ending, and then the true ending itself, you learn almost nothing about her. And so I gave no fucks about her, and then I read the wiki and was like, there's a ton of shit about her in one of these bad endings. I should not have to play through a bad ending to learn about a primary main fucking character. A side character, sure, fine, whatever. Someone that's
But
not
most
important to-
people aren't playing a walkthrough. Like most people
But
will most likely do that side thing. And sure, you might stumble upon the perfect ending, I guess. But I remember having to play the first time I ever played this was with the DS version. There wasn't that many walkthroughs at the time because it was new.
And this
And
man
there was
had to
no
play
flow
the
chart.
and you
There
couldn't
was
skip
there
the
was
puzzles.
no flow chart, and there was no flow chart. You couldn't skip puzzles. You couldn't skip dialogue. You would have to you could hold
I
the
would
B
never
button,
fucking
and
play
it would
through
go a
Fuck
little bit
that.
faster. That's it. So
Fuck that.
well, I don't know. I played it multiple times on DS.
I would have gotten the first. I would have gotten one ending. Was like, this is fucking dumb.
Well,
and
so
then
I,
fucking never
let
touched
me
it
ask
again.
you, if you take away the semantics of it and it's ending 1, ending 2, does that change it? Because I feel like you're very hinged on I should have to play a bad ending. I shouldn't have to play a ending or an ending if you do that. And then
because they're
You get more of the story.
the
I
whole
don't.
premise of it is that it's not even how to phrase it. It's not a complete story in either context. And I hate that in order to get a complete story, I have to go through all these wildly different endings in order to feel like I have a complete story. Give me a narrative route that lets me feel like I have a complete story. None of it does that.
So then what's gonna make you go through the game again?
Nothing.
Okay, so
All right,
that's,
next game.
That's the story though. Is they want you to go through the stuff
Oh,
again? Like
God.
there's a rereading point to
It's
that.
dumb to have to do that. Like, I think, look, I think that the concept of having different endings is fine. I do think that it can be done well and adds to replayability. But the problem that I have is that in most games, you have different endings. You at least feel like you've gone through a whole narrative conclusion. None, I don't feel like I've gone through a whole narrative conclusion going through the endings in this game. Even after the true ending, I still feel like there's so much shit that just isn't fucking explained, or there's so much character, the information that's fucking lost, and I feel like I've learned nothing about so many of the characters just because I didn't go and explore all the other endings. I feel like I shouldn't have to go through so many different endings, especially considering I get it. It's cheeky. It fucking tells you constantly, oh, these fucking rats go through the maze constantly, and somehow neurological networks other across the world, the rats don't. Like, I get it. Stop being fucking cheeky and telling me that's the whole fucking purpose of the game. I get that's what you want the experience to be, but it's not an enjoyable experience for me personally. 100%.
All right, next game.
I
130.
mean, we can skip that if you want. If you don't want to discuss
No,
that.
I'm good. No, all I'll say is that, like,
I personally get it. I personally understand. I don't see. I feel like there's semantics added to, like, I feel like there's such a weird.
Because how am I supposed to relate to the characters? Like, this is a character-driven narrative.
Play the full game.
No, but that's the whole thing. Why would I care about any of the characters?
There's nothing. No, you didn't play half the game.
No, but that's part of my problem. Is
fine.
In order to, it's like any one character, I have to go through the entire fucking narrative of every goddamn path to care about one fucking character.
There's 9 of them.
Shit. Give me a reason to actually, in at least a main route, care about all the characters. It doesn't do that.
So, for example, a Persona where
the whole structure of the game disallows that.
Okay, so in Persona,
I understand what you're saying, but I like, that's the point of the game, though, is to go through different paths and make you. If you don't want to, that's fine. But that's if you want to and you want to know more about the characters, there is options to know more about the characters and you learn more about them. And also, this is, again, let's not forget, this is the first of 3 games, so some of the characters do return, not all of them, to be fair.
So, but, the thing I'm just kind of confused on is if we do that, if we go with that idea, that in, like, Persona, yes, is there a way you can do that? 100%. You have to actively go out of your way to make sure you 100% have a guide walkthrough to get a complete story for every single one of these people. Is it possible?
And then you have to replay some of them.
But you can. Right? But if you don't invest yourself into a walkthrough right at the beginning, you will miss some of that game because you were gonna say, "Oh, if I wanted to play the fucking baseball game because I thought I enjoyed the baseball game," you were actively sacrificing time to hang out with another character. If you do not manage that time 100% with the walkthrough, you will not get that without a walkthrough. You will miss out on other stuff like that.
You can't.
Now I know there's baseball in the game.
Just because you can, but you can totally miss out on it as well. But again, you have to do that with a walkthrough. Know exactly the way to do it. You have to sacrifice the freedom of the game to do whatever you want to have the exact way you can do that. You're giving up.
You can is the point.
But you're sacrificing more of the game at that point. So now I can't do the mini games. Yes, you are. You're sacrificing part of the game for that. To have
you still end up with like 2 months worth of free time to do any of the fucking.
You have to do a lot of things with that, and then sometimes you're not doing it well. Sometimes, like, I didn't get full arcing up for every single fucking person I walked through, and I thought I did fine. I didn't even get it the second time either. So, you can't tell me that. Okay, well, you could do it. I'm missing parts of the game. There are people there are characters in that game that I like that I missed out on, that because I just didn't have that, and that's 100-some-hour game. Whereas I can just skip in this game, you can skip through so much of this shit on here, and you're getting through new puzzles, there's new content for going back and going and checking out these characters. In that game, if I want to go back and fucking get level 7, 8, 9, 10 arcing up for Ryuji, I gotta walk through that. I'm not gonna go back and play the game for that whole thing. So I'm actively missing more in a giant game on that when you can just play through this game and you'll get an actual new content.
You can experience it all in one run through
with the walkthrough and ruining your experience the other way around.
I don't think it's ruining
I 100% believe that.
All.
I think you're giving away the freedom because you're saying, okay, if you want to do all this stuff, you want to see all this, follow this walkthrough, even though the game says, all right, do what you want, follow through, you can talk to whoever, do all that. I did not do that twice in a row to get through every single person and had my enjoyment with the game. I want to do other stuff too. I want to go out and do the fucking burger challenge, get that stuff up, get my stats up that way. I do all that stuff. In this game, you meet a bunch of fucking awesome characters with new puzzles, new content. Each time you learn something new about them. Awesome. But I just think use that say, well, I can't do that. Sure, technicality, you're right. You can do that. I think you're sacrificing more of the game, and that hinges that whole aspect of it too. That's a 100-hour game too.
Don't. You still end
and
up.
I would 190% argue this is part of the game. This is actually the whole. This is the whole timeline of the game. You could say, oh, because it ends and it says end, that means it's the end. Okay, sure. Semantics, yeah, 100%. That means it's end. That doesn't mean put the game down, walk away forever. In Nier, that's an ending. So after one ending, right? That's one and we're done?
Yeah, you don't know anything.
Oh, because there's more stuff. But no, I hit an ending.
You're fucked.
Yeah, it had an ending, though. I hit an ending.
It's over.
But that's the whole
and that's
point.
even worse because that's like a 30-hour game.
And I gotta replay.
You guys are fucking whatever. Just fucking.
I get that. I was saying with the end thing is.
We're literally retreading the same shit in the fucking episode. You're not fucking listening to my points. Just fucking next episode or next fucking game.
Yeah,
this is fucking dumb.
Actually, I agree with that.
Oh, let's see what's
next episode.
Next episode.
This recap thing is kind of pointless.
Parasite Eve though.
I still haven't played it, so. I mean, I played it when it first came out, but
great game. Next game.
Yeah, literally 2021. A lot of games to play. I'm not gonna play a game from the 90s that I played already. That's the point. That's the weird thing about these games gone by, is that like if I don't want to play a game, I got all these other games to play, and only I mean, I got way more free time than you guys, but I still have other things I got to do in my life. So.
I'd imagine like at some point though you can like.
And Parasite Eve is not a game I was rushing to go back to.
Sure, I mean like at the grand scheme of things, if you're not going back to it, then if you watch a walkthrough and you played it before, I'm not gonna like.
I played a couple hours. Of it.
That's what I'm saying. So if you didn't, I'm not.
I didn't.
Now, if there was an instance where like there's a game that you've never played and like you just didn't even bother to go back to, I think that'd be like kind of an issue. But like if you at least attempted it. You at least attempted it, and if you played it before and you walked it, like I watched around, it's not an issue.
I didn't watch a walkthrough though. That's the thing.
So at least if you remembered it,
you watch while you're getting all fucked up. I'm like, I don't know. Let me read a Wikipedia because I don't remember anything about this fucking game story.
Because like even the stuff that I've never got through, I'll still like watch videos of other people play, and I want to at least get through some of that, like see other experience with it. Like personally, there's
I played Parasite Eve originally with a friend of mine that I used to play all survival horror games with because he had them all and I didn't because I was poor. And he had all the games, Resident Evil. He had all Resident Evil games. He had Dino Crisis. He had Parasite Eve. He didn't have 2 though, so we never played 2, which is supposedly shit. So that's fine. But like I even played like Dino Crisis 3. That was an Xbox game. That was shit. But it's a good game. I know it is. It's fun from what I actually played. I was actually kind of getting into it when I played it. It just didn't really like. I was playing other things and. I rather play games that are new that I want to play this year, so my backlog doesn't get crazier, and I didn't go back to it. So I enjoy what I played. It's a great game. The butt is nice, but that's all I gotta say. But the butt gets nicer later on.
Well, I feel like it's always more beneficial
in the third game, which is superior.
I think it's gonna always more be beneficial towards the person that has not played the game before. So like I said, this is a game that I've always heard of, never really went back into it or never went to it. I thought it was a super fun experience. I never really thought that I didn't even know what the fuck it was about. We talked about this. We did the David's Revenge trivia on this. It sounded like some fucking like weird alien spaceship story that like I was in space for. I didn't know anything about this game. So no, it was about like some weird mitochondria shit, and there was some weird like body horror shit going on with it.
It is cool. Yeah, it's because it's not really a horror game exactly because it has like the RPG elements, but it is really creepy. Like the cutscenes are terrifying, at least back then. Now they look a little like the CG is like, especially the beginning scene with the concert, and it was like, and they're dying, getting turned into goo, pretty much. They're getting set on fire, but yeah, it's a good RPG game mixed over like a Resident Evil kind of, but yeah, the story itself is silly. I don't remember a lot about it honestly, and
I still have the book that I want to actually check out. Just because I like the weird sci-fi aspect of everything that was going on, because it just felt like we don't really get that anymore, so it felt fresh in my eyes, which was interesting. Fresh, because we don't get that anymore. But also, like, if you pull out almost any sort of PS1 quote unquote classic with you guys, there's a very 90% and above chance I have not played it.
Sure.
Which that's why
Jersey Devil.
I don't know what the you could make that up.
Yeah, it's not. It's a real game. Croc.
Ooh, yeah, I played it on PC.
Croc?
Yeah, Croc 2 actually.
Oh, okay. The superior game.
No, there's a lot of.
I'm good with just going to the next game. Yeah, unless David wants to say something.
Nah, I've said a bunch about this game already. Great game.
There you go.
Excuse me, I've been harassed for a solid 5 months, I believe, about how much I was not allowed to let you speak about this game because I've talked about her ass the entire time. David, speak the fuck up and tell me.
You guys haven't fucking played it. I'm not going to talk about the game.
I got to the end. I got to the end, and to be fair, like the only reason I didn't was because my Vita.
I mean, I know the story for the most part.
Yeah, no, I watched.
I don't know the details, but I remember.
Yeah, no, I watched the complete ending. The only reason I didn't was because my Vita screen was busted, so I had to get that all repaired.
Oh, likely excuse.
I showed it on the podcast.
You get corrupted too?
I put it on the podcast. It fucking had some weird screen on.
You right before the podcast.
Yeah, I said I don't want to play this game so much. I got to the very end.
Got a little tiny hammer and just fucking.
Yeah.
And then you question why you had a.
No, I watched the whole ending, David. So I know exactly where it is. Like I was literally.
What happens? Tell us exactly every line of dialogue.
Oh, 100. Yeah, okay, hold on.
Do it. My name is Allison Brie, or whatever her name is. That's an actress. That's an actress.
No, go actually talk about the game, David. Like, I know this is a game that you love, and I'm looking at your ranking right now. Obviously, you want to talk about it a little bit, and go for it. It's a game that I like a lot. This is easily, I think, out of all your picks.
Adrian, shut up. Here, I'll talk to David. Yo, David. Yo, how fine was? What's her name again? Brittany. What's her name?
Brittany.
Yeah, Allison Brie. Brie Larson. What's her name?
I have
Was Allison Brie the? Was she in like the? Who was she?
She's an actress. She was in Oh, I don't remember now.
David, who the fuck was the one? Who was that porn star they made fun of in the early comedy button?
That's Brie Olson. Come on,
no, hold on, wait.
Yeah, Brie Olson's a porn star.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I know all about Brie Olson. All right, don't even.
I was saying that's getting flashbacks to remember early comedy button. That's all they made fun of was Brie Olson.
That's what Sam used to always make fun. We had the Brie clan.
Oh yeah,
on, Halo
I
Reach.
About that.
On Halo Reach, I think.
Halo Breach.
Halo Breach, yeah. Breach.
David, talk about his goddamn game.
David, what's her name again? Aria.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Aya.
Aya.
What's her name?
Aya Brea.
Aya Brea. It's a good name. Anyway, so what did you think? How'd you like the game? Is it good?
It's still one of my favorite horror games of all time. It's a unique spin on the genre, adding in a lot of RPG elements. In fact, for its time, if you look at the back of the case, even still, it considers itself a cinematic game, less of just like a straight up game per se. And I love it. It's a phenomenal story. I love body horror. It's one of my favorite genres of horror. Anytime the body gets twisted, mutilated, or just kind of put into an obscene way, that it just does something for me. I like that kind of just grotesque horror of what can happen to the human body. And it's got an interesting story. A lot of it routed in actual science. The guy that wrote it was a biologist and was in the pharmaceutical industry, and then was like, what if our mitochondria rebel? And that's basically what kind of led to this franchise. I like that the game does have tie-ins to the books. I like that there's a lot of thought kind of put into the atmosphere of it, and it's still got a very unique feel for even in horror games in general, because where a lot of games kind of go the route of either making it more of a timeless setting like a Silent Hill, or maybe even just like straight or like an Alan Wake, where it's like you could really put this anywhere per se and you kind of get it. This game chooses to put itself in a very distinct location of New York during Christmas. It has a very specific vibe vibe and feel to it. And I like a lot of I love the combat system. I like the customization of the game. There's just a lot really well done with it. And I, as a very fantastic, strong female character that, at least in the first game, is respected, not so much in the rest of them. You go back and check our Games Gone By episode for Adrian's thoughts on that.
Hey, I want to say really quick.
Why does she have a butt?
So look, I'm letting David enjoy his time because he does deserve to talk about this game because it was his favorite game. I want to also say a quick fuck you to David though, because I swear to God he talked about all this on that drunk episode that he said he didn't get to talk about. He said a lot of the same facts, which is okay. It's a recap episode.
I don't think he ever argued that he didn't get to talk. I think we were just kind of messing.
It was more so the fact that you went in the same.
We talked about her ass way more than we talked about the game.
Yeah.
We talked about the ass way more than we talked about the game. I just don't understand why we got your feminist mode came out. And you're like, I don't think girls should have butts.
But we talked about this. You know.
God, he went full woke for a minute. I was like, or at least 60 minutes. I was like, come on, a girl can have a butt. Leave her alone.
Girl can have a butt. Go to the movie guide.
Yeah.
True. Great game.
It is a great game.
Yeah, great.
It was also, a lot of my frustration was the fact that I did also want to talk a lot more in depth about a lot of the story elements at that time too, and where no one was really playing. I was like, oh, okay, well, we did nothing for this game at this time.
Yeah, because this was their Resident Evil response.
Yeah,
and no one cared.
Well, obviously, someone cared.
I mean, it was successful. Yeah, it had
not as much as they wanted.
Quinix.
Yeah. And they had a sequel that they just straight up copied Resident Evil, was less successful for it.
Way less successful. Even though it's rarer than the original game, so there's that. It's more expensive is what I mean.
True. Especially if you get the Millennium Edition. She got hanging out back there.
Well, I guess you love Parasite Eve too, then.
I just like Parasite Eve.
You love the second one, though.
No.
And then why do you have the Millennium Edition of Parasite Eve too?
Because when I got it, it was $60.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for something you hate.
Spent $60 on a lot of games I end up hating.
Oh yeah, name.
Oh my God, I don't know where this conversation is going. You know what I was thinking of the entire time David was like talking about that? I was like, what if this
Shut
fabled...
up for a second. Name 5.
What if this fabled best man speech what is the best man speech that Gore's gonna give to David if it just turns out to be like
I can't say it on Twitch, it has a lot of bad words.
What if it turns out to be Gore's rebuttal about why 999 is a good game?
Alright, let me just way 999 the story does fucking make sense, first of all. This stupid asshole. Yeah, I wish I was in a loop right now so I could continuously punch you in the face.
And he's gonna go, alright, I know this fucking asshole wants me to be like, oh, congratulations, get married, but like, hold the fuck on. Everyone chill the fuck out.
Yeah, you ever saw that movie about the guy that's in a time loop and beats the shit out of the fat guy named David who's at his wedding, and then he gets his ass beat? It's about you. Spoilers.
Spoilers. But first,
I'm
talk about
filming
999.
it right now. I'm filming it right now.
Parasite Eve.
Directed by me.
Great game, though.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of a great game, next game.
Next
game. Wolfman or whatever.
Wolfman. Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
This one, all right. Can we just straight up get through this quick because it's almost 2 a.m. and I don't want to talk about this fucking game. All right, Metal Wolf Chaos sucks. It's bad. I wish I never played it because I wish it was just this legendarily dumb fucking game that was just like in the ethos of life, and I just never had to play it. But this fucker was like, ooh, memes. By the time we played it, it was like a month after 4th of July, so I don't even know what the fuck the idea was there. Didn't feel patriotic at all. I was
Why'd you buy the game?
The game crashed 45 fucking times. Because it was one of those things where I'm like, ooh, I want to buy it because it's this piece of history. Because it's a game that never came out in America, even though it's about America. It came out in Europe. That's it, in Japan, obviously, and that's it. It's like about America. It's a true story too.
The backstory behind it is actually a lot more interesting inherently in the game.
Yeah, the game itself is not good. It's Earth Defense Force 5 a little bit more interesting, and that's about it. Like, that's it.
Oh boy, we're about to go into World War III right there with that look.
Yeah. It's a little bit more interesting only because you're a mech guy, and also it's not just bugs. There's actually like, oh, here's a tank, here's another giant robot, here's some grunts. At least they're like from what I played. There's actually
enemy variety in EDF than there is in this game.
I
Fuck
know,
off.
but you have to get to 30 hours in EDF where this game's like 8 hours. What? And also the game crashed so many times where it was just like with him in Bioshock. Like at a certain point, I'm like, well, fuck it. The game doesn't want me to play it, obviously, so I'm done. So fuck it. I was like, I like he was upset about it. I was happy about it. I was like, so I was like, good. I'm done. I played a good amount of it. I was good with it, and I don't want to talk about it honestly. It has some funny moments though, like actually funny moments. Whenever the president's secretary talks about the mission, and this is called Operation, and then it like has like boop 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 boop. Yeah, it's like yeah. That stuff's funny. It has some charm to it, but
there's occasional.
I will agree. EDF also has charm to it, like I said. So I'm not saying this has charm and that other one doesn't. But EDF also has boring fucking gameplay, where this one does too, but there's less of it, so it's not as boring. You know, this is 8 hours, where EDF is 250 hours. So just saying. I'm done. Next game.
Right,
yeah, no.
Well, no, yeah, I know David doesn't want to talk about it because he hated the fucking game. So.
There was a point where Kyle asked me and Gorn, we were doing some movie picks for the movie podcast. He goes, "There," because he picked Raw for one of the movies. He's like, "Was there ever a Games Gone By game that one of you guys picked that just backfired completely?" This bad boy over here.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick.
Not that I care about people. Not that I care that people didn't like the game. But I mean, he meant personal pick, like the one that you picked that you just didn't really care about. I didn't hate this game.
I guess 999 for me because
no. It's you. If you picked the game and you personally hated it, like you didn't realize it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Sure. So like Metal Chaos is probably as close as it'll ever be, maybe. Didn't hate it, but I mean, didn't care one bit about it either. So it is what it is. Let's talk about a game that we liked a lot more though, which was To the Moon.
To the Moon.
Fantastic fucking game.
Amazing game. By the way, actually, I guess I forgot to mention that I did get the collector's edition of that.
Yeah, I did. I
have my little. I forgot to show it. I did it. I opened. I got my little.
Hell yeah.
River.
I'm myself for not getting that.
Yeah, you fucked up. Here's the platypus. You see him right there.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's a good size one too.
Yeah, it's a nice size. But yeah, it's a good collector's edition. It's an amazing game. I love it. It's probably my favorite. I love Hellblade's story, but I think I might like this one
Best
just a little
story.
bit more. This is probably my favorite story of the year from any game I've played. Honestly, it's phenomenal. It really is great, and I can't wait to play the next two games, which I already bought, so I won't be playing that. I'll probably play the next one. I might even play that bird story one too. Just a side thing, but
and definitely play the extra chapters too. Yeah, no.
Great
To the Moon
stuff.
is
extra chapters I didn't play, but I already saw them. So.
To the Moon's fucking incredible. Love the story. Love everything about it. Character wise, everything just flows, and you just don't make some stuff doesn't make sense. It feels so good when it does.
It doesn't make sense, but like it just kind of
no.
It kind of just flows.
You know, that's what I'm saying is when it doesn't make sense to be correct. It's so weird for that person to do that, and then it clicks, and you're like, oh shit, this is the most fuck kind of game.
Yeah.
Whenever I think this might have been my most revelation. I played this. There was a bot of me, and I wish I didn't play it one go. I wish I kind of broke it up into two more coherent things because I felt like some parts were missed on me initially because this is definitely one of those aha games, you know, where you just catch the moment and it really just hits you all at once. Especially that dude, very little games. One, the ending is fucking so poetic and just beautiful. But I love that scene where it's so heartbreaking. It's when you get that final scene where it accumulates to where they're sitting out there looking at the moon and then she just starts saying everything and just little by little just breaks your heart because you're like,
you realize that's the reason why
all this random shit.
Yeah.
Fucking makes sense, and then you're like, oh, then you think back and you're like, she's dead.
Yeah, why is she making all the origami?
She did that, and then you realize you're like, she's dead. She died, didn't ever get a chance to ever live that life with him. And
they did live a life together, just not.
They
the
had a
one
life together,
that-
but she never had the one that she was always thinking of. And then you have that whole like Asperger side of it where she didn't quite get it either. She just
Right.
and it's just so heartbreaking. It's
Yeah,
such
she
a
thinks
heartbreaking.
he forgot her or something like that.
And even when you pull into the whole aspect of what you're doing for him, it's almost a little existentially heartbreaking too. Is because like it's nice that this person's getting that last memory, but it's all fake. You know, it's like none of it was lived, none of it was there. This is all like what could have been, and it wasn't, and it never will be. He'll think it. He's passed on. They did their job, but like it wasn't that, and it's weird because like the game like it ends. I love that heartbeat. The heartbeat when it just closes and it goes black. It's so fucking beautiful. But then you just but then you like kind of like wake up from it and you're like, that's still like so much shit just went wrong though. Like the whole life. It's so wild, dude. Such an incredible story in 4 hours. Like I don't even know. It leaves me speechless just thinking about.
It's great. The way it's structured is perfect. All the revelations. It's a perfect story. I think. I don't think there's anything wrong, honestly, with it. The gameplay itself is maybe a little lackluster, I guess, but I mean, I don't really care. It didn't bother me, but some of the controls were weird on the consoles, though. I will say. I wish the Steam version wasn't so fucked up because I would just play it on there. But,
I was really hoping I could play a Steam version like I've done all that.
I'm looking forward to playing the other two. Supposedly those are much better on Steam.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because it's just a point and click game. Like moving the character around, it's just like I felt like I was getting caught on things where if I was just clicking, you wouldn't get caught because it would just the fucking character would go there and you would be like getting stuck on a thing.
Has there been reviews of Imposter Factory?
Yeah, it's great. It has like 80 something.
So I'm pretty sure that the first one's still the highest, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, no, I think To the Moon has like around 80 something also.
Okay.
Like,
they
all have like 80s. Like I think they a lot of reviews consider the gameplay too, where like To the Moon doesn't really have much going on when it comes to gameplay. There's not many puzzles really. It's like click here, all right, click 3 things, all right.
Yeah,
you're
but
good.
Man,
go.
like it's just such a fucking incredible and beautiful game, and it's so heartbreaking. It's nice to have it's like the end of Last of Us 1, you know. It's like ended on a bleak note. We don't need every fucking ending to be like super fantastic and gorgeous and
you
like,
don't need To the Moon Part 2. Come on.
Yeah,
where Johnny gets bonked a little bit, and River has to go on a revenge spree. Oh no! To the Moon has an 81 on PC. Switch has an 84, and on iPhone it has nothing. All right, well, it has 2 reviews. That's it. What's the second game called again? I forgot.
Story.
No. There's another one. Bird Story is a short game. Isn't there another one?
That was a Bird Story.
No, Bird Story is a side note. There is another one.
Oh fuck! What is it called? The second game, Finding Paradise.
Yes, Finding Paradise.
There you go. Finding Paradise. What is that? 81 also. All right. Well, there you go. And Imposter. I want to say Imposter Factory has the same. It's Imposter Factory, right?
Yeah.
All right. It didn't pop up for some reason. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'll look.
It's probably not that. It's Imposter something then.
I think anyway. I'm pretty sure it's Imposter Factory.
It might be just
no, it's Imposter Factory. Game, so. 81. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
all of them have 81. There you go.
David.
Yeah, no, a masterpiece. That's the first review. I heard this new one is a little bit more. It's still emotional, but it's a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing about the second one. Like it's a little bit like ooh, you know.
Yeah. You got that vibe from the short episodes too in To the Moon.
No, for one of those short episodes is fucking horrifying. I think if I remember, one of them was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's what
no. One of them was fun, and then at the end it reveals that
it was really messed up. Yeah. David, I feel like what resonated with you with this story mostly because I feel like. I've been getting a vibe from you that like between this and like Edith Finch. I think this was your Edith Finch.
No,
not quite.
Yeah, and I loved it even before we talked about it because I played this game ages ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say he played.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I remember picking it. And he's like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Whoa, really?"
Yeah, I played this game.
Yeah, I played that game. Oh
so,
boy, this is my David impression.
Is it about? All right,
That's my
all right.
dude.
It was
That's not
because
separate.
I had the fiance play this when we were doing the games gone by,
At gunpoint.
and she didn't like it. I thought that was
What?
kind of weird. Yeah, she actually because
Fire her now.
she really hated Neil, and I kind of get it. He is an annoying character
Yeah,
at
he's kind of annoying.
times.
But yeah, at the
Um,
end, I
That's the
felt
point.
for him.
He had that
'Cause
redemption,
it-
though.
Yeah, but he is annoying. Like that's the thing. Like a character can be annoying and have a redemption, but he's still annoying in the first half.
Sure.
and that was
Yeah.
kind of her point to it.
That's
And
my
also,
one problem with God of War story is that like Atreus is really likable, but when he becomes fucking annoying for like an hour and a half of that game, he's fucking annoying and he's insufferable. So it's
yeah,
like
he
even though
kinda kills the
there's a reason
character.
for that, there's still for an hour and a half in that game, I can't fucking stand it. And he's
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
you bitch. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just smack him. Just smack him against the
Oh.
fucking face. Like it'd be fine.
But
He'll be fine. He's a god. He'll be fine.
that's right.
Good.
But yeah, and she didn't. She actually didn't like the convenience of the mind altering. She thought kind of how I felt about like 999 that there's certain kind of aspects of it that just don't make sense and
Right.
don't really stand itself well.
And that's what I was saying
Um,
earlier, where like there's some things that like if you really think about it, doesn't make sense. Which
Yeah.
I think the same thing about 999, but I don't think it really matters that much in 999 because I think a lot of the writing and characters are great. Same thing here, where like there might be a couple things here and there, but that's fine. I don't think when I say it's a perfect story, what the story is trying to tell, it's perfect.
yes,
It's
and
not really trying to tell a science fiction story. Really, it's really telling a story about a two a couple and their story and why they are at that point. Why you know. what
yeah,
happened.
and that's why I love this game. I came across it when I was starting to really want to explore RPG Maker games ages ago because I had fooled around with RPG Maker back in like 2003 and was like, I kind of want to make a game, and I fooled around with that a little bit. And then eventually I started coming across games that people had actually made with it. And so this was just a fantastic journey that had caught me off guard because usually I'm not a big fan of these kind of adventure games where there's very little gameplay, but it's just 100% plot. And it's just such a haunting and beautiful story. There's so much that you go through and that you experience in the world, and it really does kind of make you wonder, like, was all this worth it? Like, what does any of this mean in the end? And like even Neil kind of spends a bit of time throughout the kind of experience, like, I mean, it's a paycheck, but does it matter? Like, whatever, I'll fuck around in his memories all I want, and he's gonna be dead soon anyways. And it's interesting to see his change and progression. It's almost like not quite a fully apt comparison, but it's like a Scott Pilgrim thing where you see this character that really isn't like likable in the traditional sense, but he kind of
Mhm.
grows into being a full person by the end of it, where he
Right.
kind of gets it. He understands that certain level of empathy they didn't have before. And weirdly, it feels like he is the one that has the most. And again, there's a lot more intrigue going into his character where there's clearly something not right with him either. And there's just a lot of mystery to it. I love a lot of the layers of storytelling in it. And it's just a fantastic story all around, 100%.
Right.
Uh,
Cool.
Good game.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Could have done with more shower scenes
Butts,
and
yeah.
butts, but but I mean, what
But-
are you gonna do? But hey, speaking of
Booty
butts,
butt cheeks.
I actually forgot the next game. What is it?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Hell
let's see.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. No. There was something else. No, there's definitely something else. We skipped something.
Did we miss just a random games gone by game from this season?
No. We skipped something in between.
Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley. There you go. That was definitely before, right? And then we go through
No,
that.
August was
game.
August was To the Moon and Bloodstained.
No, it wasn't. That was that Midway game. No, Bloodstained was September. I thought.
No, Stardew
Yeah,
was.
no, it was definitely was because we just played that. Look it up. No, it had to have been
I'll look it up.
September must have been Bloodstained.
I mean,
And-
I think we did like 3 games in September because things kept getting pushed back.
Yeah, well, Bloodstained technically we did in October, I think, but maybe not. I don't know.
No, because my pick was Bloodstained. I didn't have October.
We definitely talk about Bloodstained like more recently than Stardew. I know that for a fucking fact. There's no way in hell because Stardew, I honestly I don't even remember what we talked about for Stardew. I don't think we talked about much.
Yeah. Stardew was the end of September, and no,
No, it had to have been August because my pick for May was 999. So 3 months after that is August. So that had to have been my choice. It had to have been.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
Stardew
right.
was August 26th, and then September
I'm
was
right.
Bloodstained.
Give me $1.
All right, so let me let me
Hendies.
fix that.
Let me PayPal you $1. PayPal takes most of it, but
All right, Stardew
Alright,
Valley.
So yeah, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. It's a great game. Anyway, so
Yeah, that's why we
phenomenal
spend
game.
more
I'm
time like
excited for the
discussing whether we talk about it
Chocolatier.
now.
yeah. All right. No, Stardew Valley is one of my favorite games of all time. I picked it because I thought it would be a nice chill game for us to play after amazing games like Wolf Chaos, or I was gonna say Wolf Among Us, Metal Wolf Chaos.
Oh, we should have the
and,
trifecta, huh? Metal Wolf Chaos, Metal Gear, and then I don't know, do another Wolf, and then we'll kind of blend. I don't know. That didn't work out logically because I'm very tired. It's fine.
I thought you were gonna say metal games like Metal Wolf Chaos, Metal Gear Solid, and Metal
Slime.
Metal Slug.
Slug.
Yeah. I said first. I said Slug
Okay.
first. I win. Metal Slug X. That guy said the
Great game.
No, I'm just kidding. You're right. It's a good game. I didn't play. I don't think I played Metal Slug X. To be fair. I played Metal Slug games. They all kind of dip in and out of my brain as the same game. You know, five,
Fair.
7.
I mean, they
all
all
of them.
play basically the same. But they're all
Yeah.
fantastic.
What's better, Alien Hominid or Metal Slug?
Metal Slug, 100%.
I grew up with Alien Hominid because that was a Flash game, and then it blew my mind one day because I was playing that all the time in like fucking like I want to say like last years of middle school, maybe early high school, or sorry, it was somewhere around. I think it was middle school actually. And I went to the store one day, and it was on PS2. I was like, wait, what the fuck? That blew my mind. I was like, this is a Flash game, and there's a real game. Anyway,
Twisted Metal Black.
A real game.
Twisted Metal Black. We'll play Twisted Metal Black or any of the Twisted
Just
Metal
that
games.
one, just Twisted Metal Black.
And
Twisted Metal Small Brawl. Let's go.
And then we'll top it all off with Metal Combat. Do. Metal Combat.
Hell yeah. So
Suck
Stardew Valley, you can have
It's
a farm.
official. You stink.
can
That's the quote from there.
Fuck the mayor's wife.
You could fuck. Well, he doesn't have a wife. He has a thought. I fucking smelt the skunk in the cellar. No, I was good. That's what you say when you
Yeah,
catch
that's
him.
how it's
No, the whole
oh.
story. You didn't play far enough, but there's a secret romance going on with the cowgirl.
Okay, how about
Marnie.
we're getting
Fucking
into
Marnie.
we're getting into territory of games that were pretty recent, so I don't have to go too deep into it. But
Oh,
you know
I
what?
thought you were gonna say we're getting into territory of games that we didn't really play a lot of.
Yeah, that was mostly
true.
me, and that's just you could tell it this time downtime.
Yeah,
But
I guess Bloodstained I played, but I didn't really play a lot of Stardew leading up to this.
I discovered this, and Dave, I imagine you probably know about this, about the whole like kerfuffle the internet went through thinking about this murder Stardew Valley game. Did you hear about this? I went to the deep dive here last weekend.
The thing that Justin Wang talked about in a few videos.
Yeah. So
Wait,
Gord,
say it again. I didn't hear what you said. You said murder?
So someone there were a couple of Reddit threads. One specifically of this guy saying, "I played this game way back in the day. It was like a farming simulator game, but you murdered your wife and you hid her body, and you just went back farming, and occasionally the police would come by." And you would just continue just farming, and you would stay inconspicuous, and just make sure the police stayed away.
That sounds amazing. I'd play that right now.
So that guy said that, and everyone's like, oh, wait, shut the fuck up. There's another story. Don't spoil the fucking story. Why are you supposed?
I didn't hear him.
Okay, yeah, good. So the runner's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is the game? He's like, yeah, I don't know. I played on...
Can I guess? Was it like a mod or something? Someone fucked with him as a mod for Stardew Valley or something? It was Stardew Valley.
So the internet went to a weird like frenzy about it, trying to figure it out, and he's like, I don't know it was weird, and they were trying to get time frames, whatever. And then this other guy, I forget what he was associated with. Would you know what the AMA was? I forget who it was for. Anyway, this other guy did an AMA, and then eventually he just posted on a thing. He's like, anyone know about this fucking weird murders farming game? And it was like, oh, what the fuck? It's literally the only person ever mentioned, like second person ever, like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, it was like this weird, and I was like, but they were starting to get like they had it for the overall premise of it, but like very like middle details were a little like shaky. Like the guy originally said like it was like an early 2000, like 2000 or 2015, somewhere in there. I played on PC. It wasn't like a random flash game. The other one's like the other guy's like, yeah, I pulled it off like some website that was like a flash like sort of thing. There are a little bit of different things, but the overall like story was still exactly the same. And then I forget where it went from there, but one more, but people were like saying like, what the fuck was this? And then finally, like one more guy posted about it, and then someone got linked that Vine Sauce was playing some game. Like it was a fucking like one of the, like long plays where you just cut it in like DSP style, like 90 different parts. He was doing some game and just talking, and then he just like someone brought up some I forget what the actual game was called, but like it had like a like murder farm or something like that, or someone made some joke about that, and then he goes off on a tangent saying, yeah, that'd be dumb if you just like and it was the earliest instance of it, so this is where everyone got it from. Was so he was like, yeah, you know, it'd be dumb if you just like you killed their wife or something, and he makes that whole like joke about that. And then someone else made a flash animation of it. So what they found out, and that flash animation only had like 20 views on it. What they found out though was that the guy that originally thought of it, he would sleep to Vine Sauce videos, and he had this audio play in the background. So he just like imagined his entire game in his head, and just thought about that because I guess he was just thinking it just like subconsciously like became a dream. And someone suggested
it's like that. It's like the episode of Dexter's Laboratory where he wants to learn French, so he puts on a French thing while he's sleeping.
Yeah,
but it keeps skipping.
fromage.
Yeah. So at the end, well, he gets all the bitches though. So actually, work is just a fromage, and they're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, so it was kind of like weird that multiple people thought this, but just Vine Sauce just happened to put that in people's brains. But one guy has been for the last couple of years been making this game, and it should be coming out this year. Actually, it's been a couple of years in the making, but he's making that entire game about murdering a farm, and you have to keeping the farm intact to keep the cops away.
What is it called?
Let me go look. I put it in my Steam library, my wish list.
Stardew Valley, but with murder.
I think it had a decent title. Let me see what it was.
Murder.
It still has a release date of this year though, so let's see.
Guess it could come out.
Library.
Sounds great.
Yeah, no, as soon as I heard that, I was like, that's a gore ass game right there. You would love to fucking play that game.
Oh yeah, I'd play that. Murder my wife?
Yeah, that's a gore joke, right?
Joke. You didn't hear shit.
Let's see. The evil farming game, Replanted.
Is that the title?
Yeah, that's the title he's going for.
Oh,
the evil farming game, Replanted.
That's probably not. I wouldn't go with that. I would just say evil farm. Just call it that.
Well, what do you do when you, an ordinary farmer, end up in a situation?
You should just call it. I killed my wife and now I farm. That should be the title.
Yeah, I buy that. What will you do when you, an ordinary farmer, end up in a situation where your wife is laying on the floor, lifeless? Will you turn yourself in or hide from the punishment? Make your choice in part 1 of this 2-game duology.
Well, wait, where's the farming?
It's still there. Like it's still like.
I thought he was gonna say, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna farm, or you're gonna report the body?" I didn't say that. I just said, "What do you do?"
When they come for you.
What are you gonna do when you have to farm? You gotta plant those fucking tree seeds, man. It takes a long time for them to grow.
Anyway, Stardew Valley.
What does the game look like?
I mean, it looks like like a one person trying to like make a game in a couple of years thing.
Evil farm. Game replanted there.
While we search that up, let's swap it over. Bloodstained.
All right, we didn't talk about Stardew, by the way, but
we're at the point now where we talk about these games recently. Stardew is still just a game I want to play sometime. Just having no time to do that, but again, one day soon.
To be fair, we also didn't talk about it really at all during the games gone by. But next,
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Great game. Got the platinums.
Hey, great game. I still it's funny it came out right before Metroid, because I still think the game has problems, but I really like it still. But after playing Metroid Dread, I'm like, ooh, this is just It's like Metroidvania perfection, which I guess you can't really call Metroid a Metroidvania. That makes sense, but it's just that style of game. Like Metroid Dread, I haven't finished yet, but I'm really far. It's fucking really good. It's really fucking challenging though, which unsurprising for a Metroid game. But yeah, I got through Bloodstained though. So anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say about Bloodstained now. I will say I still think the story isn't the best, so it's not high up on my list comparatively to other games. So and the gameplay is good. It still has some problems, I think. But yeah, I'm very happy that it ended up being good. It's one of those few Kickstarter games that actually ended up being a fucking good game. So
Hell yeah, we did it.
I mean, that right there is a fucking milestone. And not only that, but we have 3 really good games. So we got the Crystal Moon games too. So
good franchise.
Yeah.
David, anything else you want to say before I move on?
Nah, phenomenal game. If you like Metroidvanias and haven't played it yet, the fuck's wrong with you? Go play it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If you play Metroid Dread right now, like a lot of people have because it's been doing very well, and you want another one after Metroid Dread, play Bloodstained. I mean, don't play on Switch though. I've heard it's shit on Switch. If you have a console or a PC, play it on there.
All right.
Yeah.
Next game is Night Trap.
Night Trap.
Fun game.
I love it. I really do. I love it. It's not high on my list, but I do love it. I just love the whole vibe of it. Now, this is a game that gets the cheesy factor right, where, again, I still like the cheesiness of the other 2 fucking games, Wolf Metal and the Earthman. But this does it right because it was actually made in the fucking late 80s, early 90s. So it actually feels appropriate because it is. Not that those games are 80s, but you know what I mean? It's cheesy. This just feels right. It does.
It feels of its time.
Yeah, definitely. And it feels good. It really does. Watching it, I'm just like, I want to watch some shitty horror movies. I didn't watch a lot during October, to be fair, because I was really feeling like in that mood after Night Trap. But it's a good time. It really is. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's exactly what it should be, you know, considering it's a game about trying to save all the girls before they get murdered. I would love to see more games like this. Like we do get full motion videos, full motion video games. They're not called full motion video. It doesn't make any sense anymore. It's just a fucking what would you call it? Actually, just
they still do actually refer to them as FMV games.
FMV, okay, sure. I mean, full motion video doesn't even make any sense. Like, yeah, no shit. Like as the AVGN said that too. I was like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Full motion video, no shit. Yeah, it's a video. Of course, it'd be motion. But I guess at the time that was so like no game could do that. So it's like, whoa, you get pictures maybe, and that'd be about it. So they had to come up with some fucking term. But yeah, like I think recently there was like a couple came out. I think there was one that came out. I forgot what it's called. I want to say it's like called Action Man or something. That's actually an old 80s movie that never got released that they just turned into like a Night Trap style video game. I don't know if it's good or not, but I see it. There's more games coming out that are like this, which is cool. But yeah, I like it. It's an enjoyable game. I had a good time. Gameplay wise, not the best, but if you watch a walkthrough and then play it, you'll have a good time. And you're not playing it a couple times and failing the first couple times. I think is necessary because you get a nice flow of like the jumbled, stupid story, and you get to see some characters die. So, and some of the acting is so terrible, it's funny. So, I don't know.
So yeah, no, it's a fun like, all right, just play the game about 1 or 2 times, get an idea of it, and then go watch a video.
And then watch a video of it, figure it out. Yeah, you have to pay attention, make sure you get the right codes or whatever for the colors and stuff. Yeah.
Right. All right. Last pick, and this is from last week. So BioShock.
Phenomenal game.
Excellent game. No problems for me.
We'll try again next time.
All right, time to rank them. I mean, honestly, last week.
It happened last time like that. It was like the recent games is what it is. All right. Let's.
So BioShock, great game, but now we're gonna rank these.
That's right.
All right, send you mine. But are we also doing that other thing you sent?
Yeah. So send me those because me and David already have ours. So I will.
Okay. I didn't know we were ranking those two. I thought we were just gonna say them. Wouldn't it make more sense if we say it ourselves?
Well, I just want to see them. I want to put everything on here.
Are you gonna? Why?
I'm putting everything on the dock here.
In season 1, we averaged them out.
But no, I'm talking about the other.
No, he's talking about the top 3 characters.
Like I get the
Obviously.
averaging out, but like the other, yeah, okay. I was like, we're gonna do our top 3 characters.
Sure,
Yeah,
we
that's
picked
why
the
I just
best
want to have
waifu
all
of
3
the
up there
year.
so I could look at them right there. It's easier for me. Well, we'll talk about that. Let's do rankings first. Or actually, I want to go through really quick and give our rated and Metacritics. See who had the highest on there. Between all of my games, I had 54 hours of gameplay, average around 10.8 hours of per game. Gore, you had 97.5 hours of gameplay, again, according to how long to
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
With the biggest one, I think, being Stardew. That
Yeah, it's
that
definitely
ruined
Stardew.
that. Yeah. 97.5. Average out
The least played game I think this year.
averaged out to 14 hours a game, or 14 hours. Sorry,
Okay.
total.
Wait,
Wait, no,
hours
no,
total?
sorry, 15,
Oh, yeah,
14 hours a game. I'm very tired. David, you had 61.5 hours. Average out to 12.3 hours per
Hell
game.
yeah.
How many games do we have?
I had 5. I think Gore had.
I think I have 6. I want to say
No.
like 3. No, I must have because I had the
1.
2 mid games because I had Metal Gear. I think Metal Gear Rising was mine. Oh no, I think that was David actually.
No,
David, was that
I didn't
yours?
No, I didn't pick Rising.
No, I think it must have been me. And then I also had To the Moon. That was a.
You had
and I had
7.
my 3 picks. I had 7. See, even more.
Enslaved, Metal Gear,
Oh,
Little
yeah, 'cause we get 4
Nightmares.
picks. That's right. I
Yeah.
was thinking I only get 3.
Yeah. Okay, so Metacritic wise, obviously it's thrown off a little bit because one, did To the Moon have a
Yeah, 81.
81? Okay, I
You
didn't
went
see
through
one on
that.
Metacritic right off the bat, so let me
I
put
just,
that.
what the fuck?
It's out on Metacritic when I search that up.
They all have 81. All 3 of the
Okay,
games.
so I gotta recalculate yours really quick.
No, actually, technically on Switch has 84.
84. Okay, let
You
me.
said To the Moon, right? You didn't ask
To the
me
Moon,
something
yeah.
else?
The To Moon didn't have one on
Yeah.
there, but I think it was
It
because of
did.
PC.
It did. It definitely did. No, it was on PC and Switch.
I typed in To the Moon, it said nothing on there. So let me give me like about a minute.
I mean, it did. I
Okay.
read them.
Okay, I didn't see it, but it's fine. Yeah,
I read it. You don't believe me?
No,
Well, what the fuck?
Liar.
Why'd you ask me before? What
Dirty
was?
liar.
I'm
What was
fucking
impo-
adding
you
it
asked
in.
me what Imposter Factory
Shut
had,
up.
and I looked
Shut
that
up.
and then I also looked at To the Moon and fucking the Finding Paradise,
Finding Dory.
Finding Dory, Dory Dory. I never watched Finding Dory because I didn't like Finding Nemo.
Same.
Hell yeah! See, we can agree.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm Dory, and you know I can't watch Dory now
That
because
does not add up.
she's a
Okay,
horrible,
let's see.
she's a bad person.
Yeah, unfortunate person, really.
She's an unfortunate person. I can still separate the art from the artist, but I just don't like her anyway. So
It's like James
I don't
Corden,
like
right?
her.
Except everyone says
I
he's a dick.
hate James Corden. I can't wait until
Everyone says he's a
about
dick.
James Corden comes out. Oh, good. I can't wait until you find out he's a fucker. Because I'd be like, oh, I hated him forever. I hate his ass. Every fucking performance is the same thing. All right, guys, I'm James Corden. Woo. Like, fuck out of here. Shut up. Go die. No, not die. Sorry.
All right, so
dye your hair.
I have an average of Metacritic scores. I average out at 79.75. That was heavily hindered by obviously the lowest one being Metal Wolf Chaos at 65.
Okay.
I
I don't think any of my games were below 80, so I better fucking beat that. Don't you fuck with me. The only game that I think might have been a little bit lower is maybe Metal Gear. I could see that.
Yeah, that was at 83. There's 82.
Oh, okay.
Enslaved was lower, 82.
Oh, Enslaved, yeah.
And
okay,
Little Nightmares was 81.
Oh wow. I
And
thought
999 was also 82. Your average hit at 85.28.
Yeah. You're fucked, David.
Your average.
Wait, hold on.
It actually averaged out at 83.5. You guys were right there.
No, I have 2 whole points extra. No, he was
not 2 whole points.
Yeah, I had 85.5.
1.75.
83.5.
Yeah, he had 83.5. You had 85.28.
Oh, they said 85.5.
Nope, so you're almost there. All right, let's go for the overall rankings of these. So all I did is had everyone put them in a list. I calculated 1 through 17 games, and I set them points. So, like, for example, and we'll use the opposite example, say, like, Night Trap was number 1 for someone, it got 1 point. If it was 17 for someone else, got 17 points, therefore it's at 18 points. So we average it out that way. So there are a couple ties in here. So let's see. You want to go bottom to top or top to bottom? Which way you guys want to do this? I
Bottom
think
and top. Let's
Yeah,
go bottom top.
No, I feel like top to bottom makes more. No, yeah, let's do bottom.
What do
bottom
you
to
guys?
top.
What do you guys
all know
think
what the
is the
bottom's gonna
worst
be.
rated game of Mon?
You know what? No, I'm gonna say Metal Wolf Chaos because obviously Earth Defense Force 5 will be number 1 for him, and then it would be bottom for us. But all of us will have Metal Wolf Chaos pretty close to the bottom, or I guess it could be No Man's Sky because I have it kind of on the bottom, not because I hate it, but I know he would have that close to the bottom too. So
do you? What do you
either
guys?
one of those. I'll say Metal
We'll
Wolf Chaos.
see.
I'll say Metal Wolf Chaos.
The lowest rated Games Gone By Season 2 game hitting on lists. Let's see, for Gore had that at 16th place.
So, all right.
David had that
Let's
at
go to that.
14th place.
Wow,
and
14, really?
I also had that at 16th place. Therefore, 46 was Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
46.
Yeah, I got 46 points.
That's right. We're doing the points.
Yeah, point system. Above that, Gore is correct. No Man's Sky was above there with 44 points.
Okay.
Above that, does anyone have a guess there?
I'm gonna guess Night Trap.
David, got any guesses?
I could see maybe Little Nightmares, maybe just because he probably hated that game.
I will guess Metal Gear.
Night Trap is the next game up there with 39 points, and Metal Gear Revengeance is right above that by 1 point at 38 points.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. Either Metal Gear or Little Nightmares.
Okay, next up for places 17, 16, 15, 14, 13th place.
Okay.
Does anyone have
You
any?
said Metal Gear is 14, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so 13 is. I'm gonna say Little Nightmares.
Yeah, I'll put Little Nightmares there.
Yeah, 'cause he
Unfortunately
hated
for
it.
you both, Earth Defense Force 5 is
Oh
at
yeah, I
13th
forgot
place.
about Earth Defense Force 5.
David being
Yeah,
the
your
Hail
number
Mary.
one position can't be fucking
David Hail Mary
effective.
that whole game
Hey,
from last
better
place.
than Night Trap. Congrats. It's a little bit better than Night Trap.
Yeah, David Hail Mary and lifted that game up as far as he could.
Hey, it's higher than No Man's Sky. So there you go. You got that.
It beat out Metal Gear Revengeance.
As it should.
And above that is indeed
Hey,
Little
at least
Nightmares.
Metal Gear Rising knows when to end.
Little Nightmares. I want to point out something fun about Little Nightmares, Earth Defense Force 5, Metal Gear Revengeance, and Night Trap. All had consecutively 36, 37, 38, and 39 points. So, like, any sort of shift in our list whatsoever would have 100% bumped those games.
Right.
Weirdly
so
enough.
the next one is Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares was at 36 points.
All right,
Okay.
what number is that? 11?
13, 12. So now at 11th place.
All right, now we're at
Now we're getting juicy.
Okay. I'm going to say number 11 is Hellblade.
I'll say it's Enslaved.
It better not be Enslaved.
At 11th place is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Okay, I was about to say Bloodstained.
With 29 points, and Hellblade right above that by 1 point with 28. Okay, so now we're at 11, 10, 9th place.
Okay. PT.
Yeah, I'll say PT as well.
You guys, so actually there's a tie. So PT and what other game?
Enslaved.
Uh-huh. PT and Enslaved tied at that, I guess, 9th place. Right above that with 1 point. So we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place. By 1 point, it missed triple tying with Enslaved and PT.
Grim Fandango.
I'll say Stardew.
You guys want to try again?
I was gonna say Hellblade if it wasn't that.
Hellblade's already down there. Hellblade was
Hellblade's already down there. Well, I don't have the list.
I have no fucking idea.
So I'll tell you guys.
Moon.
So
no, 999. It's fine.
999 is indeed.
Yeah, because he hated it for some reason.
So now, currently, I'll mix these up really quick. Let me just go read them in order. I'll mix up myself. We got BioShock 2: The Moon. We have Stardew Valley, Parasite Eve, Silent Hill 2, and Grim Fandango left for those top 6 spots of season 2.
Okay,
what
I'm going to say Grim
place?
Fandango's next. Grim Fandango.
Yeah, I'll say Grim Fandango.
Parasite Eve is 6th place at 20 points.
Yeah.
Fifth
That's
place.
might be, that's probably because of me. So
Fifth
I
place.
put it pretty low. That has to be Grim Fandango.
I'll put
Unless Adrian thought that was the best game of the year. Okay.
I'll put BioShock there.
Oh yeah, Bioshock, because he hated it.
For fifth place is Stardew Valley at 19 points. 1 point above
Okay.
Parasite Eve.
All right.
Fourth place.
I mean, I'll stick to Grim Fandango because that was pretty low on my list. So.
David?
BioShock.
Grim Fandango is indeed the fourth place game.
Okay. And then next is Bioshock.
We still have 3 games left.
I think next is Bioshock.
I'll keep saying BioShock.
To the Moon is third place.
Yeah, okay. I should have said that because that was lower on my list. So I will brought it down.
Okay. So top 2.
Well,
So-
number 1 has to be Silent Hill 2.
I was gonna say, there's no way Silent Hill 2 isn't number
Silent
Yeah.
Hill 2 is indeed the number 1 game of
and
what has
Bioshock.
gone by. Did two-year champ.
Bioshock 2 is only number 2 because he had a fucked up version.
2-year
Just
champ.
want to throw it out there. How's that 2-year champ?
I
What
got
are you
near
talking
last year, dude.
about? Wow.
Yeah. Now
Hey, but
Hylix
that's
2.
only,
Hylix
that's
2 is
only
going to be our
because-
number 1
that's
next
only-
year. Watch.
That's only because you had a fucked up version of Bioshock.
It's true, but I mean, they shouldn't have fucked it up.
They didn't. I played it.
I still would put. I would still put Silent Hill 2 over BioShock.
You just got unlucky.
There you go. So him and I. Even if I liked it, I probably would put Silent Hill 2
I wouldn't
above it.
because Bioshock's a more entertaining game to actually play.
Less spooky.
Silent Hill 2 has. Yeah, that's true too. But Silent Hill 2 is a little clunky.
Yeah, no, I mean, for all this purpose, I could have put Bioshock even lower because obviously I just didn't care for it. But I put it at number 8, which was, I think that was still relatively high.
For him, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for a game that was
Are
busted.
we gonna read out our list though?
Yeah, I can read out lists. So I'll read out Gore's list first. Gore had first place Stardew, second place Bioshock, third place 999, fourth place Silent Hill 2, fifth place To the Moon, sixth place Enslaved, seventh Hellblade, eighth PT, ninth Bloodstain, 10th Grim Fandango, 11th Little Nightmares, 12 Metal Gear Rising, 13 Parasite Eve, 14 Night Trap, 15 No Man's Sky, 16 Metal of Chaos, and 17th Earth Defense Force. David Thick Dave. Number 1, Parasite Eve. Number 2, Silent Hill 2. Number 3, Earth Defense Force 5. Number 4, Bioshock. 5, Grim Fandango. 6, Bloodstained. 7, Stardew. 8, To the Moon. 9, Enslaved. 10, Night Trap. 11, Hellblade. 12, PT. 13, Metal Gear. 14, Metal Wolf. 15, 999. 16, Little Nightmares. 17, No Man's Sky.
That's the bullshit. Yeah, fucking 999 below fucking Metal Wolf Chaos. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. That's the way he did that to spite me. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. You know what? Fuck you. Metal Wolf Chaos is better. It's way better, actually.
All right.
Yeah, Metal Wolf Chaos is is goddamn is a masterpiece compared to Earth Defense fucking Force fucking Gameplay 5.
And then my list went number 1, Grim Fandango. Number 2, To the Moon.
Yeah.
Number 3, Silent Hill 2. 4, PT. 5, 999. 6, Parasite Eve. 7, Enslaved. 8, Bioshock. 9, Little Nightmares. 10, Hellblade. 11, Stardew. 12, No Man's Sky. 13, Metal Gear. 14, Bloodstain. 15, Night Trap. 16, Metal Wolf. And 17, Earth Defense Force.
Yep.
I feel like the top 3 could be almost interchangeable, honestly, for me. Grim Fandango, To the Moon, Silent Hill 2. All 3 fantastic games, I think. And those were the big gems for me. Grim Fandango was just it was just nice to get kind of like almost a little more campy story. You know, it was like cool to have like a kind of fun, dumb story that I feel like I haven't had in a long time. And last 3, Gord, you sent me your characters yet?
No, but hold on. All right. I cheated on one, but you'll understand
You
why.
cheated on her?
I cheated
All
on
right,
her.
who is the waifu of the year? Last year it was 2B. Who will it be this year?
I thought we did 5 characters last year.
No, I'm just doing 3.
Well, there you go.
Ooh, the suspense.
I'm assuming it's gonna be.
All right. So we all had. Actually, no, that's interesting.
I feel like those two have to go together if you talk about that.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's funny because
I was gonna pick a character from 999, but I decided to not because there's no way it's gonna even be in there. So because this fucker is in clown mode right now.
The
I
only
don't know who the
character
main
that was
I
likable
don't know
from
who the main
999
character of
was
Earth
Santa.
Defense Force is, but I'm sure he's gonna be in there. I was gonna pick the main character from Night Trap, but yeah.
so Gore is the only one that picked
Shit,
different
actually.
characters. Dave and I picked the exact same three.
I know exactly fucking what both of you picked.
And honestly,
I'm curious. What do you think we picked?
all right, I'm pretty sure Adrian definitely picked a fucking Glowbox or whatever the fuck his name is. It was a fun character. And you both picked him, obviously. I know that's his number one character. He hasn't stopped talking about his fucking ass.
No, actually.
But
Actually,
you
there's one
didn't
we
pick
differ.
him?
I should say that we did the games wise.
huh?
Game wise, I should say that I'm very tired. Sorry. So we had one game where we shared the characters, but otherwise, Dave and I had two of the same characters.
Oh, okay. Only two of the same characters.
Yeah.
All right, so you picked Glowbox or whatever his name is. Whatever his name is.
How's a glow box?
Well, I don't know his fight. No, Glowbox is the fat dude from Rayman. Whoever fucking Manny's friend is. Whoever Manny's friend's name is.
They call him the
Whatever.
fat dude from.
Obviously, he's not on my list because he's a funny character, but he's definitely not up there.
God
For
damn
me.
it! I love
I think you're thinking of Glottis.
Glottis.
Glottis, yeah.
I love the
Glowbox
fat.
is a character from Rayman.
I love the fat guy from.
He's a fat little fuck from Rayman. I don't know what to tell you. You know Rayman Legends, the blue guy with the big fucking
Yeah,
mouth?
I know
That's
exactly what Glowbox is. Yeah.
Glowbox, yeah, or whatever how you pronounce it.
All right. So
All right.
you got my number one.
Yeah. All right. For David, then I'm gonna guess his number one. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say it better not be the main character from Bloodstain. I'm gonna be really upset, but it's not. I'm gonna say it's Aya, whatever her name is from Prince Eve. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he put Bloodstained Girl as number 3 though.
No, I don't have
No.
Miriam on the list at all.
Okay, yeah, Miriam, that's her name. All right, I'm gonna say then for David, I'm gonna say. I'll say the one that you said. There's one that's similar to
Game wise, we shared a character in a game.
game wise. Okay, I'm gonna say he probably put Andrew Ryan. No, I can't see it because I have the thing, so I'm assuming he said no. All
Yeah,
right,
he said no.
maybe Stardew then. Whoever you fucked in
No Stardew.
No? Okay. All right, so then To the Moon, I'd say.
Nope.
No, To the Moon. I don't know. All right, Senua then.
Nope.
Okay, at least I got your number ones.
Number two.
All right, but Adrian, I'm not done with Adrian.
Okay.
I'm not done with his fucking ass.
Ah!
I'm gonna say you have To the Moon though.
No.
What the fuck?
I
All
can
right, did you-
that To the
All
Moon
right,
could
Silent
tell
Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. What the fuck? What the fuck characters you have?
two. So I will say this is one character is 100% interchangeable with To the Moon. Like I can go that either way 100%. So I could give you that, but it wasn't on this list actually here.
Wait, what? I'm confused. It's interchangeable with To the Moon. So
To
it
the
could be a
Moon,
char-
To the Moon characters like you, I would have had as my number 3, but
But you have a To the Moon
No,
character. Oh, okay. I'm confused. All right, I get what you're saying.
yeah,
He's saying,
Alright.
yeah.
I just said what I get what he's saying. You don't need to explain. You don't need to make it longer. All right, I want to keep guessing. Because this is fun. I always like playing guessing games.
David,
Oh, you know what? The one I was going to put, but I decided against it. Because he's a meme. I love him, but he's not actually an amazing character. He is, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna assume Senator Armstrong's on there. I was gonna put him. I was thinking about him.
So
The reason why is because these characters I put instead are actually
actual characters.
characters.
So first off,
And when I say he is one of the best characters ever, I do still agree with that.
we
but
still
I had to,
we gotta remember that I gotta keep the meme from Final Smash the best character of that year. So I gotta give it a center. I gotta relive that.
I mean,
David,
it's probably true, even though that was the same year we had Bioshock Infinite, Last of Us, fucking Grand Theft Auto 5.
David
That
actually
was a good year.
did not have Senator on. Senator was on David's list.
Okay, I figured it would be you.
But
he hated Metal Gear Rising.
He
so
actually
much.
had a character on his list until you brought it up, and he changed his mind and said, "No, never mind. That's a good point that Gord made. So I'm gonna swap this character with Senator." Do you want to imagine what?
Is it something?
I don't think
I
he's
made
gonna
a
get this,
point of that
right?
character. No,
No.
I
There's,
will.
I don't think
No,
there's
fuck it.
any way you get this.
I got this. Let me just look at the games real quick. All right, let's see. What fucking stupid shit would he pull?
I would never have guessed this one with him, honestly.
I'm gonna guess. I made a good point about something. Let me see. The girl from Night Trap. No. She's just so good.
It was during the Metal Gear. Remember, it was early on with the Revengeance that you were talking about Senator, so he swapped it out. But it doesn't really matter because he could have put whatever he wanted before that because he already gave me his list.
Okay, so,
So
am I guessing
don't look
the
about
characters-
time.
Say again.
He sent the characters to me immediately, so it doesn't matter. Like, oh, we were talking about this, so that changed because he already has characters sent to me.
Okay.
She's just
but-
trying to confuse you.
Okay. Well, it's working. All right.
You're never gonna
maybe
guess
a
this
Bioshock.
character.
Yeah. Is it? I'm assuming it's a character from Silent Hill 2.
No,
No.
You said no. Give me a hint for the game.
you
Just
can't.
to
I don't
get-
think you can.
No, you can.
It would give it away immediately.
Yeah, it would give
Is
away.
it Hellblade? Is it the guy that follows you around?
No.
Or not follows you around, but he's Bloodstained. I guess is it
No.
Bloodstained? No, you said no before. The fuck is it then? I'm gonna say. Oh, it's probably. This is.
It's not.
It better
No,
not-
whatever you're
it's not-
thinking.
It's not Earth Defense Force
No.
5.
No.
Whatever you're
Then what
thinking,
the fuck
you're not
is-
gonna get it.
How? Is
It's
it
an actual
fucking-
character, but you're not gonna get it. I would not have expected he even care about this character at all.
from Little Nightmares.
Nope.
No.
I don't. Pigsy.
Nope.
No.
What the fuck? You piece of shit. I'll kill you. What are you doing? It better not be Raiden. I'm gonna fucking kill you. No, it's not. All right, now fuck him. No, that's bullshit. I didn't realize that's what you're saying. It was from the same game or whatever.
Yeah, I originally had right on the list, most of it again because of the memes. Fucking coming out of the sewer with the sombrero, fucking the dog bone joke.
You
This
put
is
him over
not
characters from To the
so-
Moon. This is some bullshit, man. He's a dumb fuck. Get him out of here. God damn it. I hate you. It's like, I've never hated more in my life.
No, that's right. The senator's way more memey. I can't get rid of writing.
Yeah, he's the one who talks about the fucking memes. He says memes like 25 times.
Before memes were invented.
And he's only in the fucking game for 30 minutes.
So the only character of mine now you don't have is my number 2.
It
Another
wasn't
game?
one of the games I fucking said I had to be. I said every other
Yeah.
fucking game. So,
Yeah.
I'm assuming is it Silent Hill? Is
We-
it
No.
is it Bioshock? Is it
No.
all right? Fuck this. I'm done.
It's Manny. It's Manny Caravella.
Oh, it's Manny. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
As I said, we shared that game, so I glad as he had Manny in there.
Hey. Okay. I don't know. You still have a character I didn't guess, right?
No. Yeah, you did. Yeah. But I mean, it
I'm
was,
gonna
already, it was
guess-
one of David's pictures or characters. We already said that. So
All right. Well, let me guess it then. Now I have to remember the other ones. that David said.
You mentioned so
I
many
forgot.
characters.
So many names.
Yeah. I'll say Senua. No, he
so-
didn't have Senua.
No.
Wait, both of you didn't have Senua?
No.
We were talking about how incredible that story was and how it depicted mental illness so perfectly. He picked a fat, funny dude from fucking Grim Fandango, and you picked some fucking meme. God damn.
Well,
both suck.
it's
I hate both
interesting
of
because
you,
like
actually.
I don't relate. It's like it's a weird
I
thing.
don't relate. Are you relate to the fat fucking demon dude in Grim Fandango?
Yeah, no, I was saying is I don't correlate like the actual like voices stuff in with actual Senua, which is weird to me. I don't know why. I connected.
is her, though.
I connected with Hellblade more than I actually connected with Senua, which is weird to me. I don't know why. It just that's. I understand.
Yeah, they should take her award away because she's
Yeah,
not
I
a real
agree,
character.
100%.
Yeah, well, Milana, whatever your name, Yargans, I think. Yeah, give that
Yeah,
award back.
but she
Give it-
didn't
give it a
play
Glottis.
Ultimate American
Yeah, give
football
it a
in
Glottis.
Texas.
Hey, Manny! Oh boy, look at me, I'm swinging.
Glottis is fucking awesome. You can give shit to David all you want
I
though.
like I like Glottis. Too.
Glottis is
I-
like the heart and
the
soul of that
same
game.
reason why I didn't pick the Senator is the same reason why I didn't pick.
He's the heart and soul of that game though.
No, he's not.
And genuinely, I know you make fun of it, but I think like one of the most like touching moments is when they say goodbye to each other. I think that's
I didn't make fun of that. I like that moment.
It's like one of the most touching moments.
But it isn't as like climactic
No,
as you said it was.
Well, it's because
like, bye, Manny. And then
well,
again,
yeah, no, because it's like the two best friends saying goodbye forever, and they were having a good time.
Yeah.
Like they had a whole ass journey, and they said goodbye, and that's it. It's done. It's not.
Yeah,
There's no fucking messaging them on Discord and shit. It's done.
I mean, it's no Coco, but you know,
Fuck
whatever.
Coco.
Fuck you. Coco's way better than Grim Fandango's story. What the fuck? Not way better, but it's better.
Anyway, scores were actual real picks, so.
Yeah. I should have just been funny. The fucking the girl the background girl in Night Trap. I don't know. I can't even think of funny characters. The big long armed dude in Little Nightmares.
The ants.
I didn't. By the way, I didn't know we were doing like ranking.
We're not really ranking. It's fine. We're just leaving it.
Well, I can rank them real quick while you say it. What they are, I guess.
So I'll just say.
Actually, before we get to that, maybe you should say what yours are again.
Yeah. So in order, my number 1 was Glottis. My number 2 was Senator. My 3 was Aya. David's was number 1.
I was gonna say Aya. By the way, when you did this, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you fixed.
Number 1 was Aya. Number 2 was Manny. Number 3 was Senator.
Okay. All right. You want me to say mine, or you want?
I mean, I'm assuming is this the order you want?
No, it was not the order I wanted. So I just kind of wrote down as I was thinking of them. So.
Okay, go ahead and say your order.
All right, my order. All right, so for my number 1, I picked 2 characters because I feel like these two fit together.
Manny and Glottis.
They are the heart of the story. Manny and Glottis. See, that's why you fucked up. You didn't pick Manny and Glottis. You only picked Glottis.
Right in the Senator.
Glottis doesn't work.
And the booty.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, number 1 is River and Johnny from To the Moon. Like that's the heart of that story, and it is the best story I've seen this year. So right there, they gotta be my favorite characters. Because fuck well, I've played BioShock before, but talk about new games.
No, I'm just saying that in general.
All right. Number 2 is Senua because she's a great character and not just the voices. And my number 3, I was thinking about somebody else, but I was like, I gotta give my boy Monkey some credit. I love Monkey.
Sure.
And that's mainly because I love Andy Serkis so much. But he's a great character. He goes through some shit because he's like in the beginning he's like a hard ass, like fuck everybody. He's a loner. No, it's that generic stereotype character, you know, like I'm a loner, and then someone warms his heart and he becomes a good guy towards the end. Spoilers, but he's a great character. He's perfectly acted by Andy Serkis, and he's great. So. And I was going to put Senator there, but he's more of a meme joke character. As a funny character, he's there. And I was also going to put my girl Penny from Stardew Valley. She's just...
So if you average any of this out...
I was also going to put Junpei, because I love Junpei in 999. But I also had to think about how they fucked them up in the last game, so I was like,
Yeah, so if you average any of this out, technically... Aya's our number 1 character because...
So we got our second waifu of games gone by.
But since it's weird, because when we didn't do 5 like last time, it's a bit weird. So by technically we
don't understand how Aya's...
So we have 3 waifus technically of this season if we just give everyone a number 1. So Senua is a waifu, Aya is a waifu, and Glottis is a waifu.
Yeah, that's a very strange waifu, Senua.
Senua and Glottis.
Going through mental torture.
Glottis is a waifu too.
That's Senua.
Glottis is a waifu too.
Glottis isn't going through mental torture though. Glottis is just I'm big and fat. And
he got thrown off. He got thrown off the fucking waterfall.
I had to cut off the roof because I'm so big. Get it? I'm big.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Hey, man. I love whatever.
Hey, well, you were the one. Senua was your waifu though. You put her number 1.
Senua was a great fucking character. No, she isn't. River and Johnny are.
River and Johnny are both.
That's half his waifu, I guess.
Anyway,
even though River is another character I would not call a waifu though.
No.
My 2 favorite female characters of the year both have mental problems, so I don't know what that says about me, but
that's why you just gotta befriend Glottis, dude. Glottis is chilling.
And the other 2 are people that have to deal with women the entire time. Both redheaded women, by the way, I want to say. So I don't know what that says about me too.
Yeah, Gore just put himself out there.
Oh, Monkey and Johnny both have to deal with a redhead. It's like, I don't know. And
Redheads
isn't Senua
and
also a
mental
redhead,
issues.
technically?
Yeah.
Wait, the fuck? It's
Well, I
mental
wonder
issues and
what type
redheads.
Gore has.
Yeah, crazy redheads, I guess.
Yeah, mental issues and redheads. That's just.
And senators, I guess, because he was almost
So we
there.
learned 3 things. So we always know the funny robot. We learned pigs. We learned redheads and mental illness. Just the way.
So
Gore's
in the
hard.
next Beyond Good and Evil game, if there's a pig robot that's funny with red hair, and what was the other thing? I
mental
forgot.
illness.
And it has a mental illness, then I mean,
Game
I'm
of the
ready.
year.
Game of the century.
All right. Well, that was season 2.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna
It'll
go on
be-
a hiatus for the next 2-3 months.
I look forward to the discourse we have the same time next year with the bizarre lineup we got.
That's going.
All right, take it, everybody that's watching. Nobody. Take a vote on what the game is that David will get really angry about next year.
That'd be funny, actually.
Yeah.
You know what? I want someone out there. If you somehow listen to, I mean, it's actually our last one was like 5 hours podcast. So we actually,
this one's probably
because we had Blake on that episode. We made an episode. We had an idea of like, hey, why don't we have a guest episode?
Yeah.
That was also
That was
the
a
night
good
that Trump got COVID. Remember that?
Oops. Kofifi.
Really quick, Gore. I mean, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but do you have that idea of that last game? You want to throw that out there before I make this list?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
So
Don't ask me ever again. I swear to God.
Okay.
Even when that month, even when September rolls around, don't ask him.
I'll surprise you the last day.
So with the picks that we do know, I would love anyone out there who's still listening. We got someone there. Chadjin's asking, what are we talking about? We're trying to talk about a bunch of games right now, but we're almost out of here in a second. But we're going through our season 3 games that we're doing
a recap of a series we do where we play games and then talk about them. But it's just an excuse for us to talk about shower scenes, how much David hates something, how much I want to die. We haven't talked about that yet. That's coming.
That's season 3.
That's season 3.
That's like the cliffhanger at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
So let's go with that. Let's end this and go through our games that we have so far. We're only missing 2. So fans out there, if you want to email or message or talk in the next week's episode, tell us what games you think that each of us is gonna hate the most. You think maybe tell us one you think we'll like, but tell us one I think it's funnier because we're just so angry these days. Out of those games, let's talk about that. November, this month. That means in about 2-3 weeks ish. I think 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yep.
We got Kentucky Route Zero. December, we got Portal 1 and Portal 2. January, Yumi Nikki and Kindergarten. February, we got Hylix 1 and Hylix 2. March, we got Beyond Good and Evil. April, we got Hotline Miami. May, we got The Beginner's Guide and Hyperlight Drifter. June, we got Earthbound. July, we got Reciteer. August, we got Dusk. September is Gore's final unknown pick. October is David's with Dread Out. And then our final fan vote pick will be November next year. So see you guys in 1 year where you guys can pick whatever game we got at the end.
Hell yeah.
So be sure, now we got this list also, be sure that I'll have it in the list I always have the schedule in the description of the YouTube video. If you want to get ahead of the time, check out that Steam sale when it happens at the end of the year. Buy all those games.
Yeah, give Valve more money.
Yeah.
Consume.
They already laid your Steam Deck, so whatever.
Yeah, they already laid you.
Gore, how do you feel about 999?
It's 3 a.m. I'm done. Huh?